we're going to go ahead and get into it since I'm a little late. How is everybody today? Hope you're all doing great. I'm doing fantastic. I heard that DSP's had a pretty wild couple of days. So we'll get into that in a second. I heard Evil AJ was bullying him. That's always fun. You know, DSP really shouldn't be allowed to just do whatever he wants all the time, but the little thing you can do is bully him on whatever game he's playing. I have a segment to do before we, yes, I saw those Centipede. They're pretty cool, those gaming chairs. And it's a similar subject that we're going to be talking about here in a second. So this is a video from Nico Serrato's Gunpla and Plomo. And trust me, this will be relevant. If you look in the background here, we have at least 4 medals for Gundam building. And those are, if I recognize those correctly, they're pretty prestigious. Those are World Cups or National Cups. We also have professional crotch modeling. I don't know what that is. But yeah, we've got a silver, we've got a bronze, and 2 golds. So this lady here is pretty damn accomplished.
I'm Nico and welcome back to my channel. Scribing panel lines is one of the best ways to add detail and depth to your gunpla. But if you're new to it, it can feel intimidating. One wrong
and it's a very detailed tutorial on how to do panel line scribing. And she points out several different techniques. For example, she sanded everything first and then draws it out with a pencil, and she uses scribing tape. She uses, where is it here? Well, anyway, it just shows all the mechanics of doing it. Now, we'll go back to this first frame to show you something. She has been in competitions. I'll remind you of that. She has won competitions. Now, why this is relevant is I decided to ask her. I have an inquiry, sort of a survey, on behalf of a content creator who stated an unusual take recently. I would appreciate your thoughts on the matter. Now, I truly don't mean this question as an attack or inquisition. Why do you provide techniques and tutorials on a subject that is used in competitions? How do you justify to yourself providing free information that would help people gain progress instead of having them gain their experience through trial and error? Wouldn't you want to keep your techniques to yourself so others would not be able to use your techniques in competitions? Again, I understand that these are some rather pointed questions, but it's something more of a survey I'm doing because an odd person had an odd opinion. Thank you, and I love your work. So yeah, that's what it's about. It's about Darks Fidel. It's about Darks Fidel's stupid-ass commentary that by providing information, you have cheapened the competitive process. You have made it so that people have not really earned their trophy because you helped them get it. And here's her response. Very, very good response. Hi, Lynn. That's an interesting question. I personally believe that sharing knowledge helps the whole community grow. She already doesn't operate a household, you can tell. Everyone still develops their own style through practice. And even with the same techniques, no 2 builders will create identical results. At the end of the day, skill comes from experience, not just information. I'd rather see more people improve and enjoy their hobby than gatekeep techniques. Appreciate your support. How is that any different than Street Fighter? How is it not the same? Because it is the same. You know, these tutorial videos that teach you combos, sure, they can teach you the combo, but it can't teach you when to do it. It can't teach you the spacing necessary to execute it flawlessly. It doesn't teach you your entire game plan. It doesn't. It doesn't do any of that. It gives you the tools, and you use those tools to do whatever you need to do. If there's an optimal tool, for example, an optimal combo, you would use that combo. And just like in this video, she shows the optimal way to do this. She shows how you would want to use this tape that she uses, which is the tape I use. There are other ways to do it, but this is the best way to do it. So why wouldn't you? And if people are just now getting into this and don't know about this, they're going to do it in a ton of ways that isn't helpful. They would try and find other ways to do this panel lining technique, and it would look like shit. However, because you've been given the tool of using this tape, does that just intrinsically make your art as good as anyone else's? No. You still have to have a good sense of when to use it, a good style to use it. And so DSP's stupid-ass discussion about this is so pointless, because why wouldn't she want to just keep all this information to herself so she'd get more of these medals? It's idiotic. But anyway, that's just a little aside. And I made sure not to name him because I don't want to bring people further exposure to the guy. That's a great question, and I appreciate the open discussion. While competitions are part of the hobby, they're not the only reason people get into. Oh, okay. Customizing Gundam models. Many builders, especially beginners, just want to learn, improve, and enjoy. What is this? What's that word? DSP has no idea what that word means. It must be some sort of advanced concept like, I don't know, dark matter or something. Sharing techniques and tutorials help make the hobby more welcome and accessible. Again, just nonsense words. Trial and error is still important, but having guidance can help newcomers stay motivated. And instead of feeling discouraged, another good point. Competitions are always an option, but at the end of the day, everyone develops their own unique style. I personally believe that sharing knowledge, it benefits the entire community. It helps creativity, helps the hobby grow, and pushes everyone to improve, not just in competition, but in their personal projects as well. Thanks for the thoughtful question. It's the same question, man. DSP's an idiot. That was the thesis statement right there. So let's see him get beaten up by Evil AJ.
Do you want me to switch to Super Turbo already, guys? We can if you want. But I don't know if we're going to find anyone. Let's
Steven,
see.
oh, I know who you're talking about, yeah.
Like
There's
I said,
that button
sadly,
pusher guy.
This version of Super Turbo, number one, runs too fast. So the game already has issues. And then it always was lagging.
Frank, oh, that was a good reference for your Monarch.
It's the only real way you can play Super Turbo right now. The other one, Capcom Fighting.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God, it's Evil AJ. He got it. He bought it to play me.
Thoughts,
Against
bud.
his freaking Lag Blanca. You know what? Watch this.
Lag Blanca.
Evil AJ mirror match.
Exactly, Ramen. She doesn't know about the secret
I missed
techniques.
the combo.
DSP, only a couple of people use secret techniques. Ninjas keep things secret only because our techniques are dangerous even in the right hands.
I couldn't move at all. I was frozen in the corner. I literally couldn't move. I was trying to jump.
Oh,
and
really?
Blanca just stood there and got hit 4 times in a row.
Yeah, Blanca chose to die. What a weirdo.
Great game. I'll mess with Chun-Li. I couldn't move.
No, Travin, he only knows as soon as he loses. Then it's not accurate and correct. The audio in this game is so weird. It seems to dance around my ears a lot. I don't like it.
I'm gonna try Zangief.
Let's go, Span Rag.
Yep. It's a complete counter match, but I'm trying to get in on him. And I forgot about Green Hand. Dude, I forgot I even have Green Hand. It's been so long since I played Super Turbo. That was a good move.
Green Hand? Is it like Domo Kashu's hand?
Yep. That's a
nasty.
complete anti-air. Will stop anything I'm doing in the air. His light kick.
What?
Also, standing medium as well.
Weird
standing
clawing
medium claws
motion,
you out of
okay.
the air, and it just, you can't do it.
I was going Lunar Guardian.
Evil AJ is decent with Blanca. He is. So if I fight him, I'll do like low to mid-tier
He's decent
matches
at
with him.
Blanca, but he's not decent at being a good person.
Which version of the secret latch chair are you more
Alright, if he's
interested in, the
Blanca, I'm just
RX-78
gonna
or
go mid-tier.
Soccer
I'm
2?
not gonna go top
My
tier.
answer, like all my answers, is
Oh,
stupid.
lag right there, son.
I'm more interested in the
Oh,
RX-78 one,
lag
but I would
again.
get the Soccer 2 one because I'm bad with things that
Okay.
are white colored.
I was jabbing, it
They just
stopped
always-
jabbing, and it gave him a free throw.
I don't know, they always turn off color after a while.
Every time I did it, that was a guaranteed 360. And the game
If
won't
there
give
was
it
a
to me. He dropped
Gelgoog
it, like,
one, that's the
4
one I
times in a
want.
row. Anyone know how to pick old T-Hawk? Oh my God. Yo, when he does Blanca Ball, it lags? Every
Oh,
time
it
he
does?
does Blanca Ball, the game lags.
Oh wow,
Every
it's a
time
lag ball.
Every time he does Blanca Ball, the game actually freezes, and I can't do anything.
Then that doesn't sound like a good
Every
game.
single time. It's like it drops frames, and I can't do nothing at all. I couldn't do anything. He did Blanca Ball, and it froze.
The reason why Trevin, he plays this is that DSP is in the pursuit of something illusionary. He is in pursuit of the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo that will be as how do I put this? He will be as dominant as, or as dominant in, as he always thought he was to begin with. So it's impossible. He's never going to find this thing because he always sucked. So he can't find a game that he's good at.
Dude,
How's it going, Josuke?
He could do Blanca Balls the whole round. I can't do anything. It freezes. Again, I can't actually block the Blanca Ball.
Man, what would be cool if it was a green
can't.
chair
You did it again,
and it
I
had the
can't block
Xeon emblem in yellow? I could green screen it out so you could have the
When he's doing
Xeon
Blanca
emblem
Ball,
floating
the game
around.
actually
That'd be
drops all
dope.
inputs on my side. I can't even
Damn.
block it or do nothing. So every time he Blanca Balls, it's a free hit. You heard me press the button, right? You heard me pressing it to stop it?
I heard it,
I
Phil.
was stopping his throw with
Yeah,
the
you were
jab,
definitely
jab,
pressing the
drop.
stop button.
Oh, again, nothing. I can't do anything.
You did the
It's
correct
actually
move,
quite
man.
awful. Wow.
I think so,
What?
Tino.
How did he
Be
mash
fun.
throw?
Let's
I
go,
did
Greedy Piggy.
meaty, and the game gave him mashed throw. See, that's all fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
If this was a
all
correct
fucked
game,
up.
you would never lose,
This
Phil.
is even worse than I thought, because, when you're playing on console, you don't realize. because it's already so laggy. So now the lag's not so bad. You can see the game has horrible programming issues. Every time he did
They
block
programmed
ball,
it
I
wrong
couldn't
because
react at
DSP's
all. I couldn't
losing.
even
I
block it on
agree,
reaction. It
DSP.
was a free hit every fucking time.
That's logical. I'd get the socket
Wow,
too
this is
rather than the
awful.
RX-78 because I'm the same when it comes to things that are white as well. It'd be hell keeping that
I
one
couldn't do
clean.
anything. Look,
Exactly.
again.
You spill
He
one thing
jumped,
on
I
that, it's
pressed
ruined
jab,
forever.
Nothing. Then it gives him a hit string. Then I press the button to stop the throw trap. It doesn't stop the throw trap. Yo, the game is awful.
Yeah, this is
The game
incorrectly
legit,
made, man.
Almost unplayable. It's a button masher fest because it fucking is so laggy and drops inputs. That's awful, dude. Like, none of these matches are legit.
Yeah, they're not legit because I'm
That's
losing.
absolutely
I
awful.
agree. That
I don't know
seems
what to
fair.
do to stop the jumping.
If
I
I'm
don't know what
losing,
stops
this
Blanca's
game's
jumping. I'm
bullshit.
trying every button, and
Sounds
I'm
like
getting
kids
hit.
at work. How's it going, Dapper Dragon?
I can't stop his jumping mashing.
I wish I
I
had a new
can't do
flow
it.
and DSP has a crotch cam. Why can't you use that instead of... Yeah, exactly. I maybe forgot about
I know
it.
there's a way to do it. I don't know what it is.
DSP, show us
He's the
your
master of fucking
controller.
online button mashing with Blanca. He seriously is. Won't let me. It literally won't let me do anything.
Oh shit, Dapper Dragon, for real?
I'm.
You sent it to
pressing
me, right?
buttons, it doesn't do anything. It just drops them all.
Nice
don't
fart,
know.
Phil.
Yeah, it's pretty much unplayable, which is awful.
It's
don't-
unplayable for
he's
you,
just
but
gonna
apparently
jump
not
around and mash
unplayable for
buttons,
him.
And the game drops all the inputs that I'm doing to interrupt the hit strings. Because he's doing hit strings that you can interrupt. And I'm doing it like, okay, let me do the jab to interrupt it. Let me do the throw that interrupts
You're clearly
it.
not
It
timing
doesn't
it right.
count. His button mashing beats it because the fucking online netcode sucks in this game.
No.
So, and you saw, every time he does Fierce Blanca Ball, I'm not kidding you, I can't do anything. It actually drops so many frames.
Then you
that
should use
can't
it.
block a Fierce Blanca.
To be fair, DSP didn't
So
seem
he was
motivated
doing
to
it
play
from
this, but
mid-screen. Every
remember,
time
he
he
only
was doing it, I was
plays
getting
what his
hit. I'm
viewers
like,
want.
the
But
fuck?
yes, he's also
So,
playing to
all
chase
right,
former
hold on one
glory.
second,
Exactly.
everyone. My wife just got home, so I want
It's
to go
kind of a
see her,
weird nostalgia
obviously.
trip for him.
All right. Well, we'll try again, guys. But if I just keep facing dumbass evil AJ and his laggy Blanca that basically abuses the netcode of this
Oh,
collection,
nice,
I'm not
Dapper
gonna play
Dragon.
the fucking ranked anymore. We'll see.
That was a good match. Evil AJ is decent with Blanca.
I hope he does. I hope Goji Next comes back.
Here we go.
Hell yeah, we won.
See,
Now the
I can
game's
counter,
working correctly.
Counter bullshit too online. I can easily spank this fucking scrub.
I don't know, man. He has 12 wins.
So I'll try one more time.
He has 12
I'm
wins,
just not gonna keep
DSP.
playing Super Turbo. I'll go play another.
He kicked your ass 4 times over.
Fucking loser. What a loser. Fine, I'll fucking spank you again and I'll play another game because I don't want to play you all day because you suck. It's dropping it
But
every
he
time.
beat you 12 times.
I can't even do anything.
There
I
you go.
literally couldn't do it. It dropped every input I did in a row. Every
Guy's
fucking
cheating.
input. What a piece of shit game. But you see what I mean? This
Sure
guy
is, Andy.
literally sat on this collection since the day it came out.
Let's go, Game
to
Master.
learn how to abuse it and just mashes buttons and gets away with it. Like, it's actually dropping inputs.
You actually
constantly
can't know what
during
he's
play.
doing, Phil.
And this guy's such a fucking loser. He actually mastered this broken collection no one cares about.
Which
a
is
fucking
what you
idiot.
did,
So
Phil.
he counter picks too. He picks. Oh, well, this is a plain counter pick match.
Okay, we'll
Yeah,
do
I'm
better,
not gonna play
Phil.
him anymore because he's gonna fucking just stalk me all day if I try to play Super Turbo. So I'm not gonna play this anymore. I'm just
okay.
gonna play the other games.
The
There's
fun
no
is
point playing
ruined
this 'cause
now.
It's unplayable.
It's unplayable, but I did win once. Or twice.
What a dunce version of the game. It's sad. Super Turbo is
Oh,
so
I see,
good,
Game Master.
and this version is so fucking bad.
Yeah, because you're
It's
losing.
just pathetic.
That's it. You're
Well,
just losing.
Evil AJ proving once again after over a decade he's the most limp dick loser
What?
obsessed with me on the planet.
Because he beat
Literally,
you?
the collection that he found out how to abuse, he stalks me and won't let me play anyone in Super Turbo. I mean, if you could be any more of a life loser, I don't know how. He's actually over a decade later still stalking me in this fucking game in an awful connection. So, anyway, fucking life losing piece of shit. Yeah, I'm on. I'll go play somebody else in another game then. I'm just not gonna play the same idiot all fucking day because the guy's a loser and he thinks that like he measures the length of his EP-ness depending on if he can beat me in this collection, which is
It doesn't have to be that complicated, DSP. It doesn't have to be a situation where I feel that my life is improved by not letting you enjoy your game. Maybe, let's... DSP is over here creating all these fan theories. They're fan theories because he's a fan of them. He has these fan theories that Evil AJ spends all day playing this collection in the hope that maybe DSP shows up and then he can use lag tactics to beat DSP. Well, you know, this is an equally absurd idea, but why not? Maybe he was impressed by the former 4th place champion and he practiced because he wanted to one day be able to play one of the best overall gamers in the country. And then he played the person, and to his surprise and delight, he won several times. But he respects you, Phil. Now, of course, DSP never goes with this narrative, and that's because it's not a correct narrative. It's crazy, too. But it's just as crazy as DSP's theory. And of course, also, DSP has to lick his wounds. He has to shit all over this guy, probably more than he would have if he won. He's got to shit all over him and assure this person that they're not as good as him still. But he beat you. He kicked your ass 12 times to your what, 3 times? How do you do that? How do you lose 4 times more and then say you're the winner? I don't know. I guess they've made some updates to numbers.
Which is an awful collection and lags. And he can mash buttons and win with Blanco.
Of course,
so
Irie. It's what he has to tell himself.
I'm just not going to fucking play Super Turbo for now. I'm
You
not
can't
going to waste
admit it.
time. Good matches. You
Yeah, I
know,
heard the
against
pizza
some of these
party was
people,
fun.
Except Evil AJ. He's a piece of shit. Everyone else is good.
How is he a piece of
Can I
shit?
play
Because he
Sugat? The
won?
problem is, no one's playing Alpha 3. And
If
and
you
I can't
beat
play
Phil, you're a
Super
bad
Turbo
person.
Because Evil AJ keeps joining and being, retarded and not playing the game for real. So I can't pick Sagat.
He is playing the game for real. You got bodied.
Who fucking ruins the game abusing the bad netcode.
Yeah, that'd be funny, Tino.
There is evil dipshit, lip dick. How do
Oh
you think
shit,
it must
I'm
be
there
to be one of
too.
These people online,
I
like,
don't remember playing.
your only accomplishment ever in your entire life was that you made a video making fun of someone's gameplay like a decade ago that went viral. But then everyone else copied you and did it better, so you lost all prominence and no one ever cared about you ever again. So then many years later, you stalk that person you made the video about in a broken...
So again, we prove it over and over again. We prove it over and over again that this dude has no idea what the detractors are up to. He says it. He says it constantly. He says, I don't follow the detractor bullshit. I don't know what they're up to. I don't know what they're doing. So he doesn't know Evil AJ's reputation amongst the detractors, in that he is still widely respected. People still like him. People still like his content. They appreciate his takes. So this narrative that DSP has, that he made a couple of This Is How You Don't plays, and then he became irrelevant and no one cares about him. It's just cope. It's just cope based on what he hopes is the case. He hopes that all the detractors moved on from Evil AJ and don't care about him anymore. And that's simply not the case. You know, he's always going to be the grandfather of DSP's ultimate undoing. I would say that Evil AJ, second only to Darkside Phil, has done the most amount of damage to Darkside Phil. Even those dudes who managed to get DSP to take down his videos, I still don't feel like that was as much damage as basically turning DSP into a forever joke. So why the hell is that the case? That Evil AJ is not liked anymore and everyone else did it better? I don't know. I feel like there's some This Is How You Don't play creators in history who didn't do it as well as Evil AJ. So, no. Just make up whatever narrative you have to make up, Phil. I'm stalking him, Greedy Piggy.
fighting game collection online and abuse it. You don't even play it. You just abuse it.
Mm-hmm.
The broken code of it, right?
Yeah, he abuses it by kicking your ass. He abused you.
That's all this guy will ever be known for on in life. Not even like on the internet. Like in his life.
Yeah, exactly, Irie.
He'll be dead. He'll be on his deathbed thinking about me. It's pretty sad. And play. Despite the lag, despite evil, dickless, limp dick loser, I still had a good time today.
His sin was that he beat Phil. That's the sin. Not allowed to win against Phil. It's unethical. And say, let's see this one. I appreciate the old naming convention here. This is from Vega. DSP experiences bugged Lego mechanics. Very nice. Tevin did the most damage. It really is kind of a race who did the most damage. The answer is always first place is Phil. Phil did the most damage to himself. It's kind of like who's the best Joker. Well, it's Mark Hamill. And then second place is where the argument begins. So the argument of who did the most damage to Phil outside of Phil, I would still probably say Evil AJ. Tevin's definitely up there because what Tevin did was he helped to bring in a bunch of new detractors. So how did Phil know he has limp dick? He got pictures. Because he asked him, he said, Evil AJ, I believe it's time for men. Send me some dick pics. Guys scared you so bad that you moved to a private community on the other side of the country, and now you leave your house for maybe a few hours a week. Who's the loser here? Yeah, the guy who went back and tried to capture his glory days on this game that he doesn't even really like, and then got bodied. Also, Evil AJ almost got DSP killed, right?
It's time for another good idea, bad idea. Good idea.
Greedy Pig is about to get banned. Crazy guy. Okay. Okay. Whoa!
Bad idea.
Alright, so how did DSP mess
like
that
I'm
up?
only short by one, and they're all. Oh wait.
What?
Wait a minute.
Huh? Huh? Never mind. Everything's good.
What the heck did I do?
What are we doing, Phil? No, possibly, Irie.
Huh. What did I do here? Aha!
Uh-huh.
Wow, Ren Jesse James has the best eye in history. He noticed I accidentally put an extra piece on.
It would
So
be an
I
interesting
actually
thing
need
that
to
DSP can't
use
see it.
the removal tool.
All right, you can do this, Phil. It's not that hard. You know what a lever is, right? No. What the fuck?
Well, this is a problem. I definitely see where
There's
I
a-
put it on extra and it wasn't supposed to.
Dude, I was a kid when I used
But
it and
I
I
can't
figured
get
it
it
out
off.
instantly. What is this?
I even have the removal tool. It won't come off.
This guy is beyond stupid.
Crud.
No.
It's too small.
No. It's clearly bugged. It's made incorrectly.
Shit, it will not.
He's
budge
an
at
actual
all. It is
caveman.
on there
You
so
give this dude
tight
a
and
tool, he
hard.
doesn't know what to do with it. What?
It is not budging
Removal?
in any way.
Someone in chat has to tell him use the other side of the damn tool?
Wow.
Well, I guess it's broken.
Wow. I
It's
can't
just
get
incorrect.
it off.
It's bugged. That
Is
is
the other end of the tool, the bottom part, not the studded part?
Huh? Hold on. Brain activating. On.
Oh wow! That's
Whoa!
amazing. Wow, Ren Jesse James knows his Legos. Yo, that's
You don't
cool.
even know
It
your
takes the part
geometry?
off.
Damn, that was
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Well,
That was embarrassing, dude. How do you not even look at the object you're holding? Here, I need him to hold it. Okay, so how do you not examine your own tool and look at what it could do? DSP confirmed not to understand what a lever is. Ah, man. That was bad, Phil. That was bad. Okay. DSP worries PPP is ghosting him for smart guys. By the way, I got to make sure I like that. All right.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
DSP tries it, lacking grip strength. Yeah, his little stubby fingers couldn't handle it.
Tomorrow night,
He was looking at chat. He was going to look up the
where it's
game
gonna
facts,
be myself and
Arcamoon.
PPP commentating on the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view as well as Monday Night Raw
Exactly.
and everything else that's
That's how it
going on
happens.
in pro wrestling.
That Africa is a country on his Resident Evil 5 playthrough. Hilarious.
And you might say, why are you saying that?
What?
Well, here's the deal. All right, I'll be transparent with you.
Yeah, Greedy Piggy. They were street smart. But
Originally,
they weren't book
Smart
smart.
Guys was supposed to be
Or
Tuesday night.
other way around.
And we were all, on board for that. And then over the weekend, PPP had contacted me and said, "Hey, so just so you know,
I don't like your content.
coming back from vacation. I've been on a vacation. That's why there
Yeah,
was no
Morgana.
casino
I
last
think that
week.
DSP has a damaged
Um,
occipital lobe as well.
I'm wondering if I'm going to make it back in time for Smart Guys on Tuesday because of travel and inclement weather and all kinds of stuff. So
Oh, well,
I would
yeah, Trevin,
prefer
for the incident.
if we kind of maybe, delay it till later in the week. So that way there's not a chance that I don't make it back and then it screws the show up. And
No,
was
I need
like,
to send that
makes
to my
sense
friend.
me.
That's
I
crazy
think
that he
makes a lot of
messed that
sense.
up.
So let's delay it. And we both agreed we're going to delay it until Thursday. Okay. And we had fully agreed on this on Monday. That's the last time I actually talked to Ashton was Monday. All right.
He's doing the thing he
Now,
did with John because he's
since
not getting
Monday,
updates fast enough.
I
That
just
means
let
it's
it
clearly
roll,
canceled.
Let it ride, everything fine, right? So I've been waiting to hear from him again.
Right, Banana Jones.
And I haven't heard
The
from him.
slightest change of
So I actually
schedule,
hit
this
him
dude
up,
loses his mind.
And I asked him yesterday, hey, I'm just curious. Did you get home yet? Are you all right?
He's like, yeah, okay, but like, how do
I'm
I
curious, are we
use the
gonna be doing
tool? It
Smart
doesn't
Guys
tell
on
me.
Thursday. I just want to be sure everything's
And
cool.
by the way, it did
You
tell
know
him because
me.
I remember when he
I don't
first
like to
started, he showed the
overpromise and
instruction
underdeliver to my
booklet, and
audience.
there's the instructions
So if
right
the show's
there
not going to happen this week, that's
on how to use
okay.
the tool.
We can easily do it another day. I mean, maybe we can reschedule it. Maybe we can actually plan a bigger show.
Well, how much
right?
bigger
Maybe
can
we
you
could do
get
like
than
a super show
PPP?
at one point, a longer show, and we'll switch the streams. We'll do it earlier so we have more
Bring Cat
time
on.
for it, right? But I just need to know, what's going on. And I haven't heard back from him yet. All right. So I hope he's all right. I hope that everything's good. And when I hear back from him, I'll let you know. But that's the thing. Like, if if I don't hear from him by the end of today,
Okay, so this has happened before. I've had guests who weren't able to come on at the arranged time, and they told me, he told me roughly, I would say maybe 30 hours beforehand. So what did I do? Did I scramble and start freaking out and telling Chad, I don't know where he's gonna be. I don't know. I just informed him. I was like, okay, well, we might have some scheduling issues. We'll see if I even feel like talking about it. And then what do? I find something else to do instead. DSP is such a panicking little worrying asshole. Oh no, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. No one freak out. Don't freak out. It feels like it's therapy for himself. He has to talk to his chat and sort through his own emotions on the subject. He can't just say, yeah, dude might not show up. Dude might show up. We'll see. It can't be just that. He has to do an extended segment to assure you all, you guys who definitely care. He wants to assure Jade that everything's going to be okay. Don't worry about it, all right?
okay, then I'm not going to tell you guys we're doing Smart Guys tomorrow. All right? So if this is the case, if I don't hear from him today, then tomorrow will not be Smart Guys. Instead,
feel paranoid. It'd
I'll
be
do
funny as
something
hell.
different. I'm thinking...
Hey, Ashton, I saw you read my message,
throw in a
but
stream
didn't
of
reply.
Avowed.
Just checking.
Because we did a stream of Avowed the other day. And,
Are you mad at
it
me?
did well. I enjoyed it. We chilled. We had a good time hanging out. And I was like, all right, maybe, we just do that instead as a chill
This is the
session,
same thing
right?
as a John
Now,
thing again.
obviously,
DSP's
I don't think
stupid
that
ass
this is
fans
something
could go and
intentional
harass
going
him
on.
now.
Maybe something has happened.
You
I
should
don't know.
respond to Phil.
I hope that he's all right. And I hope that he didn't get stuck somewhere at some airport because of some
No, he got
freaking,
stuck somewhere because he's so
inclement weather or
big.
whatever. Who knows, right? I don't know.
Got stuck in the turnstile.
But again, there was absolutely, because again, people always trying to make up conspiracy theories and shit. No, there was no bad blood.
Ooh, good question, Ramen.
No, there's nothing going on. We have agreed to tomorrow night as the show. So unless, again, if I'm assuming I'm going to hear from him.
I wonder where this really fits into DSP psychology, because this guy is, ever since the very beginning, he's had this fixation with schedules. And we all do little things to help us organize ourselves in a chaotic universe. People have religion, people have their politics, people have a lot of things to ground themselves with. And I think that DSP grounds himself around scheduling, because he does strike me as a guy who's susceptible to panic, believe it or not. I feel something about this guy makes it seem like that. So if you're ever doing anything with this guy, I'm sure he demands some sort of itinerary at all times. And I would like to know some of the logistics behind DSP's travel stories, because I don't think it was ever really discussed. And I'm not going to talk to Phil about it or listen to Phil about it because he's an unreliable narrator. I want to see John's thoughts on their traveling exercises, because I have a weird feeling that DSP would hound the shit out of them, asking them, well, what are we going to do next? What's that going to be? Are we going to do this? What's our plan for this? When we arrive, what will we do? Bro, chill your ass out. But I think he would want a complete breakdown of hour by hour what we're doing, because otherwise he starts panicking. We've seen what happens with this dude whenever there's a slight schedule change. He freaks his shit. He doesn't know how to handle it. And then he projects it onto his audience. He goes on these freakouts and then tells his audience, okay, guys, now there's nothing to worry about. I'm sure that it's him coping in a realistic sense, not the usual way that we use cope. It's him dealing with the emotions of uncertainty. And that's why he projects it onto others. I think so. I don't know.
Everything's going to be fine. But if
Everything's
by the end
gonna
of
be
the day
fine.
I
Guys,
don't hear
chill.
from him, I would
You guys
much
are freaking
rather
out.
delay the show than have everyone expect it and then I can't do it. All right.
Explanation that people
So
were stuck
let's
in
see
the
what
airport
happens
rather
by
than
the
didn't
end of
want to
today.
immediately talk to Phil when he got back.
I'll let
Cool.
you know.
Yeah,
And we'll go from
that's the
there.
only explanation.
Okay.
Probably
Fair
PPP
enough?
got sucked into a turbine. There's
All
no
right.
other reason to
So
not
of course,
respond to
everyone
Phil.
in both chats, oh, he's snaking you, he's doing this. I don't know why you would think that.
Why
right?
would you
If he
even
was
have
snaking
these?
me, he
No,
would snake me.
DSP,
He
you
wouldn't
wouldn't
just
have
say,
to
"I'm
deal with
going
any of
be
this if
on
you
the
didn't bring
show,"
it
and then
up.
not talk to me. He would
That'd be fun,
actually
Pretty Piggy.
turn on me and snake me. This isn't really a snaking.
Really,
And to be
Willis,
fair,
that is the
he
case.
warned me up front. That's why he wanted to delay the show to begin with. He's like, there may be issues with travel. There may be, you know what I mean?
Then why are we having this
So,
conversation? If he
I guess we'll
said,
see,
there
okay?
might be something up, why are we having the discussion, DSP? He wants to have, it's annoying. It's annoying to me because this guy lectures us on transparency and then also lectures us on why you don't tell people things. But he never really learns this lesson, and it's what keeps him as a lolcow, is that DSP will never learn quite possibly this most primary lesson of keep things to yourself, because it's just not really necessary to tell people about it. And so we've heard right here from DSP that Ashton informed him ahead of time that there might be complications. What is DSP's response? Panic. Panic. Now, what he should have done was, well, first of all, just not even bring it up. That's the primary thing. But in addition to that, plan in case he's not going to be there. And that's something DSP can't do. DSP has a very hard time doing spontaneous planning, or rather planning that's not broadcast. I don't know why. So he couldn't say, all right, well, if he doesn't show up, I'll play Street Fighter. He can't do that, because then he has to change the schedule on his community tab. He has to have it say Smart Guys or maybe Street Fighter. Even though he has no obligation to do that. He could just say, all right, well, he didn't show up. Let's play Street Fighter. He's addicted to this sense of control that comes from a schedule. It's weird. It's very weird.
In truth, I actually feel like Ashton and Andy do it right. And what I mean by that is...
What's that?
When they go on these vacations and stuff, you notice it's complete, no information, no content.
Yeah.
They do their own thing.
Yeah.
And then they come back fresh and they get right into their work.
Yeah,
right?
so you should respect
probably
that.
Are able
No.
to have a much better time that way. Because can you imagine if they were constantly keeping in contact? Oh, don't worry, we're going to come back at exactly this date and do exactly this. And this
So why are we having this segment again?
They kind of keep it a mystery. And I think that's actually a good way to go about it.
Oh my goodness, this dude's so stupid.
It's none of anyone's business where where they went for vacation, what they're doing, when they're coming back at all. No one should be in their shit. You know what I mean? So maybe doing it this way is great.
But are you not failing to lead by example with this, DSP? Because you're demanding an answer, you're demanding clarification, but then you say, but it's probably a good idea to do this. It's better to not have everything broadcasted. But you just got finished saying how you were so anxious and confused because things weren't broadcast. The proper response to all of this, again, sorry, I sound like a broken record with just this specific video. The correct answer was to say nothing. But that's never been the answer that DSP picks. If there's an option, it's like in those Telltale games. You know, you have the 4 options. And the game tries to remind you occasionally that saying nothing is an acceptable option in those games. Well, in the DSP Telltale game, you are not allowed to say nothing. Your game will delete your save and delete your whole hard drive.
For them. But yeah, in this case, you guys know
exactly.
me. You know how I am. I'm a very scheduled guy. I'm a compartmentalized guy. I like to have a nice scheduled plan, outline of my work for the week. I mean, look what we're looking at right now. This is literally an outline of my work. He wants
to know where his boyfriend is going and what he's doing. Yeah, he should have some sort of tracking device.
Factors involved where I'm not sure what we're doing, you know, and that's on me. That's a thing about me.
Yeah, exactly, Brahman. Like just leave people alone. They'll be here exactly when they show up.
I'm just not like that, right? I'm not that kind of guy.
That's the quote I use with the kids all the time at work, and it pisses them off pretty much all the time. But it's a very correct statement. My statement is, it will arrive as soon as it gets here. And they hate it because that's not an answer. It is an answer. It will show up right when it gets here.
All over everything. You know what I'm saying? So, again, I will let you know as soon as I know.
Jordan, I do plan to get that game, but I probably won't get it on release.
All right, guess what?
Oh, someone banned?
No exaggeration. This very moment, he just told me we're good for tomorrow. So there you go. Perfect.
I mean, there's some truth to that, Game Master.
He literally told me live, we're good. So we'll be doing Smart Guys tomorrow night. There you go.
So you didn't even, again, third time, you didn't even need to do this.
Receive, right? Good stuff. So
get panicky and you will receive.
We'll do it tomorrow night.
This guy's a dumbass beyond dumbass.
To hype it up a little bit, I mean, not only are we going to have
a lot to talk
about with Elimination Chamber,
he likes to seal the,
establish
the illusion that he works hard. I'm struggling with language today. Should start over. He sounds like a clingy boyfriend. Yeah, he keeps checking to see if, did he send me anything? Did he talk to you about me? Did he bring me up? Yeah, Ashton brought you up. He said you had gout.
So, we've got
a toy.
The Topps Chrome box of 2025 WWE trading
what was that? Hold on, DSP, a second.
the top.
Okay, wait. I don't know what the hell that is.
So
What
we've
is that?
got. The
Oh, thank you
Topps
for
Chrome
tapping.
box
That
of
clarified
2025
things.
WWE
I
trading
didn't know if that
cards.
was maybe a
And I think what
hologram or
we'll
something,
do
but it is a
is every
physical
goal
object.
hit, I'll open a pack. Now, what will the goal be? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll talk to
exactly,
Ashton about
Ramen.
it,
Nothing's to
figure it out, like,
distract
what
us
should the
from
goal
begging for
level
money
be
now.
that we hit in support, and then I unpack one of these.
Got some
okay?
doodles for me? All right, I'll check them out in a
So-
second. I don't have Discord open.
So let's see
This
how that goes, but that's going to be something fun. And I've got the new camera to unpack them. So
By
you're
the
gonna
way,
see them,
I've
you know,
got
right
some
here,
cards
live
to reveal
unpacking
on
and see what's
camera.
in the pack.
I can
Will
do
I
an
get a rare
unboxing.
chase card?
They're
Will
Gundam
I get
cards,
the
but not
one
the
in a
Gundam
million
cards you guys
rock
think.
card that's worth $10,000? No. But will I get something good? Maybe.
Maybe
Alright,
you
it's a
will,
possibility.
DSP.
So
Maybe you'll
here
get
we
that
go. That will be
holographic
involved
Hogan.
on Smart Guys tomorrow. A little bit of something new to add to the show as well.
Sure hope
Okay.
this is my password. Am I human? I don't know, sometimes.
Go.
Password incorrect. Oh, I misspelled my own email. Oops. Alright, DSP, give me a second. I'll be right with you as soon as I log into Discord. And then the fun can just really pop off. There you go. So get this dude out of here. This is wild to me. I'm saving this on the greatest hits. DSP struggling with such basic shit. I want to do some plugs real quick before we get to the next video. Tomorrow we're doing Internet Asylum. Logan from Taking L's is coming on board, and we're talking about a guy, William Helpley or Scopely, something like that. But he's a religious dude, and rather an odd one at that. So definitely swing by. Let me see what I can get his name clarified. William Tapley. William Tapley is who we're discussing. So swing by. It sounds fun. It sounds fun. He sounds like a character. I'm excited. I was thinking about this, is that I need more people showing up to talk about weirdos, because I don't want to ever address some of the more Z tier lolcows. I don't really want to talk about what's his name? Oh, the dumb one who's always doing food reviews. Smokey MCC is always antagonizing him. That guy. I don't really want to cover that dude. That dude's lame. He has nothing going on. But and then this Friday we're doing Going Green. Morgana and Pokepal are joining me. We're going to be watching a little bit of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and a little bit of Persona 4. So check it out. And then next week we're also doing another Going Green. That's because of some logistical things. But that's I'll announce that later. Yeah, Nova Online. Nova sucks. It's a lame character. I don't even understand why he watches Nova or why he responds to Nova. Doesn't make any sense to me. Is that what the new generation of lolcows is? Nova Online? Oh, come on now. Alright, DSP says death threats are just online trolling. Regarded Neil Druckmann projection ran. Okay, well, I'll have you know, DSP, Neil Druckmann said he changed.
So, in an interview with Variety Magazine,
DSP is playing Digging
Neil
a Hole
Druckmann
Simulator or
talked a
something like that,
ton
Game Master.
about his upcoming season 2.
Oh, I
of
love
The
White
Last of Us
Bowser.
TV show.
White
And
Bowser is probably
essentially
my
that was,
favorite
like,
of the next
focus of
generation of
interview,
lolcows.
Okay.
I like
Now,
his
I'm not
character.
a huge fan of these entertainment magazines, especially these
You
Hollywood
didn't anticipate my
centric
twap, Smokey.
media things.
See, if you look around,
I'm
you'll notice
reading
that you're
this story
surrounded by
from Variety.
snipers.
Okay, here it is.
I'm a chess
And
master. While
it
you're
is
busy getting
so
stoned,
long-winded and
I play
wordy.
chess.
And they basically beat around the bush so much.
I
It's
heard
like,
about
just
that,
get
the
to
one who ate.
point.
That's funny
Why
as
do you
hell.
take so long to try to say something of any substance? They reiterate points everyone already knows. They rehash nonsense. Like, just get to a point. All right. So
Is this
they
the
rehash
projection?
Something of the bush so much, so long-winded and wordy, and they basically beat around the bush so much. It's like, just get to the point. Why do you take so long to try to say something of any substance?
Phil, I
They
agree.
reiterate points everyone already knows. They rehash nonsense. Like,
Helicopter
just
stories.
get to a point. All right. So
16
there's a
years
lot of
on
stuff
YouTube,
that's
that kind of
said
stuff.
in this article. To summarize the article,
Exactly,
The
Liquid
Last
Pearl.
of Us 2 TV show is coming out soon. I think it's in the next month or two. And basically, they're outright admitting they have completely changed elements from the game to make the show.
Okay, I have an idea for a movie. Once I get enough money, I'll make this happen. It's gonna be my own version of James Bond, but I'm gonna have Jake James Lugo be James Bond, because when he wears his turtleneck sweater thing, he looks like a very bad knockoff James Bond. And then the villain is White Bowser, because I want to have White Bowser do James Bond villain speeches. And then Lugo's just kind of standing there with his humongous forehead.
Work, whatever that means.
Oh, yeah? What's work,
And
Phil? Did he make a schedule?
Basically, Neil Druckmann is like, he's
That's
a
fair,
little
please.
worried that there may be fan backlash for the changes that were made. But at the
Okay.
same time, he's kind of come to peace in terms that he had to make these changes. He
Okay.
did this with season
So,
1.
yeah, he had to do it.
And
He didn't have a
everyone
choice.
liked it. And so I think they were saying, like, the actual, like, director of the show was convincing him, listen, no, the changes are going to be worth it. It's going to, you know. So essentially, the whole
bet he
article
does,
is
Greedy
kind of
Piggy.
about season 2 of The Last of Us show.
By the
I
way,
really don't give a shit
long-winded.
about that, to
Oh,
be
okay.
frank with
Don't
you,
give a
I
shit.
don't. Season 1 was just okay. Some parts were really good and almost really close to the game. Other parts couldn't have been further from the original game and were completely added on as filler.
Oh, my
content
goodness.
and
An
fluff
adaptation
to
wasn't
push
100%.
agendas.
Stop the presses.
It's like I said, in a nutshell, I don't mind
Jake
the
James and
episode
what's his name?
that's
Cyrax
about,
have
like,
the same body
side
type.
character who had a, you know, gay relationship with a guy, and their
As
story
opposed
of
to a
how
gay
they
relationship
survived
with
for many,
what?
many years in the abandoned town and all of that. It's actually a good story. It's well acted. It's well
Well,
written.
hold on,
It's
Jordan.
great. It
DSP
also
plays
has
Dr.
nothing to do with The
No.
Last of Us. It's literally wedged in there to say, hey, look, we're open to homosexuality, and we think that this is okay, so we're going to do a whole episode about it.
Okay.
Even though it's nothing to do with the actual story. You can literally
You know,
remove that
DSP, look, I'm not... DSP puts people in weird positions. Because, for one, I didn't much care for the Last of Us TV show. Just didn't. It wasn't entertaining me. But I wasn't writing paragraphs about why it pissed me off. It's just, it didn't appeal to me, and I stopped watching it. But this notion that stories can't discuss the characters is really stupid to me. Because, you want to have characters discuss their own personal issues. It helps you get attached to the characters. That way, when bad shit happens to the characters, you feel bad. Or when good shit happens to characters, you feel good, DSP. It's called story crafting, DSP. You want to have them have vulnerable moments where they're just hanging out and kicking it. In fact, it's some of the best episodes. My personal favorite episode of Dragon Ball Z is the one where Goku and Piccolo have to go get their driver's license. It has nothing to do with the androids. It has nothing to do with Cell. It has nothing to do with Frieza. It has nothing to do with Kid Buu. It has nothing to do with any of these villains. And it's the best episode because it shows them engaging with the world in their own little way, and it helps you kind of connect with them on a whole nother level. That, Piccolo and Goku are these weird outsiders who don't really belong in society, but will still love it and adore it anyway. So, according to DSP's logic, because it has nothing to do with the villains, or getting to the villains, or training to fight the villains, it's a worthless episode. And it's frustrating as hell that this dude consumes so much media and has so much of his life and life perspectives shaped around what he's seen in TV show and movies, and still cannot understand why it is that you want episodes to focus around characters and their own personal dramas. He doesn't get it. It offends him.
episode from season 1 of The Last of Us, watch the rest, and it's just as good.
Intimate
if
moments
not
with
better,
characters what
because it
makes
doesn't feel like
Invincible
you
a
just
fire
watched the
TV
filler
show.
episode.
Yes. Not
Okay?
every
Like I
episode can
said,
be
what
blowing
they
things
should've done with
away.
that episode is actually done a spin-off series of maybe here's the side characters from the show and here's their stories, and it would have been fine.
Yeah, that's a good one, Game Master.
Instead of forcing it to be an actual episode. Like, boring. It really
Boring.
was. Like, I liked the story. I didn't
Your
want
character
it in The
being
Last
gay
of Us,
has
okay?
nothing to do
So
with the
what they
story.
did is
Indeed,
kinda similar
you're
to other
correct.
games and things. They're
Unless
wedging
what?
in this little theme.
Unless what, DSP? He wants the story he wants the story to pivot about the gayness. That's what it is. The problem with it is that the gayness was not part of the story, right? It's not factoring into it. So how do we solve this? Easy. We make it so the spores are defeated by homosexuality. See, DSP, it did factor into the story. You didn't know the ending. The ending of season 3, they're going to do one more season after this. The ending of season 3 is the realization that homosexuality defeats the spores. See, DSP, those scenes did matter.
To try to say, oh, see, we're changing a society, more accepting now. Yeah, but what does that have to do with The Last of Us?
Yeah, exactly, Roman. Yeah, what does that have to do with The Last of Us? There should be spores
Anyway,
along with the lesbians.
with that being said about season 1, I'm
Or
curious
gays,
what
whichever.
Druckmann is talking about when he's saying they had to make all these changes to season 2 and people might have issue with them, but he's not afraid of it anymore.
Stupid.
I'm very curious. Like, what did they change? Because for those who don't know,
so dumb.
The Last of Us 2, which is what season 2 of the show is based on, is very controversial. In the first few hours, the main character of the first game dies.
Yeah, from gout.
And he was everyone's favorite character, and he's just eliminated.
He got beaten up with gout.
And then the story becomes a two-sided story of one person who was the villain, but telling her backstory, and you're being forced to play her story to understand her. And then the revenge story of Ellie, the essentially surrogate daughter or whatever of Joel.
Why did he do the whole hand gesture thing? Like, isn't that kind of the point of the story, is that Joel identifies with Ellie from a fatherly perspective because he lost his own daughter? Instead, he's doing he dismisses this. He dismisses the idea of characters having any sort of relationship with each other. DSP, if that's how you feel about stories, just go on YouTube and type in Transformer movie, all fight scenes. There you go, dude. You could just turn your brain off and you can watch Starscream get shot all day. Who cares about the interaction between characters? Who cares about their relationships and their dynamics or their ambitions or their goals or anything like that? Screw all that noise. That doesn't make a good story. We need action scenes the entire time. Now, normally I would agree with Phil, but this is just dumb.
You know, and how she's going to get revenge for his murder.
Exactly,
so,
formerly Chuck. Now we're talking.
Very brutal, dark, not very pleasant story about two people trying to get revenge and trying to kill each other.
Don't watch Twilight Zone, DSP. Most of those episodes are pretty dark.
So already it's controversial.
It's controversial by
highly controversial.
It's controversial by not being happy. The DSP can't watch the Gundam franchise because most of the Gundam franchise's stories or movies or OVAs end on low notes. DSP would get mad pissed if, he was getting into doing Gundam models and someone recommended him to watch Gundam 0080. He would get pissed because it's not a happy ending. That's not right. That's not why I watch movies. I watch movies and shows to be uplifted. Well, maybe people watch or enjoy stories to feel something at all. Maybe people want to feel sad. Maybe people want to feel hurt. Maybe they want to feel disgusted. Maybe they want to feel romantic. And they watch romance movies because they like to project themselves in the story. Or maybe they think, hey, those are romantic ideas. Maybe I should do that for my significant other. DSP has such a childish perspective on human interaction and media in general. Stories should be uplifting and make me feel good. If it's not that, it's controversial. It's controversial for there to not be a happy ending. What a loser.
Controversial. And a lot of people.
It's controversial,
like it,
man.
me.
Starscream died,
I
dude.
described The Last of Us 2 as, 20 hours of torture porn. That's what it feels like. The entire game is miserable. At
exactly,
no point
Luke and Carl.
Is there
and
any
don't tell me about
situation
Spider-Man's relationships. That's irrelevant.
It feels like there's something that is pleasant or happy or fun. You don't get a sense of accomplishment or anything good. It's just very, very negative, very dark, very dismal.
It's like
stuff.
a DSP stream.
So in
yeah,
that
right,
Javin?
Javin?
In my opinion,
no,
okay,
he wouldn't be able to
I
handle
like
it.
The Last of Us 2 because of the story.
He wouldn't
Everything
get
else
it.
I liked. I liked the gameplay elements, the graphics, but the story wasn't.
In the very
good.
first episode of Mobile Suit Gundam in 1979, a shit ton of civilians get blown up by a stray missile.
Season 2. What did he change?
It doesn't get much better from there, Phil.
We're all going to be paying attention when the show comes out. See, what did he do now, right? But in reality, that's not even the reason I'm bringing this up.
Okay, so why
the reason I'm
long-winded,
actually
like you said, Phil?
Is because at the tail end of the article,
okay, we're not even going to read the rest of it.
Things that are brought up.
Very good.
Okay, that are very.
The post-apocalyptic story wasn't happy.
How can
I know,
say
just like Fallout.
Interesting.
Remember when Fallout was happy?
Telling,
not
and I
really.
think that we should just review them briefly. So number one.
Okay.
No matter who the showrunners cast as Abby, they're bound to spark controversy. The character's stacked physique and brutal story arc placed her at the center of a torrent of online vitriol when hackers leaked hours of footage from Part 2 in April of 2020. As Druckmann and his co-writer Hallie Gross, the voice actors and the team at Naughty Dog scrambled through COVID
struggling with language,
to
huh,
make
Phil?
the game's
It's cool.
release, and Druckmann continued to work on Season 1. They were inundated with anti-Semitism, misogyny, homophobia, and death threats to
Yeah,
themselves
that's
and
nothing.
their
Now,
families.
insulting my gout.
It's called online trolling. Okay? It's called online trolling.
Man, this is really rich coming from this dude. This is really rich coming from this guy. Now, maybe if DSP, you guys are going to have to really imagine hard here. Imagine that DSP had some sort of, I don't know, robustness. He had some sort of stability. He had some sort of strength of character. Again, it's really hard to imagine this. And he never responded poorly to people talking negative about him online. This guy has been trolled for 16 years and he never had a sort of negative response to it. And he was willing to hand wave it away. It doesn't matter. You know, it's just cyber trolling. It's just cyberbullying. It's people stating their opinions because that's their right or whatever. Maybe then I could listen to such a person who had such a degree of fortitude to never be bothered by internet bullying, that when he said this right here, that this is just internet trolling, maybe I could almost believe that. Maybe I could almost listen to that. But this guy has been crying his ass off since before he even really started doing YouTube, crying because people dared to disagree with him. Because they dared to say that DSP was stupid. Because they dared to say that DSP wasn't good at what he did. That was never cyberbullying or just online trolling to him. No, it was attacks. You were trying to hurt him. Even to this day, you had things like people who say negative things about him on the internet. They are trying to hurt my business. Hurt my business by saying mean things to me online like Phil has gout. And then he has this on screen. Neil Druckmann was getting anti-Semitic, misogynistic, and homophobic and death threats. DSP's response, well, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. We've seen how DSP responds to all of those. Usually he finds it funny. But the death threat one, remember when that dude just said, hey, I'm going to be in the area. I hope to see you. And DSP freaked his shit. He freaked out and banned him and yelled at him. But now he wants to tell this guy, hey, man, it's just people talking shit on the internet, man. It's cool. Don't worry about it. You should treat it like I do and go on long, unhinged rants about it. How's it going, Jadu?
I'm still amazed.
This is how you don't play. Nearly got him killed.
We get on a Zoom and we talk about how to make the television show. And here he was just like, okay, I'm compartmentalizing. That world goes away.
Liquid Carl, fewer people have gout because that's the true vulnerable class, man.
Because they were getting online trolling, because they basically ruined the plot of The Last of Us with the second game and the plot leaked. They were having mental breakdowns.
This dude's a butthole.
Okay. I just want to get this straight.
All right, DSP, let me help you contextualize it because you're stupid as hell. They just stated that they've been working on multiple projects. Now, I know, DSP, you've never done work, so you can't really conceptualize this. But oftentimes, when you're working on a project, it's stressful because things aren't going according to plan. Things are different than what you had anticipated. Some things like logistics or supplies or whatever are low. You can have situations as mundane as I'm out of Post-it notes, and it can kind of push you to the edge because you've just been dealing with so much shit. They're making a TV show. They are filming things. They have to get filming permits. They have to do catering. There's so much shit that goes into this stuff. And on top of that, he's working on the game. So there's all the stuff from the game. You have all of this stress on you. And then you've got people on the internet sending you death threats. And DSP thinks it's laughable. He laughed at the idea that someone could have some sort of mental breakdown from that. DSP is very frustrating when he says this kind of shit because DSP doesn't have anything stressing him out in life. But what does he do? Cry about it constantly. Meanwhile, you have people who are going through a lot of stuff. Is it stuff they chose to do? Sometimes, you chose to make these shows, you chose to make these games, but the stress is still there. And so when they have all that shit happening, and they also have to deal with chuckleheads online, at least from their perspective, that DSP thinks it's ridiculous that they would respond. This guy's a butthole, just the worst human being out there.
So you made one of the best video games of all time. Everyone loved it, right? Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, Holly, exactly.
You decide to make a sequel that's completely different in tone, that you actually
And
are
then let's just
purposefully
blame him. All right.
advertising as having Joel as the lead when he'll be dead within hours of the game being,
Now, DSP, that's not fair, because that's not fair for that to really. I'll say that. That's not a fair criticism. To say, well, we expected Joel to be the lead and then he wasn't. Didn't that happen with Metal Gear Solid 2? Weren't people super pissed because Raiden was the playable character instead of Naked Snake wasn't even there. Solid Snake? But then what happened? People got over it. So, including DSP, he wasn't even bothered by it when it happened. So this notion that, well, I thought I was going to be this character and then I wasn't, that doesn't really bother you, Phil. It shouldn't.
being playable. It's a completely different style of game.
I had expectations that were not based on anything, and you didn't meet them.
Plot sucks, and so they trolled you online. Now I'm not condoning anti-Semitism.
I'm not condoning it, but I am minimizing it.
But it's online trolling, and you can't sleep. I can't work because people said The Last of Us 2 sucks. Maybe it does.
And maybe it does, but they don't need to direct it like that, DSP. I can say a lot of things. I didn't like Last of Us 2. I didn't like it. I watched the entire playthrough. I don't remember who I watched it. I want to say it was Super Best Friends, but they were broken up by then. I watched it. I think I watched parts of my wife play it as well. But I just wasn't impressed. I didn't like it, and I felt that the story I don't like being emotionally manipulated. I don't like being told you must like this character or you must hate this character. That's why it is that I don't like Attack on Titan. I'm sorry, Eren didn't do anything wrong. I'm sorry. You can make a 9-hour video explaining to me why Eren was the bad guy in Attack on Titan. You're just wrong. He wasn't the bad guy. Sorry. So it's kind of like the same thing with Last of Us 2. You tried to get me to be on board with this revenge is bad story, except, sorry, sometimes revenge kicks ass. Sorry. It's not my fault. But even then, you can say an opinion like, yeah, I didn't much care for the story, and not bring in threats of violence against people, DSP. But it's just cyberbullying.
And maybe when you go against everything you wrote in the first game to try to get shock value for your second game, that maybe
you're watching Game Grumps. I've never really watched them. I never found them funny.
Throw away something that everyone loves just because you think that it's going to get you attention.
But DSP, the artist should be the dictator. The artist should be the dictator. The artist should determine what they want to do, because it is their story at the end of the day. You are not, just because you enjoyed a product doesn't mean you own that product. You know? Now, we have our disagreements when it comes to stuff like, well, Star Wars. Star Wars it's not even Star Wars anymore, buddy. Hell, on some levels, Gundam isn't even Gundam anymore. But I don't own Gundam. I don't, despite being a fan of it. So this notion that, well, you used a character that everyone liked and then killed him, that's disrespectful. Okay, well, it's his artwork. It's his project. You know, if I want to just annihilate all my characters, that's within my rights. Don't read it then. Shit.
That maybe that's a bad take, that maybe that's a bad idea, that maybe people would be upset with you because of it.
Oh, there you go, Dapper.
Maybe
okay,
you should see how upset people are and be like, oh, fuck, we made a big mistake. Instead, he literally did the opposite. During 2020, Druckmann came out publicly and said, everyone that doesn't like The Last of Us 2 is a bunch of bigots. You guys are just sexist, racist. You hate everything that has to do with liberalism, basically.
DSP is saying that this person's weird rant should be kind of should discredit him. However, I don't even have to address Neil Druckmann. I can just address DSP. How many times has DSP tried to state some point, but just made himself look like a bigger asshole? The correct answer is all of the times. All of the times that's happened. But he doesn't have that sort of leeway for anyone else. He doesn't have the ability to say, well, maybe they were just really frustrated. Maybe they had a bad day. Maybe they had a bad lunch meat sandwich and their wife bounced a controller off their head. You know, what if they had a bad day? Doesn't think about that at all. Just immediately says they're an asshole for this. Now, again, you're not allowed to do that to Phil. If you say, Phil, you're an asshole, well, you just took him out of context.
And because of that, if you don't like Last of Us 2, you're a bigot.
Yeah, if you don't like
Last of Us 2, you're a bigot.
This guy not too long ago was saying that if you do not like the food rewards, you're stupid. How is that any different? How is that not the exact same thing? If you guys do not support me unilaterally, you are a bad person. Continue, Phil.
At the end of the year, I shit you not, he said this on social media. So it's the Game Awards coming up.
Yeah,
And remember that every
I
vote
had
that
some
you
fans
give
piss
for
me
Last
off,
of
so I
Us
wrote a
2
meteor
as the
killing all my
viewer's
characters in the
choice
story
game
as
of
an
the year,
April
or
Fool's
player's
joke
choice
once
game of
they
the
learn
year,
their lesson.
is
All right, the story
a
that
strike
exists in
against
the
the bigot. So be sure to vote for Last of Us 2.
And it's gonna
to
go
strike
this
a-
way. You've got a decent chance, statistically speaking, people will come around to the story. Because it did happen with Metal Gear Solid 2. Sorry, I got a little mush mouth there. It did happen with Metal Gear Solid 2. People were kind of pissed that Raiden was the main character. What happened? Now people look back at Metal Gear Solid 2 and see it as an absolute masterpiece. So cut that shit out. Quit pretending like the fans have that much control over shit. Now the difference always comes when someone owns the property that didn't create it and then makes decisions that are, well, not even necessarily contrary, but just thematically different than the original content. Then you can have the argument of, oh, well, these guys don't respect the story. Yeah, that's a much better argument. But DSP is over here saying authors aren't allowed to make their own stories. You got to run it by the fans first. Yeah, that's how you get Dragon Ball Z. That's how you get it so that Goku is the main character for the entire franchise instead of having any of the other characters shine ever. Because people like DSP kept writing in letters saying, no, I want more Goku. Who's this Vegeta dude? Get him out of here.
Against bigotry. He actually fucking said that on the internet. Everyone
Pretty sure
called
the
him out
word
for
gout
it.
had Nightbot say
And then
don't
he
use
had to
racist
publicly
language in his chat.
apologize
That
and
is
withdraw his statement and
racist.
say,
It's
no, vote for
racist
the game
against
you actually think is
Polish
best.
Italians.
The problem with Neil Druckmann is that not only can he not take criticism,
Uh-huh.
but then he uses criticism as a scapegoat
Uh-huh.
to try to get more attention for
Oh,
himself. or
elaborate,
more
Phil. This
success.
sounds familiar.
Instead of saying, listen,
Listen,
Last of Us 2 is a
I did
great
nothing wrong.
game. It's a great plot. It's got great gameplay elements. Play it and enjoy it for what it is. He literally said,
Exactly, Jadu.
buy our game and make us rich because it's a feel-good movement of leftist liberalism, and you're being progressive and helping the
How's it going,
world if you
Thraku?
buy and play our game and vote for it for
Is that
Game of
exactly what he said, DSP?
And that's the horrible thing to do. Like, that's so disingenuous. It's so dishonorable.
I mean, I could pause this video all day. Is that not what DSP does? Does he not contextually frame supporting him as inherently good? Does he not frame being against him as inherently bad? Anyone who detracts on him is mentally ill and crazy and a threat to humanity. And if they disappeared, life would be better. But then this dude is saying all this shit about Neil Druckmann. It's the same thing, DSP. There's this theory that's kind of impossible to prove. There's this theory that the reason why projection exists is that it's some part of our own little psyche that doesn't like ourselves. And I don't really buy that. I don't think that's true. What I think it is that they have the ability, DSP has the ability to see maladaptive behavior, but he has no issues with his own behavior. It's none whatsoever.
How many game devs that year worked their ass off and also put out good games?
Worked their ass off? No,
And
dude, they
they
weren't doing
now-
anything because they couldn't have gotten stressed.
You know, that game's not a big bastion of liberalism, right? So,
And Superfluous
So
Monitor,
anyway,
yeah, I'm not really a fan of Neil Druckmann either. I just find him kind of obnoxious and pretentious. And DSP has an astounding ability to make people defend people who are not normally defended because DSP's math is always wrong. DSP can absolutely come to the correct answer. And he gets mad that we don't agree with his takes. Oftentimes, it's not even really the take for me that I disagree with. It's that it came out of the same mouth as the mouth that said all this other stupid shit that contradicts the point. You know? So even when he arrives at the correct answer, it's invalidated because this guy's a dumbass and a jerk.
this is why I don't like Druckmann. It's literally not anything to do with his games. It's his attitude and the way that he behaves himself.
Yeah.
This
That's what I
almost
just
like
said.
He thinks he's better than everyone. He thinks he's smarter than
That's
everyone.
true,
He thinks
Jadu.
he knows better than everyone.
Uh-huh.
And
Sounds
when
like
someone
someone.
criticizes him and says,
Uh-huh.
no, you don't. You're not smarter. You're not
Uh-huh.
better. Your ideas are bad. He then freaks out
Uh-huh.
and then tries to do this rallying call of liberalism.
Donate,
Which is
okay.
stupid as shit. And it's very dishonest, okay?
Dishonest,
So now listen,
okay.
I asked Druckmann how he managed through this crisis. What crisis? Online trolling?
It's a
He
crisis
had
for
a
you,
horrible
DSP.
crisis of people online telling him his game sucked because the plot was bad.
It wasn't just that the game sucked, man. You can say something sucks without bringing death threats into it. Is that what it is? Is DSP inspiring me to just contextualize all complaints as death threats? Is that what I should do, DSP?
That was his crisis.
The
It's a
crisis
life
was that he
crisis
was
for him.
working hard and people
Not
gave
very
him a
well
lot
at
of
the time, he
shit.
says, sounding grim.
DSP,
I get
you've experienced
hyperfixated
similar,
on
except
stuff.
without the hard work.
I get hyper fixated on stuff. I swear I didn't put that part into the article.
It sounds like
So
Phil.
when I'm alone and I have time to think, and worse, I have time to browse, that's when it gets the most dangerous. I'm starting to doubt myself. What if I did ruin it? What if I did make a piece of shit? Well, you did. No, you actually did. People rightly criticized your...
But that's their opinion, dude. This is very cruel. I find this to be particularly cruel because of my own hobby that I do writing. And I worry about that all the time too. I mean, granted, no one knows what I wrote. No one knows where my book is. No one knows any of that stuff. And I'd rather it stay that way. But, you know, I think about it all the time. Every time I start doing any sort of writing on a short story or anything, I always think, what if my product is shit and it's my fault? This is something that artists grapple with all the time. Good artists hate themselves. They hate what they've done. You know, there's so many stories of famous authors basically trying to destroy their works because they hated it. And other people saved it. And then you've got this fuckhead right here, this piece of human garbage who's telling you, yeah, you did fuck up. You did make something bad. Why do I know that? Because I think you did. And everyone agrees with me. Again, I'm not really on Neil Druckmann's side. I'm on the side of people who create art. Something that DSP would never understand. If this guy ever worked on anything artistic, he would understand this feeling right here. But this is some sort of weird proof that DSP has no capacity to make art at all.
Your hackish writing.
Man, that pisses me off really
and then
hard.
You freaked out. But your game actually does suck because the plot's bad.
Oh, okay.
And you have to deal with that forever. It doesn't matter.
Okay, if
how
Fear
many
Monarch's going to get banned, he
people in
doxed my
games
book.
Journalism kissed your ass and said your game was game of the year. The plot still sucks. And now you're making an entire TV show around the plot that sucks. So I hope he's ready because now it's 2025.
Yeah, I agree.
Now the pendulum has swung 5 years later. Trump is now in the White House. And worldwide, we're seeing a conservative cultural movement. If he puts out The Last of Us Season 2, the same way he put out...
But DSP, should artists be constrained by their culture? Has that ever been the case, really? That artists feel the necessity to be constrained by their culture? So now we've got a new argument from Phil. Phil is saying that artists should just adhere with the times and not express what they want to express. Dude, DSP is just straight up anti-art. Anti-art. Don't ever make anything.
Out The Last
unless
of
it
Us
adheres
Part
to my
2,
views.
He's got a rude fucking awakening.
People can make
Because
whatever
even though
art they
every
want
critic
in
will
whatever
probably
time period
say,
they
This
want.
is the best show I've ever seen. The
This
common
guy is
person's
mentally
gonna say,
retarded.
Your show is fucking literal dog shit. It is a leftist love letter, and we don't need that.
Okay.
We don't want that. We don't
Then
want
don't buy
Snow
it.
White,
Then don't watch it.
who's Hispanic. We don't want...
We don't want to
Last
see
of Us 2
Hispanic,
and
dude.
liberal
Those dudes
themes.
aren't even
we just
real.
want normal stories again. We don't
Just
want
normal
agendas pushed
stories
down
that
our
are
throat
deprived of
every week in the moment
Hispanics.
that we have. And that's where the world is gone now.
Oh no, he's kind of right.
So, if
Most
he's
of my favorite
nervous,
stories don't have any
he should
Hispanics in
be.
it. Oh shit.
He literally should be. It's not years ago anymore. Things have changed. And he
That's
may
what we
not
need.
actually get any praise for the show.
Look. I'm going to try and say something here, and can you guys give me the benefit of the doubt? We don't need any more women main characters in Gundam. We need a Hispanic dude. And that's because that's going to be the funniest Gundam you've ever seen. You're going to see Amuro pull up in his Gundam that he turned into a lowrider. And there's on his shield, he's got the Our Lady of Guadalupe painted on there. That sounds like a masterpiece to me. I'll pre-order 9 model kits.
Outside of his butt-kissing circle. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds
so
good.
Craig was saying, who cares what they think? I'm telling you, it's awesome. Listen to me. So whoever this Craig is, you
He's a
shouldn't
liar.
listen to them.
Anyone who
You
disagrees
shouldn't have
or
listened
anyone
to
who
them.
agrees
That
with you,
was
throw them out.
awful
DSP,
advice.
what?
That's what we call a butt kisser. That's what we call a yes man or woman. That's, they were not honest with you. Anyone who
This
actually
video
even
is
has
super
knowledge
annoying.
of narrative, like how to lay out a narrative.
Yeah, exactly.
The structure of
You're
The
like-
Last of Us 2 was terrible. The in medias res that was used, where you started in the middle, then there's an awful thing that happens, then you go back, and then you go forward again, then you go back.
Okay, you
It's
didn't like it,
confusing
Phil.
as fuck. The pacing is all screwed
I didn't
up.
like it,
Just
therefore
the basic
bad.
narrative structure is
DSP,
bad.
that only works when I
Then
do
on
it.
top of that, they have the balls to say, oh, you know, the leftist themes is why you didn't like it. No, people outright told you your narrative structure was bad and you ignored it and called
But
them
didn't you
bigots.
just say a couple seconds
You're
ago
the
that the left-leaning
disingenuous
stuff
fucker
was
who
the
can't take
problem?
criticism.
What is the problem, DSP? How
So,
can I make you
with
happy,
Mazen's
Phil?
enthusiasm and pep talks, as well as the support of his inner circle,
How do I make
Druckmann
you, the
thickened
most
his skin to the
miserable
point that he
person on the
doesn't think
planet,
any
happy?
commensurate online hatred for season 2 of The Last of Us would upset him. I love the changes.
I don't know. I personally don't really... I mean, I have my moments. I admit, I have my moments. I have my media that I'm like this with, where you will not convince me to like it. Sorry, I cannot like this. It's too garbage to me. But with DSP, it seems to be basically everything. And I feel like that takes that personality out of it. I think that every single one of us has the right to say, this thing sucks and I don't have to explain myself. I think you do. Now, here's the thing, is you should try and keep it limited to maybe less than 10. It should be single digits. DSP, we're going on 10 digits of things that suck and he hates it, and it really should just be nuked off the face of the earth. And I always found that really annoying when people would just hate everything. Then why am I listening to you? Why should I ever listen to a person who hates everything? Well, show me something you like. Oh, well, nothing's perfect. Then shut up. Exactly, Excalibur. That was from G
It's a different
Gundam,
version of the
Tequila
story, but its
Gundam.
DNA is in there. Maybe more than excited. I'm really curious what their reaction will be. I'm going to spoil it for you. No one's going to like it besides your friends.
Is that not
Spoil it
enough?
for you right now.
Is that not
Besides
enough?
those who kiss your ass,
Is that not
All right.
enough to appease one person?
people are not going to like this show because culture.
Where's
has
your
changed.
viewers,
This is
DSP?
why all the woke movies are failing. All the woke TV
Where's your
shows are
viewers,
failing.
Phil?
This is why people with their woke shows on CNN, the shows
Yeah,
are getting
Jadu, there's a
canceled,
Gundam in
right?
G Gundam that had a
because
sombrero.
no one wants this shit anymore. There's no market for it.
It's often the most requested model kit, but it's never going to see a model kit made.
So,
Because it would be such a weird thing to
for utter
ask.
failure,
Hey, can we
which is
make
the
a model
complete
kit
polar
that's
opposite
got a
what you-
lot
when
of
you got
weird
your butt
Hispanic
kissed last
themes?
time with season 1.
And they're going to
All
play
right.
it safe and say no, even though
Well,
Hispanic
lastly,
people
the
would buy
big
it.
one, and this is what
I would
everyone's
buy it.
talking
I'd
about.
build it on
like, no
stream.
lie, the whole article is about The Last of Us season 2, the show,
Mhm.
and then, but only anyone quoted this. So here's the big quote everyone wants to talk about. All right. Then there's the long whispered possibility of The Last of Us Part 3. I was waiting for this question, Druckmann says, sighing, when I bring up the prospect of a third game. I guess the only thing I would say is don't bet on there being more of Last of Us. This could be it.
Yeah, because he saw the response before.
So I want you to think about this. Druckmann.
Okay, DSP, you are not about to talk all this shit. This guy just spent the last couple minutes saying how terrible it was, how bad it was, how he should be embarrassed, he should be ashamed, he did the wrong thing. People were telling him that he made good content and he didn't make good content, etc., etc., etc. It's leftist, no one cares about this thing. So the dude straight up admits, yeah, probably not going to do anymore. What's DSP's response going to be? Is he going to talk down on him? No, dude, this is what you get, man. The feedback was don't do anymore. And he says, okay, I'm not doing it anymore. And DSP just got finished saying that he doesn't listen to criticism.
Went from The Last of Us is the best thing ever, right?
This
The
dude
video
is the
game part
worst.
1, the
This is
video
the
game
worst
part
human
2.
being.
It's so good and popular. We're developing a full-fledged multiplayer game that's going to be its own
DSP
entity
is
set in the world
self-woke,
of The Last
greedy
of Us,
piggy.
right? Something has happened and changed so bad for this guy. He canceled
And I can't get
the
high
entire
tonight because I've got
multiplayer game
work
after
tomorrow.
years and millions of dollars.
He's
were put
already
into it.
pissing me off.
All he's done has made The Last of Us Season 1 the show and
Yeah,
re-released both Last of Us 1 and 2.
Merzbo.
which
It's
didn't
weird
need
that DSP
re-releases.
has
He
to take these
remastered and
positions, but it
re-released
does
them,
make sense.
okay?
He has to look for
And he's
easy
literally
W's.
working on a brand new franchise that already people are ripping apart and saying, we don't want this. All right, whatever it is. I can't remember what
Kind of
it's
like
called, what it's
DSP
in
whenever
space or
he
whatever.
announces something
Already
new, it
people
gets
are
ripped apart.
analyzing it, dissecting it, and saying it seems like it's more of this woke bullshit that we don't want.
You would think that DSP would identify with Neil Druckmann. You would think so. They both have a sort of similar trajectory when it comes to this thing. This guy, Neil Druckmann, is announcing projects and people are already shitting on them. What happens whenever DSP announces anything? Announces a new channel, gets shit on. Announces a new program, gets shit on. Announces a new goal, gets shit on. You would think that he would kind of understand. Now, I would say that he might still have the opinion that Neil Druckmann sucks, but this specifically, DSP shouldn't be talking about this at all. because he goes through that. He knows how frustrating it is. But again, we go back to what I said earlier. DSP is always willing to excuse himself. His situation is different. This guy's situation is not at all like mine, even though it's word for word the exact same thing.
So, it's going to fail. I don't know if it'll fail. I don't know. I'm not saying now. I'm telling you.
Is this dude here yet? I'm done with this guy. Let's go to watch the stream.
Circles, right? So it sounds to me.
I didn't realize how much the time got away from me with that video.
I don't know. Do I need to buy like 7 USB hubs that are all?
Oh my God, we're crying about the USB hubs again, man.
Since it's only 2 cameras,
let's give
it's not
up.
that big of a deal. There, as you can see, now that it's working beautifully.
Neil should make a game with Latinx characters to piss Phil off even more. I think so. I think that Neil Druckmann should increase all these things that he gets criticized for, just for nothing else but to piss Phil off. Screw it, man. No one likes your content, Neil Druckmann. You know what? Lean in harder. Make it. You know what? Bring back Joel and make him gay. Now I know you're gonna piss off a lot of people, but you're gonna piss off one specific person, and it's gonna be funny.
The quality of the camera, I just don't know what's going on here.
And make it so that he has gout, and trivialize the gout. Say that gout isn't that big a deal. I mean, that's what I would do if I was Neil Druckmann. I would just make a game simply to antagonize Phil.
Avarice, how are you guys?
And then have it so that his boyfriend's named Phil. Screw it. The series is already ruined, right, DSP? Just do whatever you want at that point. Now you've got ultimate freedom. If you have a choice to see the new Gundam film, my buddy and I have a fun time seeing it last night. The G-Cux one? I don't believe anywhere near me is showing it.
Retraining in the Singaporean military. Every once in a while, they make them go out there to make sure they can do like a march and carry their equipment and stuff. I had this bite once on my leg.
Oh, yeah.
And at first, it just looked like
cancer?
A normal bug bite. And then all of a sudden,
that's where you got the gout.
It got completely black and blue. It swelled up to maybe this tall.
No, new character David is Larfield. Yeah, there you go.
It became rock hard, and then it was incredibly painful.
What?
I ended up having to go to the doctor.
Are you serious, DSP? Something you experienced was painful? Wow, man.
He says, you got a spider bite.
That's
actually
a weird change of pace.
Where it got you good. With whatever venom.
He got shot by a spider.
And basically, the good news was there was nothing. It wasn't awful. Like it wasn't going to get any.
It wasn't
worse,
that big a deal, but it was the worst
it was just
thing I've ever
bad
experienced.
Spider bite. He's like, yeah, it happens sometimes. Don't squeeze it or anything.
Armored Zero, don't start.
You want to maybe cover it, let it recover. And it took about
what is going on?
And finally, it just naturally went away.
Yeah. Okay. So you freaked out over nothing. Fantastic.
Moving on. Man. You got to be careful. The Singaporean
That is so fucking distracting. Wow. How can you function when your keyboard being that seizure-inducing?
What
yeah, mine just slowly shifts its color scheme on a rainbow pattern. And it's not that bad for me because I can see the little letters that way, and it's not blasting me in the face.
All right, so guys, tonight, some nice chill fun on the
Spider
indies
gout is real.
We're going to finish up a game about
I was bitten by radioactive gout.
We played it, if you remember. It was very chill, relaxing, good stuff. And
I've got 2 spiders.
Tonight.
I've got a spider in my basement. I've got a spider in my garage, and I leave them there because they pay their rent in dead bodies. No flies in this house.
If you want me to play more Balatro, we can do that. We also have Missing Hiker, Poppy Playtime.
Missing Hiker?
So we got a few options, like 3 or 4 options of stuff to do tonight if you guys want.
It just magically went away. I think he parried it.
That too. It's all up to you.
Dude, Vega, that video you had of DSP struggling with the part separator,
and we'll go from there.
It's such a legendary video. How did he mess that up?
Stream, it would be great if you could support it in some way. We're currently at 42 goals hit out of 50. We talked about this morning. The goal for 50 is a marathon, a special gaming marathon.
Got that all out of the way.
It is going to be the Five Nights at Freddy's Torture Fest.
Oh, God. Sounds
during
terrible.
This marathon, I'm going to be playing a series of Five Nights at Freddy's games. And exposing myself to all of them in a row, back to back. Not saying that I necessarily have to beat them all.
I should,
but I
Casper.
basically have to get an education in them. I'm also going to be drinking because if you don't know, I don't like Five Nights at Freddy's. I've played 2 of them and I hated both of them.
So why are we doing this?
My opinion is going to change much. But
so why are we doing this? Pay me to be miserable.
So
DSP, that's negative.
My wife's also going to make some food. I'm actually waiting to hear from her on what her work schedule is next week because then we can kind of like hone in on the dates she'll be home to figure out.
See,
what
that's
would
what
be
I'm
the
talking
best
about, man.
days to
He's
do it.
so obsessed
But
with
we
his
gotta hit
scheduling
50
shit,
goals,
dude.
right now we're at 42.
You
We
guys
hit
got to
another
give me
goal
money.
tonight,
Come
we'll be at
on.
43, and
Come
then we get
on.
closer and closer. I figure the earliest we can do this is Sunday. Like if let's say we hit a goal
Holy
tonight,
shit.
2 tomorrow, 2 Friday, right? Then we'd be so close that maybe we could even do it on Sunday. Because remember, Saturday's my day off. If we get extra goals, we might do it, we might get it going. But we'll see how it
That's
goes
so
tonight.
sad. This
Please support
guy's
the stream
entire
tonight.
life is about
If
his
you
damn
can,
goals.
appreciate everyone
That's
who
it. That's
does.
all the stream is about. Is different
I
ways you
thank
can
in
give me
advance for
money so
anything.
that you can
Any
give me
contributions
money.
appreciated. Super chats, memberships,
Terrible
subs,
content, bro.
tips.
All right, let's see
all
some
great.
DSP art.
All right, let's get our first contribution in.
Oh my
right
god, these are
now.
horrifying.
Let's get it started. All right. No, I don't have 2 days off this week. In fact, I will have 2 days off again at some point during the month. I just don't know when.
Dude,
I
why
also
aren't you
announced on the
scheduling it, you
podcast earlier
dumbass?
today that probably
Alright, so we
around
got
the
some
second half
Phil
of the month, I'm gonna
faces.
have to take
I like
off
this
at least
drooling
one,
one.
if
That's
not
the
more
anger
nights
one.
to
That's
get
when he
my
sees a
taxes done for
lesbian.
the year. It's annoying, but it's a necessary thing. I
And
have
this
to
is
do every
DSP when
year.
he's getting
It's the same thing,
criticism,
so at
and
this
it's
point,
just stand by
it is what it
DSP.
is. We'll get it done.
I like the gels on that one. Let's see what the next one is. Got
If
some
you
more
guys missed
headshots of the guy.
the pizza DSP tries it, you missed a good one. 3 kinds of pizza.
DSP Max Boredom Mode. DSP sees a black person.
And
DSP sees a
the
chargeback.
jalapeno cheesy bites.
And
It was really good
DSP
food.
sees.
I ate a ton of it, and the video was live over on DSP.
No, wait, DSP
Reacts,
died here.
featuring
This is
the
DSP
alternate
dead.
camera angle, so you could actually see the food up close too. So you're gonna want to check out that video. It's
What am I going to
probably the
have
most
for
technically
going green
awesome
Friday? I kind
episode
of want to
of
get
DSP
5
Tries It
guys.
I've ever done.
Having so much fun. Yeah, this dude's a bundle of joy.
King Michael, how
Look at
are
this
you
dude.
tonight?
I would
Good
watch this guy. There he is.
We're gonna try and
You
finish
do
the game
great
in
with
this round,
capturing
right? I
his
think we'll
dead
finish it.
eyes, though.
It seems like we've gotten almost all the upgrades, so
Let's
I
see
feel
what
like we're near
this
the
one
end.
is. This is Golem
Am
side,
I gonna give
Phil.
out 5 free subs
needs
tonight
his
on the YouTube
precious
side?
tips.
No. I think I maybe
And is
tomorrow,
this
maybe
his
later in the month
moob
when other
going
videos come
around
out,
his
but
back
that's
and
not
down
happening.
his other shoulder?
Do I know what I'm
He
gonna
has
eat
a
during the Five Nights at
prehensile
Freddy's stream?
moob.
Don't know. My wife's gonna make
Oh,
food,
that's
but we don't know yet.
fantastic. That's some escalation to the
Obviously, we
moob
have to figure
tech.
it out by the weekend because I'm gonna be
You
buying
just
cheese
have his
bits for
moob
it
reach out
on
and
my
grab
shopping
things
trip
like a
on Saturday,
tentacle.
so I gotta figure it out soon.
Oh, man. Phil, I'm being mean to you on purpose.
I'm glad you enjoyed the DSP tries it.
Oh, I'm sure it was a
All right,
blast, DSP.
let's get our first contribution.
And then
in.
we got Pig
As
Roach
small or as
Man.
big as it can be. Let's get one
Lethal,
in, and then we'll begin with the
Lethal
game. Let's
Company
get
mod.
one
That would be
thing
cool
going
to have
get
this as a
momentum
monster.
started.
And it
Who's
just
gonna
kind
be
of
the
runs
very
at you in
first
T-poses and
person to hit
bags.
the leaderboard tonight?
That's pretty good.
You know what they say. When
That's
it comes
funny
to
as hell, man.
contributions,
Good stuff.
strike first and strike hard.
Yeah, give me money.
There you go.
What,
No
what are you
mercy.
punching your hand
No
for, Phil?
limits.
We
No
gonna
mercy,
fight?
no limits. That's right.
You over the
Who's gonna
shoulder
strike
boulder
first?
thrower.
Like Johnny Lawrence, who's going to strike hard? Like Cobra Kai.
5 guys for 53 sounds good. Should I start doing that? Have goals on screen so you guys give me money to order food? That's even saying it as a joke sounds gross. It sounds so gross.
Which
to
Mario
try and
pins am I missing?
paywall
None.
fun
This is the
like
whole
that.
set. This is the entire set of Mario pins. There's none missing there.
I
They all
feel
came
sick
intact.
just saying it, and this guy has no problem with it. This guy has no gag reflex on revolting behavior. It's bizarre, man. Porkakai.
Joe Taco, no, you were not banned mistakenly yesterday for asking how many restaurants are theme-based these days. This is some kind of a dumb question that pops into my chat from time to time that obviously is like some meme or copy-pasted some stolen thing.
What?
So I just banned it on site now because I have no time for nonsense. So if you ask it again, I'm just going to ban you again because I'm not have time for nonsense here. We got a Nigerian super chat. Let's
That's
take a look
so
here.
That's so stupid. It's so cruel. What, this guy is using a copy pasta and so he got banned?
NGN
I thought that
to USD.
that's not a rules violation, DSP. Just write out your rules,
So your
man.
400
Take a night and write out
Nigerian
all
super chat is
5,000
only
rules you
27
have.
cents.
No copy
So I
pastas
don't even
allowed.
count
Why
it. It doesn't
not?
even register on the
Why
Richter scale
not?
for me. So that's just a waste of time. But I did receive a tip, and that tip is $2. And that $2
Oh, that
tip
sounds cool, Casper.
says
It does sound like him.
there is an interesting narrative-based game. It's called The Beginner's Guide. You get trapped in a developer's
Nonsense
unfinished
questions,
game trying
like,
to figure
where
out
do
his
you
story and
eat?
why he didn't finish it. That sounds interesting. That sounds
And
like
DSP feels
premise.
completely vindicated by being so needless about that. It's a
Beginner's
WPIG question,
Guide, eh?
but DSP doesn't keep track of detractors. It shouldn't have been a problem. It should have
Sounds
been
like
something he was
possibly
willing to
something we could
answer.
check out at some point. Thank you very much.
What are
for
you
the
going to
$2
get?
tip.
Some sort of gotcha question? DSP is going to
And I
accidentally say the
received
N-word
a
while answering that
$10 tip. See,
question?
these are definitely registering on my Richter scale. A $10 tip for Mars Inhabitant. As one generation Mars Inhabitant, this is all I have.
I feel like
Speaking
DSP
of
should go to
Cobra
that
Kai,
theme
I'm not your
restaurant
sensei or
where
father
he's up in
figure
the
or mentor, but
stands
thank
and
you
they're
for
doing
understanding.
night stuff.
Correct.
You know, jousting, stuff like that. What's that place called?
nice,
I always
thank
wanted
you.
to go there just so I could have a giant turkey
That
leg
is
and
correct,
act like a
Mars Inhabitant,
king
'cause in reality, you have
before I get
nothing to
taken
teach
out by
me.
my my peasants.
That's
I feel
correct.
like I
I've
would
never
get
learned anything
deposed
from you.
really quick if I was a king.
But
Why
thank
are
for
you
the tip.
killing me? Didn't I make everything
All
hype?
right.
Sir, it's too
So we're
hype.
$12 of support so far tonight.
We're
with those
drowning in
two
hype.
tips. That's great. Now, can we get our first super chat of the night?
Whenever I have to
Our
bring
first
these
gifted sub
turnips
of
to
the night,
market, you
and our
make me
first
go on the
membership of
half
the night.
pipe to do it.
Let's
It's
let's
too
get it
hype.
all in, so spread around, and
I
then
feel
we'll
like
begin.
I've done
There
nothing
we go.
wrong. Medieval times? Yeah.
No,
You
Nigerian
have money, you
contributions are
scam people,
welcome.
you
They
gonna
just have
spend
to
it
be
on
like a buck
burgers?
or more. I don't shout out anything.
Will
under a
you
buck
count this Philippine
at all.
pedo
It's
in
a
your
waste of time.
goal-in? I heard you only accept dollars.
Amick, I'm going to assume that isn't
Wait,
exactly
JT,
what I
is
think it means.
1237?
I'm going to assume I'm
1227.
quite
What are you talking about?
incorrect in that. Do you believe in the power of
Oh,
a
that's
curse?
right. You guys want me
I
to do
believe
the
in the power of
close?
breaking
Oh,
curses
I
like in
forgot all
JoJo.
about this. People want me to do
Gout
it. You
evil
ready?
times. Oh, there you go.
So, all right, how about this? Let's get one contribution.
That's
from each
awesome,
type.
Dapper
Let's
Dragon.
get one super chat, one
There you go.
membership, and
That's
one
my
sub right
goal.
now.
Live stream at the medieval
Right now.
times. Phil, shut the hell up. Look at this smug little prick. Give me $300. The extra angle of smug. That's definitely worth $300, right? Hell yeah. Love that shit. Yeah, I figured that's what it meant, Amick. Wait, why isn't it playing?
Right now. Let's get one.
You have money, you scam people, you gonna
Oh,
spend it
probably
on
because
burgers?
of... Okay.
Is it working?
Will you accept this Philippine peso in your gold
Is
in?
it
I
working?
heard you only
It
accept
worked
dollars.
yesterday.
I will
Or was
convert
day-
it
it
to
didn't work
dollars in
yesterday.
front of
What day
you
was it?
to
It
be
worked, though.
cruel and disgusting. But then I'll count it. I personally find that to be extremely
Nigerian
disrespectful when
currency
he
is
does
called
that.
Nairas. I don't
When he
care.
does the
They-
currency
they're not
conversion,
worth
because
much.
you know it's
So.
it's
Oh, now we got a
unethical to do that.
Nigerian
DSP.
gifted membership. Are you
You're
kidding
basically
me?
counting
What
their
is
money
that
in front
worth?
of
Like
them. That's
2 cents?
mean.
Are you kidding me? A Nigerian membership? Come on.
Oh yeah, we got something against
A
Nigeria
Nigerian
now.
membership.
Yeah, DSP's done with Argentina. There's a new menace
Wow.
on the horizon.
That doesn't count. It doesn't count. It
No, it
doesn't. I'm
count.
sorry.
Sorry. You got to give me actual money. See what I mean?
I've
That's
ever done gold in real
disrespectful,
life?
man.
Yes, I have. I've done
That's
guardian stuff in
disrespectful
real
as
life.
hell. Just telling you, yeah, your money doesn't count. That's rude.
Oh, I know about that. Slayer says there's anime based on interesting video game premises that involve getting transported to a game world. Yeah, what are they? Hack
Hack sign.
slash or something.
Hack sign.
Is the whole series?
Yeah,
about that?
no,
There's like
that'd be
14
good, yeah.
animes about it or something crazy like that.
Yeah, it was something crazy.
Dante's Inferno with a 2-month membership. Does this count?
One of
No.
the last Italian
it does
acted
not
like this
count
ended up hanging
because
upside
that
down
is just
outside a store.
pop-up message
Yeah,
to
robust
signify that you
punishment.
previously re-upped your membership. That is not a legit new membership for now, so that does not count.
He's just razzing. You wouldn't like it if someone did that to him. Imagine he paid someone, well, already impossible. Imagine he paid someone and that person said, oh, yeah, okay, American money. All right, so this is like how much in our Martian dollars?
No, I think that having a
Like,
Nigerian
he would
guy
find
around
that
is
rude.
funny.
Anyone should.
There's a one gifted membership. It's worth like a penny, right? He did 400 Nigerian rubles or whatever it was, and it was worth 27 cents.
Nigerian rubles? Well, okay. You just gave it your best guess, I suppose.
Hello, Voltage with a $2 super chat. So a legit super chat. If you're really a prince, I'll marry you. There you go.
Wow, we've had
I don't
no
know what that
content
means.
whatsoever
But
so
thank
far.
you, Hello Voltage. That's our first legit super chat of the night.
Exactly, J&J. I feel like Nigeria's had it too good for too long. It's about time DSP went. What's with
That's
these
up to 14
DSP
bucks a
fans
support.
coming
Now
out of
let's
the
get a real
woodwork on
member and let's
Twitter?
get our first sub.
Every
Who's
one
gonna
of
be
these
our
dudes is a
first
super
gifted
loser.
sub over on Kick, or who's going to be our first legit sub over on Kick? Maybe
Oh,
someone
there
wants
you
to
go.
join. We
There
have
you go.
77
Who's going to give me money? Come on.
legit, ongoing, recurring.
Someone
paid
show up and give me
subs
money
over
or
on
I'm going to
Kick.
get
And we
pissy.
have hundreds upon hundreds of gifted subs.
All
So-
right. He hasn't had content for 16 years, pretty much. No, he doesn't, Liquid Carl. He doesn't get it. It's bouncing right off his head.
The Yakuza Pirate song was hard. What song? The one about uppercuts?
Yeah, that one. That sounds pretty hype. Most
I've never
songs
seen Coming to
involving
America.
physical
I've seen Coming
violence
to
tend to be pretty
America.
cool.
It was ages ago, though. I haven't seen it like in the last probably 15, 20 years.
Well, I hope they keep coming. Twitter. Those guys are
Stevenson 12 did a
dorks.
$2 super chat.
Or
Says,
not even
yes,
dorks. Dorks
Beginner's
is too
Guide
pleasant
great.
of a
It's
term.
actually
They're
the Stanley Parable developer.
freaks
that's
of
interesting.
nature. Dude's talking about ending his life on behalf of Phil. Dude, what's the point of doing that anyway? He's not going to recognize your sacrifice. He's just going to say you're a troll and he doesn't know what you're talking about. Your death will be truly meaningless because the guy who could give it meaning will refuse to. What's worse than a martyr not recognized? And also, how's that going to stop
Aaron,
us
here's the
exactly?
problem.
Am I
Says,
going to see that
so
happen and say,
memberships
oh
never
man,
count at all
I
because you
can't make
don't know
fun
when
of
they
Phil.
happen?
Some dumb
No,
guy
it's
ended
nothing to
his
do with
life
that.
over him.
The problem is when you do a
All right,
pop-up like that on
that
YouTube,
won't work.
you might have already gotten credit. So I'll give
And,
you an
and
example.
it cheapens the whole
okay?
discussion of
Right
suicide
now,
when people discuss it like that, man.
someone could gift a membership to Dante
Blame.
Inferno.
We'll just
okay?
talk about money still.
Dante Inferno's
Wake me
not
up when
here.
he starts doing something, man.
All right. But I count it because it showed that Dante Inferno got the gifted membership tonight. So I count it towards the goal. 3 days later, Dante Inferno could come to my YouTube stream and say, oh, it says right here, click to celebrate this new membership that I got. And they could click the notification and it'll pop up and say Dante Inferno became a member. And then I could count it again. Do you see?
And
on
DSP's
YouTube,
fans
you
are
get two
universally
chances
weird.
when you
But that's
first
his
get
fault.
it,
He got
or
rid of
when you
anyone who
first
could be
renew,
halfway decent.
and then a second chance to celebrate on a stream. So if I always count it, I am guaranteed to be doing double countings, which don't make sense. So that's why.
It's getting harder and harder sometimes to keep track of the clone count because
Gabriel
there's
says, but then legit
oftentimes where I
subs
don't pay
get
attention
fucked.
to this
Not
dude
really,
at all.
because number one, you got to understand, any gifted sub, I count the moment it gets gifted, okay? And anyone who became a member during a stream, I stream at the exact same times. So your renewal is always going to go through when I'm on a stream.
That's a scam, Phil. That's a
It's
scam.
A
You should
over
count
on
it.
On Kick, it's
It
an
doesn't make any
automatic
sort of sense.
resub
You're a
message that
butthole.
pops up whether the stream is there or not, and I can always count it. It's a little different. I think Kick does it a little better.
You're a stupid dickhead, Phil.
So Bloom Kit, 16 months as a member, once again, does
Yeah,
not
maybe
count.
local,
That is
bro.
just a message to celebrate the re-upping of your membership.
I
It's
agree,
not the
Piggy.
actual re-upping
He
of the
needs this
membership. You see what I mean?
validation. Well, it's also kind of a trap when he says that, because then if someone says, no, that doesn't make sense, boom,
Okay.
banned, gone.
That's true as well. Don't Be Koala says, remember, there's different tiers of members on YouTube as well, and that's
That's your
also
tier
true.
of members right here.
If I just see the pop-up message, I don't even know. I need to see when the person is actually becoming a supporter.
Why?
And then I can see the tier and count it appropriately.
Why?
It's very complex. And
No, it's very
involved on
complex
YouTube.
because you
I
made it
wish
that
was
way,
easy to
DSP.
figure out. It's not.
It is easy. You just make it complicated.
Okay.
You overcomplicate things for two reasons.
All right, I think
One,
it's
so you don't
time.
have to do it. And two, that if you do
I
it,
think
you have
it's
to
time to
talk about
start
how
digging a
much
hole.
work you did.
Let's get going with some gameplay here tonight.
I'm so
So
exhausted.
now-
I was counting tips.
Oops, that was the wrong button.
It's gracious. Yes, you do. Yeah, let's count it.
I
Dapper
got to get
Dragon.
the cover back on the chair. I forgot. Let me do that quick.
I heard someone say that that was cat's panties, and that was very funny to me. So keeping your membership means nothing. Yeah, you should just stop having memberships. On one hand, I get the reason it doesn't count because he wants to up the money he's getting. He assumes he just gets the money from subs he has. Same time, you would reward the re-ups. Even when DSP could theoretically have a point behind what he says, he always articulates things in a way that makes him a dickhead. You can't just say, oh, it might be a little hard to count everything, and it's rather bothersome to track all this, and I'm just not going to do it, okay? Can't do that. Have to be an asshole.
Voila!
Beautiful, Phil. I thought you said green screen
So I
technology
think I
was
could be bottom right
antiquated.
corner for this game, right? I think so.
More shit
could
to
be
delay
wrong, though.
gameplay. Got to put on the
We'll see
chair
when I
cover to
start
take it off
playing.
right away. Well, yeah, you know, you should have something for your head there, Phil. You've taken some sort of injury.
But I think this is correct.
DSP got hit by
and I gotta turn
cream
the
from
lights
JoJo.
off.
There's a section of his head is missing now. Looking fantastic, Phil. Yeah, it's gross, Trunks. It's disrespectful. If someone did that to him, he would hate it.
did turn off. Okay.
I mean, Phil is always a dickhead and a scammer. It's true. He never lets you forget that. Every stream, he will
No.
remind you that he's a piece of garbage.
Turn off the frame. All right, and now we're gonna chill.
All right, let's chill, dude.
I received another tip.
Oh, wow.
I received a
Holy
whopping,
crap,
generous, huge $50 tip. Love your stream. Any interest in 9 Souls? Thanks again. So that's been
What?
brought up. That game has definitely been brought up. The name is very familiar. 9 Souls.
9 Souls? Is it
if
9
it's an indie
Souls?
game, I would be interested
I
in
don't know
it.
what
And
that
maybe
is.
if we finish tonight, we'll look that up and
That's
see
his
what it is.
forehead cannon opening up. So he's like the double Zeta Gundam.
Thank you. Incredibly
He's got a high
generous
mega
$50
cannon in
tip.
his
Let's get that
forehead.
on the leaderboard here.
You guys didn't anticipate that I would be so well armed.
And it's anonymous.
DSP versus the hand. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. That propels us to $66 in contributions tonight. Oh, let me turn on the auto adjust.
9 Souls.
I
Okay.
said, let me turn on the auto adjust.
All right.
Worked that
Good.
time.
All right. It
Okay.
worked.
So
Very
that way
cool.
the camera will follow me. Very nice. Okay.
It's pretty high, but is it cool? Okay. Let's go, Phil. Gameplay. Man. You definitely can't start the game right now while doing this, right? This game, let me check it out.
Here we go.
Let's verify this so-called
Let's,
video game. Are you wanting to
set
leave
up.
YouTube? That's the plan.
Make sure the volume. Oh, that's right. I have to turn
9
off.
Souls. Oh, yes. This is on my wish list. Okay.
My speakers also. I'm going to hear an echo.
Yeah, it does
Turn
look
that
cool.
off.
But that doesn't really mean anything. I've got over 300 games on my wish list. Every time I see one that looks halfway interesting, yep, it's going on there. And also ones that look halfway stupid. Yep, that's going on there. Yeah, honestly, been pretty bad recently when it comes to begging and how he's treating his audience. If you still give him money after all this, I don't know if there's help that exists for you. He's definitely
everyone, ready
cultivated
to
his best
continue?
audience.
Ready to start? Here we go.
These guys are the best audience he could get. They don't care about anything. They don't
Alrighty,
value
my
themselves, and they
friends.
give
Guess
him
what?
money.
We're back with more indie games. That's right. And
All
tonight,
right.
we're continuing on with a game about digging a hole.
Oh, sounds
A game that I
stimulating.
just on a whim tried the other day because people suggested it.
Mhm.
And we played it for a good couple of hours, got really far in the game
All right.
to the point where we're almost done. We actually have the highest level drill. We have the
Oh,
highest
is it
level
Captain
battery.
Steam Cloud?
We do still need to upgrade our
That does
jetpack,
sound
I
fun.
believe,
I do enjoy DSP Roggen.
and our inventory to max. But we're almost done with the entirety of the
I'm
game.
unsure if
We
I'm
do have to
thinking about
dig
it still. I'm
pretty
unsure if
far
Armor
down
Serial
now.
did that
So
reference
let's do
to
that. We have
what I
a ton
got.
of items, by the way. We have
What I got
4
cranky
lights,
about that one
6
time.
dynamite. 'cause we
What
found
is
a whole
going
bunch of stuff
on? What
down
is
here.
going on? My
I had a really
coworker
good
was
time
saying
with
it a
this
bunch
last time.
today. I
Hope you
almost
guys
got
liked
annoyed
it.
at him. What is going on? Like, what is going on? I don't know, man. What is going on? What's going on, man? How you doing? How you hanging? How's the gout?
Ugh, I hate taking that damage there. Annoying.
What is going on?
Down,
Dude, nothing's going
down.
on. It's all in your head. This is a dream.
Down.
You need to wake up.
Down.
You've been in a
down,
coma for 13 years.
Down.
What is going on?
Further down.
Yeah, let's just keep going down. That sounds like a good plan,
Ow.
DSP. Nice fall damage, idiot. Alright, we got this. This is good. Wait, why are we digging a hole? What exactly is our plan here?
Okay, this is as far down as we got, and we were going further down.
Alright,
here.
let's
Wow,
do
we're
it, man.
going
This
even
game's
further down
kick
here.
ass.
Okay. So we got really far down,
Hot damn.
and this is where we ended. Okay. So we're gonna start our dig
I'm gonna
here.
razz Phil
It
tonight. You
doesn't
gonna
tell
get
us where to
banned?
go.
I hope so. Not that I'm saying I hope you get banned because I don't like you, but I just hope that you get your own dedicated lean
Platinum.
over.
Oh,
Alright, I
okay,
got
look
an
at
idiot
this.
here. Alright, we got diamond.
Diamond.
Is this really Phil drill? Yeah.
I think we should put another light here because I can't really see.
The hole he dug triggers me. It's too narrow. He's having massive issues navigating it. Yeah, he doesn't
Is that because the diamond's
excavate
in
like you're
the
supposed to.
stone?
It's
Well, I
supposed to
can't
be
get
in
that.
geometric patterns, kind of. He didn't select
Yeah,
this
not a
game on a whim.
Minecraft
He said
mod
he saw
at
other
all.
streamers
Although
play.
I
Okay,
think the game
that's a good one.
was
Let's do it.
inspired by Minecraft, right? It certainly seems that way.
Yeah, digging wasn't invented until Minecraft, DSP.
We gotta remember to have enough battery to get out of here because man, we're getting
This game
so
is
far
shit. It
down,
doesn't
we wanna make sure we
particularly
don't get
look that
trapped.
fun to me. God, I'm throwing dynamite trying to blow up the rocks just painfully. He did that? That's funny. Do you have lava that comes out occasionally? Is that lava?
Damn it.
What is that? Is that gold? It looks dangerous.
A lot of people say it reminds them of Minecraft. I'm not surprised.
Okay, Phil, moving on. Took me 110 to finish. This cuck's been
Should we try to
playing
blow
this for
this
5
up?
hours. And DSP likes to take his time with things, huh?
Alright, ready?
Alright, let's blow it up, DSP. Very nice. Perfect throw. And nice, you followed it. Good. Did we do it? Did we win?
Is it a cave? Oh my god, where is this gonna go?
Probably down. Do we have a light source?
Blew it
Can we
up,
throw
I
some
can't see.
flares or something? Do we have to wire some lights?
I can't see anything.
Oh, I can't. Turn on your night vision. Oh, there you go. Okay, we got some light. What's this? Limestone? What is this?
Good god. We got so much diamond, we're gonna make an insane amount of money.
This seems, I don't know. And this game does look relaxing. And DSP often has a horrible way of making games look good.
Look how many diamonds
Or
we have.
horrible way of making games look bad anyway. Because as he's playing this right now, I don't
Dude,
feel any sort of
insane
attachment
diamonds.
to it. Not Monster
It's
Hunter.
all
No,
diamonds.
Monster
Look.
Hunter wasn't appealing
We're
to
gonna make
people.
so much money. I know we gotta watch my health here.
It was
I think a lot of
painful the
damage
first time you
falling
played
off
it?
the rocks.
Okay. I'm sure he did a lot of... What was that? What was that? What was that? I don't know, Phil. I'm
Oh, what's
as confused
this?
as you. I look to you for guidance,
found?
Phil. If you don't know, I
It's a
don't know.
doorway.
I'm going to panic and chat. Hey, what's here?
Guys,
Is
we
this some
found
sort
a
of Elder
doorway
God?
down.
Let's see. All right.
What the
Nice.
hell?
Got some fall damage. About to die. Very good. Did he find the Brood Witch? The Brood Witch? DSP doesn't eat the tomatoes.
What the fuck?
What
there's a
is
creature
going
down
on?
here? We have no way to defend ourselves.
You've got a
There's
drill.
like a hidden dinosaur down here. I think we should go up and
dinosaur?
heal and come back. I don't.
Yeah, we almost made too much
I don't think I wanna
progress.
mess
We got to
with
get
this.
out of here.
I don't think I want to mess with this.
Dude
We'll
is
come
beating
back.
his
I gotta
meat
get my
to
health back.
imaginary doubloons. That's horrible. He's at the end now? Oh, so we're going to just chill for the rest of the stream. Damn it. By the way, that's going to probably be my next gameplay stream. I can't use my capture card right now because it's buggy and being stupid, and I'll need to sit down and work on it. I found a bunch of PC games, and most of them are free, so I thought, oh, this would be fun. Let's play some jank. And so I'm going to do kind of a... I'm going to try and do a jank marathon.
Alrighty
next
then,
time
let's
if I
see.
can.
Let's see what's gonna be down there. All right, so $3,300. I think
I
I'll
need to
do the
find
final
someone to
upgrades.
play a
Thank you very
game
much.
with, though. It's especially when I'm stoned. I want to play this World War II strategy game, but I want to play it with
can do one
someone
more.
because I can
Inventory
ask them,
jetpack.
can you please just
Crap, I
not
mean-
rush my base, and we can goof around
Does
in
it
the
really
middle.
matter? I don't think so. The
'Cause that's
jetpack's
what
already
stops me from
amazing,
playing strategy
right?
games while I'm high, even though I always want to play strategy games while I'm high, is that the computer's not going to understand. The computer's just going to rush
So
my
let's
ass
see.
down.
Buy some lamps.
They don't understand that what I'm trying to do here is play with
I
my
got
little
6
tank
lamps.
dudes. I'm just moving my
Get
guys
5 dynamite.
around, move my dude
gonna
up here,
get-
got my sniper over here.
I'm gonna get the inventory up.
Computer has no respect for that shit.
And that's it. There's only one
Teabag me.
upgrade left to buy in the whole game. So, all right.
Yeah, Liquid Carl. As soon as it became halfway interesting, he had
All
a
right.
bolt.
This is
Have you
interesting.
tried
See what's
buying
down there in the
36
final
different
time,
capture
right?
cards? I
Pretty
should.
Good. Been a
Which
good game. What do you
WW2
guys think?
strategy
You
game?
enjoyed
Hearts
it?
of Iron? No, definitely not that one. I feel like that one would be rather
It's the
painful.
final countdown. Let's see what's down there. What is this creature?
Let me see if I can find it. I have way too many strategy games that I've
What
not
lies
even really
beneath?
played.
You think all of us have this
this
in our
is it.
yards? Like if I went to my backyard right now and started digging, I would find the creature under there. Within an
Yeah, this is
underground
it.
cave?
Steel Division 2. That's the one I want to play. You think DSP will try and play Pokemon Legends Z8? Yeah, he will. I think so. Hearts of Iron 2 is fun, though, man. Or Hearts of Iron 4, I mean. I've never
Yeah.
played the second one. Probably is cool. But yeah, I heard
What's funny
that
is
the
it
new
took so long
DLC
to get
is
initially
people are
down
getting
here, but
mad
once I got
pissed
the
about
power
that.
Drill, then all of a sudden I just started turboing down at such rapid pace.
Oh, nice. Speaking of turboing down, kind of like Russia and Germany at the start of World War II. Kind of. Just goofing around.
Wait, ready? Can't use your dynamite here.
Oh, no.
What?
You're going to have to use your laser. Company Heroes would be fun to play as well. And you can still kick my ass
don't
at the
think
end of the
works
game,
down
but
here.
let me
I
play
can't
with my
use any
tanks for a little bit.
devices.
I was
Well,
talking
the
to my
other
wife
key, we don't
about
know what
this,
the
and I
other
was
key
telling
is,
her
but
when
the
I
other
win
key
the
down
lottery,
here
I'm
is
gonna
a
have
good
a
indicator
stoner
about where the other key
laboratory.
is.
It's gonna be where I do all my streaming stuff. I'm gonna have some really dumb crap in there just to play with while I'm in this state. Oh my
Holy
god, what is
shit.
that?
What is that?
It's some sort of mole bear. Dude, DSP, you're gonna have to throw dynamite at it. When I get stoned, I just want to have fun on a game. I'll download a trainer and just have God mode. That's cool too. It is very fun to play games with cheat codes. Come on now. I'm gonna die if I'm not using invincibility. Oh god. Oh god. You died. Wow, that was fast. Instant death. Instant death. Instant death.
A mole.
And do streams inside the tank?
Well, that's an
That would be
interesting
pretty
looking
hype.
mole. I never seen
It's an
one like
actual
that before.
big roach. It is. It's a big roach. But yeah, I want to have a table that I can have my little tanks and miniatures
for me,
on,
I
and I
had
can
no
go over
ores.
and move
The
my
thing is,
dudes
you can't use
around and
any
make
items
shooting
in there
noises.
at all. You can't use the dynamite or nothing. Maybe you do need to get the second key, and maybe this can defeat the mole.
Yeah, it's probably some sort of grenade
I don't know.
launcher.
The game hasn't explained that, but I haven't found
Back in my day,
anything
my
to
buddies
indicate
and I
where
would play
the other key
Warcraft
is. Like,
2.
there's
We
been
would just build up
absolutely
our
nothing in the
armies as
game
much as we could and have a
that's
massive battle
indicating where
royale.
the key is.
Exactly, that's what I like.
the other keys I found.
I understand
You know,
the
the meter
importance
popped
of the
out,
strategy
and I
games.
just
I get
followed
that.
the
But I
meter.
kind of wish there
So
was
I
more
actually don't know where to
settings
go
to
to get
do
this key. Maybe
goofy
we just
things. Like, for
investigate
example,
down there.
no
Tag,
combat
how
can
you
be
doing?
engaged
5
in a
months.
certain
Says, hey, number
area
5. What's up, Tag?
until a certain point of time.
Thanks for 5 months of support on YouTube, my
You know?
friend.
After 30
All right,
minutes, you
well-
guys all rush the middle. I think that'd be fun.
I'm not honestly sure what to do.
I don't know,
We have a
DSP.
ton of
I think you
dynamite,
should give up. Clearly, this
right?
game
We
wasn't
have
meant to be
lights.
beaten. This game was
But I
meant
don't
to
really
sell
know
the
where
guy.
to dig to look for the key. Is there a certain depth where the key is?
Why don't you just, I don't know, just run past a mole guy? I don't know how to play this game.
We've gone through all the doors that we found.
Yeah, me too, Fear Monarch. And I'm gonna get a big ass Napoleon hat that's comically large and wear it while I'm moving my dudes around. In fact, can you know those foam cowboy hats? Can I get a foam Napoleon hat? And I want it to be bright orange.
Tag with the $5 super chat says double 5. Thank you, Tag.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I appreciate that.
Now we're talking. Oh shit, oh shit. Man, we're taking a lot of damage, man.
Let's go sideways here, right? Let's see. Can we find anything in other directions? Before
Rush
we go
B
down
fast.
to
No,
the
that's
hole?
toxified. We should
Yeah,
play
where's
Supreme
this
Planner. We
key,
can turtle
right?
and then
He's
rush.
gotta be
Yeah,
there.
that'd be fun. Because I never mind losing that way. If we throw our dudes in there and just
Damn, this place
annihilate
is
me, I always think
full
that's
of
fun. Because at least I
diamonds.
got to bring my dudes out. But when I'm
You
hanging
drove
out
over
in my
and dropped the
base,
dynamite
building my
down?
stuff
I
up,
don't
and a
think
shit
so.
ton of enemies come across
See
the
these
hill and
walls?
take me
You
out, I
can't
think, oh,
break
come
through
on,
white
man.
stone.
Give me
They
a
made that
second.
clear, and I think
You're
that's
probably
where
still
he
going to
is.
win.
See? Yep. So the entire level above him is white stone you can't break.
Oh,
He probably did
okay.
it on purpose.
Yeah, they probably made it so you had to engage with the game. I think so. You literally run past or sneak past the mole guys? Yeah, well.
I do get the feeling you guys are onto something that
If
I
DSP
need to
didn't
get
succeed
within
the
that
first
box,
time,
the
it's
other key
impossible.
to get to that other box.
Dude, I
Probably isn't
loved
what they're
playing
expecting me
Ruse.
to do,
Ruse
though.
is so much fun to me. Because Ruse was simplified. Ruse was a simplified strategy game, and I appreciated
At this
that.
point,
Because
there's nothing else to look
not
at the diamond
everything
I'm
needs
getting.
to be
I'm gonna be able to get the
overtly
final upgrade.
complicated. I know I sound like
I'm gonna be
DSP
able to,
when I
like,
say
max
that,
out
but
on
it's
all
kind of okay
items,
to have
But I don't know where the key is.
more
right?
mundane
So
versions
Tag,
of
thank you
game
for that super
genres. Are
chat. Oh crap! I don't want to die.
you
Let's
sure?
Not die.
you sure? Hello there, fellow
That
trolls.
is the biggest
Will
super
you
chat of
be
the
joining
night, so
me in
let's get that up on the
Springs,
leaderboard.
Zedince, and Dave? Melted Butta-face Phil can't please his fat wife. I'm kind of on board with
That
that.
will get us up to $71 of support so far
Get totally
tonight.
accurate battle simulator? Is
Very
that an
nice.
actual
We're
game?
almost halfway to our goal, and we
Oh,
just
wow.
started. So thank you for that, guys. Let's see if we can hit our goal tonight.
Total
Keep our momentum going towards our
accurate-
marathon of
Oh, wait,
5
what
nights
is it?
at
Holy
Freddy's
shit.
Torture.
What is this
That will
game?
happen next week, as early as Sunday.
Oh, you got little shaman dudes and stuff, and you got knights and crap. You
I'm
got
gonna
cavemen
die
guys. All right, we'll throw it on
For
the
this
list. one.
flame, it's kicking my ass.
And it's gonna do all this mining, then lose it to the mole. I hope so.
got? Oh
I hope
my
we lose
God.
all this shit again.
Gabriel says one is towards the left, one is towards the right
What is
of the yard. Oh, see, I don't know. I don't remember.
And
what level
Ruse
I was
isn't
at when
on
I found the
Steam, and it
last
bums
key.
me
Can
out.
you
It
look
should
up
be.
the depth I need to be at? If that's the case,
Is
I
it on
will
GOG?
go to that depth and investigate. but I didn't know. I never even understood at the time that there was
Yeah,
a
it's not on
second
there.
key.
Bam. Or
That's why
it's
I
not on
didn't
Steam.
really
Let me
look
check
for
on GOG. I know they had a PC version, but it's hard to find nowadays. I saw it
I'll
on
go back and
eBay
get it
for
now
quite a
if we
bit of
need to.
money, and I wasn't
Beat
about
the
to.
game, but I need to know the
do
depth that you need to be at. Right now,
Where's
I'm
GOG?
negative 90, which is
Wait,
probably
wait,
too
wait, wait,
deep.
wait. Are we serious? Is it on here?
I'm gonna die.
Community wish list. Okay, shit. So it's not. They don't have it yet. A fun ass game. I'm gonna play Japan. Japan's probably my favorite country to play on that game because you can make a shit ton of dudes pretty cheap, and so you can kind of Zerg rush with them, and that's fun with them. No, it's not on there. All right, let me check this out. What's Vega sending me now? My lord. Yeah, that's DSP when he's being sexy. Come on, cat, come sit on my lap. Sit on daddy's lap. Whoa,
Holy crap, dude.
apparently you can't get
So
Rouge
obviously I
anymore.
need
They
to
got
find a
pulled from
upgrade,
digital storefronts due to
get all my
licensing laws. That's
charges.
bullshit,
I mean, I can
man.
buy insane
Goes
amounts
right
of
back to my
dynamite.
stupid ass stance that there should be none of that crap. It's not even a stupid ass stance. I believe in it. I do have
Now I have
I
nothing
do
to
have
spend
Rouge
money
for
on.
Xbox 360 though.
See? I have nothing to spend money on. So I don't know. I just need to find the depth, right?
Yeah.
First key is 20 meters, second key 43. Okay, I think
Jesus,
the one we got
nothing but
actually was
hand holding over here,
43.
man. DSP, you're
So we
moonwalking.
must have missed the first key then.
Okay.
All right, let's go look around the 20
Let's go.
meter mark.
We're having a lot of fun here with this game that I'm getting handheld on. Okay,
20
we're
meter.
here.
Here we
Where's
are.
the key? Where is this piece of shit? I hope there's nothing in the chest. Hope it's pointless. Got Ruse for PS3 winning, not knowing what to expect, was pleasantly surprised. Agreed. Agreed. It kind of got me into strategy games, because for the longest time I didn't like them because I got my ass kicked all the time. But Ruse was
This is
a
where we
little
had the
bit
first,
more accessible
container.
for me.
So if you say
And then
it's
after
over,
playing
actually
it, I
it's
got
right
more
now.
of
We
the
gotta go
taste
further
for
up.
playing strategy games. I've always been bad at them, and I think I will always be bad at them, because I don't really have a mind for strategy. My strategy is send in all my dudes and hope for the best. You know, I try and set up flanking positions, I try and set up
grind.
ambushes, and then my opponents, I guess, can sense it all the time because they walk right past it. Or, you know, they circumvent it.
I have so much battery now, I can fly and grind as much as I want.
That's awesome, Phil.
No limitations.
Good gameplay. The treasure is in the holes you dug along the way. I hope it tells them that. That'd be funny.
To be honest, I don't need the money, Sue. My inventory's full. I'll just keep going. It doesn't matter.
Trevin, he enjoys them because they're easy and they have nothing to really stop him from succeeding. And he doesn't get that most people don't want to see that.
Transparent on my stream, I'm being
You
told.
want to see your streamer fail. You do.
Of course. Why
You guys
not?
want to see me get my ass kicked in games? You know you do. Same thing with LCG, same thing with every streamer. Because you got two options when you're streaming. You can be cool or you can be funny. Sometimes you're both. But in order to be cool, you have to
Go
be
ahead, destroy
really
the
good at
others.
the
I don't
game.
need them.
And in order to be funny, you have to lose. DSP doesn't
need
really
them.
want to do either. So what exactly is the draw? Oh, well, it's chill. I don't know, man. I don't know if chill is necessarily the get that you think it is, Phil. Do I need to send you a copy of The Art of War? That'd be pretty cool. I found this cool Art of War graphic novel one time, and I really thought about buying it, but then I didn't.
So I'm looking all around.
It was
I'm still
cool.
in
It had the
addiction of
entire
anything
book,
as
but
of
for
yet.
each little passage, it
Everyone's
had
around the 20
something
meter mark and the 43
demonstrating
meter
it
mark.
in the graphic novel.
I'm
It was
pretty
sick.
sure we got the second key at the 43 meter mark.
Maybe you should just go check, man. The draw is you get to talk to Phil about what his favorite type of pasta. I prefer penne. I think, well, Seal maybe.
That's where we
That,
came from, right?
that might be the
Okay,
case with
okay.
LTG. I don't
Sure,
watch
I don't
Phil to
lose
see
my
him fail
bearings
because he's
here.
so damn good at it. Yeah. He doesn't
Ugh,
like
so
the main
far,
draw
nothing.
that he has.
See,
And then he
nothing
tries to
popped up to
capitalize
tell
on
me
it,
what
and he
direction to
capitalizes
go.
on it poorly.
So I just gotta dig in
His
every
Rageathon
direction
is a
till
perfect
it starts
example of
giving me,
this.
like, a meter
The
that
whole
says, hey,
premise
go
is that
here.
he's supposed to get pissed, but then he refuses to get pissed, or he just plays games badly.
Remember, the gray you can't ever pass.
I found a
am
less than
having a good
legitimate
night, thank you
website
for
where you can
asking,
download
but
Roost.
Chinese bear.
You understand, I might avoid that. man, I can't wait to donate to this. You said he was right at the ending. Of course he's going to drag this shit out. Basically annihilating the entire area. I want the art of gout appendix. We need more DSP graphic novels. I know, no, excuse me. I know Bob Hoskins works on those. Oh, goodness. Very good. Bill wasn't abused,
Yeah,
though.
I did get it. I did get the rock.
I think
line.
DSP kind of demonstrates
Battery low,
that
it really isn't.
sometimes maybe abuse could hurt or could help someone.
Try 17 to 20 just
I
in
don't know.
case.
Maybe that might be
Well,
toxic.
that's kind of what we're doing, right? Take a look.
Did he? DSP did that just to trigger us because he knows we will be restreaming that shit. Yeah. I think that DSP was instructed on how to defeat the trolls by Ashton. And that is be even more
What happened?
boring
I
and
came in- what
beg
just
constantly.
Huh? You acted like I fell?
Yeah, exactly.
actually did.
We're in Des Moines. It's terrible. It's terrible content.
Yeah, that was
Hey,
weird.
Lynn, so it's come to this, another
There's a
failed
thing
stream.
below
Hey,
me.
I'll have you know he's not a failure. You got $71. Now, you might say, well, you didn't reach your goal, but you got to understand, DSP has never failed. It's like Tadawaki Kuno over here. I've
Oh,
never lost a
okay.
fight. What about all those fights you lost the other day? Yeah, I wasn't really trying, though. It's kind of weird to compare DSP to fictional characters, because fictional characters often have something that redeem them, and DSP has nothing that redeems him. Even Tadawaki Kuno has some things that redeem him. He's a funny character. DSP has never been funny. Outside of weird anomalies.
It's actually at 11 meters. See?
Yeah, I can see that, Greedy.
12 meters.
Bully early and often, Sam Hyde.
All right, let's go up from
It's all
here.
about the
go
moderation
around
of
12
bullying.
meters.
I do think on some level bullying is important. Because people always take things too far.
I'm getting close to it, but we got to get out of here for some recharge.
Alright. Battery low. Guess we're just gonna live down here, huh?
Around 12 meters.
The snort of war. I would like to see the art of war written by Darkside Phil. How would he
Okay.
contextualize these things?
Ugh. It probably isn't super specific. Maybe it's around. Maybe it's like RNG in certain like general levels, but not.
Yep, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe you're in the wrong backyard.
Oof.
If you wrote DSP as a
Only
villain in a work of
13
fiction, it would be
meters.
criticized for being too much of a caricature. Well, first of all, yes. People would say that this guy is unreasonably evil. I think another thing is that you might be praised for
What?
being a genius, for creating a character that's so elaborately terrible. But yeah, they would say that it's unrealistic. They would say no such person could ever exist like Darkside Phil. Well, here's the weird thing. It's based on this guy named Darkside Phil. The guy who masturbated? Yep,
This way.
that's the guy. Because I've thought about it. I've thought about including DSP in my works, but it kind of doesn't work for my story because
Go.
DSP would need to be a reoccurring character, and I don't want him to
This
be.
way.
I don't want to have to keep running into this guy. So you're saying I have to make a single
no, it
short
goes away
story with him as a
immediately. Where's it
character.
going?
It's going to be kind of hard to do. Honestly, any advice guide would be hilarious, like that one book Shake wrote. Oh yeah, the first blame everyone else. What was it called? How to manage your finances and shake it up, or something like that. If it would be Murphy's fault, yeah. Well said. Yeah, Kuno is somehow the least insane member of his family. It's wild. Now that lady, his sister, she was a ninja girl that I was not
annoying.
down for. That's a little too crazy. Sorry, that's concerning. I'm not
He's
gonna.
pulling it out, but only for like a
I'm not
fraction
gonna
of
wake
a
up
second.
with a knife in my face.
So I can't tell what direction it is.
What kind of short story? I usually write science fiction.
Where?
It's kind of all over the place with my stuff. My wife read some of it, and she said that she has a hard time reading it because it gets extremely technical at times.
Where?
Like, I'll discuss the mechanisms of which they use faster than light travel. But then other times, I kind of get frustrated and say, this shit doesn't matter, moving on.
This way.
Yeah, I know it's weird to talk about it and then immediately say nobody look it up. But the main reason why is I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want people reading it and saying, "Wow, remember in chapter 6 you said this stupid thing?" Like, do you think I don't already
Just
know
a
that?
money bag? It was just a money bag.
Just a money bag.
Oh, man.
Just a money bag. Money, that sucks.
It was
I
only,
hate that shit. Up, banning someone.
literally only a money bag. That wasn't it.
You're
I
falling,
need it.
Phil.
Obviously, I don't need money.
Check Discord. It better not be my damn book. I'm gonna get pissed. Oh, the Simpsons thing. There's no one evil like that. Okay.
Damn it.
We'll check it out if we get the time.
Well, that got our hopes up for no reason. So
But
now we gotta
Sonic,
go further down.
sometimes
People
those
were saying
technical
7
sections are for
1.
me. Because I like showing that I've thought this through. But there are times where I don't even bother with all that. I remember there was something about, I think, I was discussing the mechanisms of the drop ship, the away ship, and I straight up said, it doesn't matter, moving on. And I'm skipping sometimes. Have you read All Tomorrow's? No. I don't read a whole lot of science fiction, and I try not to watch too much science fiction outside of really goofy science fiction, and that's because I'm terrified that someone's gonna say, you stole this. Which I didn't, man. I just got inspired by it, okay?
Now, is it 17-20?
Turn them into clones. That's a good idea, Sonic. Holy shit, you're absolutely right.
What level I was at when I got
Like,
the first key?
okay,
Maybe it
okay.
wasn't 20. Maybe I got the first key at 20.
The
then
kind of the
27,
first idea I
46,
had with
43
DSP was
the next
that,
one.
remember in Star
51?
Trek, the movie with V'ger, that I
Yeah,
wanted
51.
DSP to basically be the satellite that flies through space and annoys people. You know, aliens get contact on their old ass, what is this thing? It's called a stream system? Man, that's very antiquated. What are we getting? So anyway, the bottom line is
Here's
this.
51, that was
My
this.
planet exploded, and I've been drifting through space for, well, it's been over 16 years. And the bottom line is this. My generators require money to run. What the hell is this broadcast? Oh no, how do we get the money to them? Now, tips help more than anything. What's a tip? Is that his local currency? And he gets increasingly frustrated because the aliens don't respond. That was my first idea, but I kind of want him to be a person. I want him to walk around and be stupid. And also, that joke would
Yeah,
run
this
up
sucks,
real
'cause the only
quick.
thing left to
Because
do is
what's
find
the
the
end of the
key
story? They get
and use
bored
it
and
to
then
probably
he
use
leaves.
whatever the item is to
Like,
get
I
past
wanted
the
something a
goal.
little bit more
But
interesting.
if
than
I
that.
don't know what level the key is at, what am I supposed to do? Just endlessly dig in every effing direction?
I guess so. I guess we're excavating this entire
Could
damn
someone do me a
yard.
favor and go back to the previous videos from Sunday and
No.
look at the moment where I got the key?
No.
And tell me what depth.
Hell no. No, you look it up, stupid. It's your stream. You're a fool. All science fiction is based on some other science fiction at this point. Even if the ideas are shared, it's execution that matters. Just make it interesting. Yeah,
This
it's
sucks.
true.
It's just gonna be a waste of time.
You're right. You ever read Michael Crichton? He does a really good job at taking complex ideas and simplifying them. I've always wanted to. I've always wanted to read Jurassic Park. I don't have a book I'm really working on right now, am I? I am rereading Federation Hooligans, though. Federation Hooligans kicks ass. The only thing I don't really like about Federation Hooligans is that it's kind of like One Piece and that the character designs often look
We
intentionally
were just
stupid.
at it, and now I can't find it. We were just at one, and
And
now it's
I'm not a
gone.
big fan of that, but the mecha fights are
Where was that?
badass, man. He does a good job of making some of the goofier mobile suits really shine. Like the Agu guy. I'll show you guys. I sent this. I posted
Where
on
the hell
Discord.
were we?
If I can find it.
Oh, this sucks.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so here is the suit, and this is an
Well, let me
MSV
go
suit,
recharge my
not
battery
this
and come
suit.
back.
That's
It
a
was definitely
horrifying
between
suit.
40 and 50.
This is
I
the
know that.
AG, and it's a mining suit. Seems pretty topical right now. But anyway, it's a mining suit. Looks kind of goofy, looks kind of dorky. Like, who would roll around in this thing, right? It's kind of silly. But in Federation Hooligans, the guy is so good at making these suits look cool. And here is it in the manga. Just annihilating that dude.
Yeah.
Put that drill all the way through the cockpit. That guy is dead.
Oh.
Hard dead. There's not even anything to bury. That guy got
All right,
disintegrated.
we'll go back down. So it was around between
Dude
40
looks
and
cool.
50.
So that's what's nifty about Federation Hooligans is there's a bunch of suits that are the more obscure, goofy suits that don't make it into a lot of content, and it seems like a personal challenge from the artist to make them look cool. He succeeds every time. In the cockpit, yes. Is he stalling this so he can avoid
Gotta
doing
find
the
where I
mole?
got that hit.
That way
I
off
have
stream
no
he can look
idea.
up how to do it and avoid dying over and over again. I think that he's going to try and finish this in
1250,
one
It
stream.
was below 40. I was just flying and
Braid
digging. I
next
got
for
the hit.
Sphere, peak realistic sci-fi. But I like my dinosaurs, man. I love dinosaurs. Have you watched? I have watched the TIE Fighter anime. It's very good. Fantastic. My favorite part is when that Imperial officer is scratching his chin, the guy that kind of looks like Geese Howard a little bit, scratches his chin and ion blasts those transports and hijacks them. I thought that part was really cool.
Oh my god.
Stop crying, you
I thought we were
butthole.
gonna beat this, but now we might not beat it. If the game is made like this, where it's a needle in a haystack mentality to get the last key, this sucks.
Oh man, this dude's a baby about everything. Playing a game where all you have to do is hold the trigger down to succeed, and he still finds a reason to complain. Do you like his new cam setup? I mean, I'm kind of indifferent to it, but it could be funny to have him have his inputs on screen. Yeah, Federation Hooligans. Definitely worth the read.
Slayer says I found the key at 41 meters, so probably we're not at the right level then. Even though we were finding it, maybe that wasn't it. Maybe that was a different thing. That signal that went off here.
Maybe he's still a bad guy. Well, here's it. He won a competition. He won an award for being the most chilled, robust streamer. And part of the award was they gave him his own streaming setup. And so they built it on a spaceship. And they say, all right, Phil, get on the spaceship. There's a bunch of streaming software. Okay. Gets right in there, starts up a stream, blast off. Finally done with that guy. Yeah, stand right on top of the dynamite. Oh, well, actually didn't do anything to you at all. Cool. Timeline is great. I haven't read it. What's the last book I read? I read Red Rising recently. It was a pretty decent book, but I wasn't invested enough to keep reading the rest of them.
So because of that, I made no.
They had the Yellow Dawn and Green Sunrise or something. They're all color themed. It was good. It wasn't bad. For whatever reason, it wasn't doing anything for me in that way. Or rather, it wasn't doing anything that I was interested in seeing the rest of the story. I wasn't, oh wow, what's this guy going to get up to in this next adventure? I was like, oh, that's fun. I'm done.
You don't need the key?
They find a horsewife locked in Phil's basement. Oh man. And we already sent the ship up. He's wasting his time. The chest is optional. Good, good. That's great news. I love it when he wastes his time. Bro, get the treasure.
What the hell is the second key for? Is it needed? The game is cryptic. It doesn't explain anything.
Yeah, nothing is clear, Phil. We should give up. The other manga that I recommend of Gundam is Gundam Hardgraph. That one's pretty good. Uh-oh.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
Oh
I
my
can't
goodness,
find
dude.
It
Stop crying like a baby. You whine too much, sir.
oh, okay, here it is.
Oh, wait, we found it. Oh, battery low.
It's at 45.
Alright, we did it. Put a light right here, DSP, so that if you have to go back up, you know where it is. Yeah, Renamoine, that is what I do. I get a lot of stuff from, I do a lot of World War II history parallels, at least in some of my other works. And then, like historical
It's just another
battles.
money bag. Oh.
Like Mongolian battles and stuff.
The last thing we need. The second key gives you another upgrade. It's not needed to beat the game, though. Oh, man.
Damn it. Whoever it was that said that, just ban yourself. It's all called Gamer Rage's that simplest game. Yeah, it's rather embarrassing that this is tripping him up so much. Chill your ass out, bro.
Oh.
Look at this guy groaning. This guy is living under so much stress right now. But Neil Druckmann, he's never been this stressed.
So how would I beat the mole, then?
Have you tried reasoning with the mole? T-pose at him. Give him a pre-stream. He'll understand. Exactly, Riddle Ryan. It's one of the things that have contributed to
I
DSP's
never
decline
investigated
of
anything. Like,
quality in
can
his
I go over-
streams.
Oh, you
Is that
passed through it?
chat does save him a lot. And that takes the enjoyment
never
out.
really
You
investigated
want the
here.
streamer to kind of figure things out or fail for themselves. You do want that. And if the streamer needs help, if the streamer can't proceed, sure, maybe then they can ask and say, hey,
Didn't I
do you
just
guys
sell
know
stuff?
roughly where to go? You just give me a couple indicators of where I'm supposed to go. But DSP has hand-holding down so much that people just hand-hold by default. And it's gross. You could also do a twist on sympathetic villain by having the enslaved be the corporation to be a cheerful beggar. Once set free, just becomes a jackass. Has always wanted to be online. Yeah, that's always fun. Looked like, whoa, that was a JoJo reference. We got these teeth right here, right? It's like in that one episode where they're stuck inside that thing's mouth in Stardust Crusaders. By the way, I have a victory to tout, and that is my wife's coworker. She watches anime, and she has been resistant for so long to watch JoJo, even though my wife recommends it to her pretty much every day. And she finally started watching it, and she said, "Holy shit, you're right. This is the best anime." It's like, I know I'm right. Okay? I know what's cool. Thank you. JoJo's cool. You know what? Finish JoJo and then go back and watch One Piece and see how bad it is by comparison. Heck. He's still doing this? He'll do it for the rest of the night.
Well, thank you, Brash. I'm glad to hear that you enjoy my content.
We're seriously going to just dig all the way down on this wall? Okay. Sounds like a thrilling use of our time, DSP. He's going for a completionist run, no dirt in the entire game.
Now I'm going across the entire wall here, and it looks like there's no way past this white stone. This white stone is no... Yeah, look, it's the perimeter, and you can't
Phil,
get past
I feel like you would have established that a
Alright.
couple seconds in. Let's dig a hole. I hope they use this as advertisement. I would. If I developed a game and DSP played it, you better believe that's going to go on the commercials. I'd also put DSP's review on the game case, but that wouldn't really work now because we don't have game cases anymore, really. Stupid piece of shit game made by idiot game developers. That's going on the back.
I just dug up the whole yard here. See, I went under the edge.
Oh, wow. Very cool, man.
Okay.
He wants to avoid the pig. I mean, yeah. Well,
There's
the
no
pig
way you
might
can't
start
get into
asking
the
for
house,
money.
right? There's no way to get into the house, from what I can see.
The internet is still recovering. Super Saiyan 4 is canon. It is canon. Okay, there's a rule. If something is sufficiently cool, it stays. Alright? Super Saiyan 4 is cool. I'm not gonna hear any nonsense. Oh, it's so
Grapple
90s
glitch, look.
edgelord. Exactly. Exactly. That's why it's canon.
There's a graphical glitch
Honestly,
right
when he turns Super Saiyan 4, Linkin Park should start blasting.
there. In the wall.
or,
Can you see
I don't
through?
know.
What's in there? What's in there?
Limp Bizkit.
Well,
Yeah, there you go, soldier. I'd do some giveaways with him, eh?
you can't use any items in the mole room. You can't use the jetpack. You can't use any
No,
of your
read
weapons
One Piece.
at
Never
all.
tell someone new to watch One Piece, especially now. I don't hate One Piece, but I just simply don't see the appeal. Because as soon as you tell...
So you
I
can't-
was
you can't
watching
fight
this
the
clip.
ball.
I think
don't
you
know how to
guys
find
may
the
have
other
seen
key.
it
I don't know
also.
what to do.
There was this lady doing those dating videos, right?
Sit
Where
around
they
20 meters
interview him and
down,
say, what are you
right?
looking for in a man
The
or
other
whatever?
key.
And she said, well, I need someone to prove that they have dedication and loyalty to me. So they need to watch all of One Piece. Because if you can watch all that, that shows you're loyal. Like, bro, come on, that's unrealistic. That's a shit ton of
I'm at
episodes.
22.
Someone has to watch the entire franchise for you to be even remotely interested in them, and that makes it a good quality for
I'm
them.
gonna
That's
dig up
not
the whole
fair.
yard at this rate.
I could never ask that of my wife. Gundam has probably more videos or more episodes than One Piece. What kind of maniac would I be to say, hey, unless you watch all this, I can't really be
What
sure
key?
you're
There's a second
dedicated.
key to open that
Yep,
chest
that's
in the garage.
everything.
We
You gotta
found
watch it,
one
Mess
down
Igloo.
here. But we never found the other. People are saying the other key is down here.
That's insanity. I would show DSP playing my game and tell everyone how it can be played, but yeah, you would tout its accessibility features with Darkside Phil. Yeah, he hasn't actually tried anything, Soldier. The episode runs for around 20-25 minutes, convincing that, considering the upcoming episode, watching 1,090 episodes.
We got it! We got the other key!
1,090 episodes. 463 hours. No, that's
Holy crap.
that's
How do I get out of
unacceptable.
here?
Man. You need a shit or get off the pot at that point.
Oh, that was luck.
63. Can't be serious, man.
Dynamite radius upgrade and a teleporter that lets you... Wow.
That's hype, man.
So I can teleport back to the surface?
No, Frosty Beats. That's too much. Watch the upgrade not help him find
Feels like I need
fight
a
them
lot
more.
of
I
dynamite.
hope
Maybe
that
instead of
it
radius
wouldn't.
upgrade, I
Doesn't
can
seem like it
put
would
the
really be that
dynamite,
useful here.
in there and hit the mole with it. Maybe. Because that's the only thing left to do. All right.
What even happens in One Piece that could last that long? I assume One Piece covers roughly 40 years of things happening in the story. There's no way these dudes are still what? I know there's a time skip. So they go from what, 15 to 20? So 5 years happens in that time skip? And then what happens? 30 more years? Are they going to be elderly by the time the story's finished? Is there any sense of progress in that story? It sounds terrible. I don't know, after a while that seems to kind of reflect a failure on my part, or on their part.
Can't use dynamite here. But I can use it here. So maybe I can lure him to this hallway and throw dynamite at him.
There you go. Now we're thinking. It's the journey. That's too long of a journey, mate.
Wait, I can use it here?
Alright, let's do it. Well, it didn't work. Got diffused.
Wait a minute.
Huh.
You could cheat. Wait, what? I took fall damage for no reason. I didn't even take a fall.
That is weird that happened, but
shit.
it's funny. He's, at least he was using some sort of problem-solving techniques. What if I did this with the dynamite and beat him this way? Okay, let's try it. Let's see what we can do. I think it's just a story someone wants to tell. Yeah, I know it sounds hypocritical of me to say all this after criticizing DSP for doing it. But I think that my criticism lies mostly in that you can't really expect people to watch all that. Just like I could not expect anyone to watch all of Gundam. I can't. It's not realistic. It's not really fair to their time either, I find. No. Because I would say that's probably equal in terms of numbers. Because you've got, what, 20 different Gundam series, all with roughly 30, 40 episodes? On average, anyway. And then you have all the manga. And then you have all the games. Yeah, it's easily the same amount as One Piece. I can't expect people to do all that, man. And because it's segmented, I can still recommend Gundam, even though I could never think that anyone would watch all of it. I can say, you guys should watch MS Igloo. You don't have to watch any of the other ones. Except you should. He has some sort of...
Doesn't do anything.
He's got that shield that Fortune has. He's diffusing explosives. I will never stop, Sonic. It will continue forever. Oh god. Oh god, it's coming right for us. Can't use jetpack. You're gonna die, Phil! He's hot on your ass, man. Alright, we got him. Throw it in there. It clearly doesn't work, guy.
Doesn't do anything.
Exactly, Kapathic. Gonna throw grenades all day, man. Yeah, Gintama is massive as well. How many episodes are in Detective Conan? Hasn't that show been running for a long time as well? Oh god. Oh god. Move, move, move.
I think I did it.
You did it, Phil. I'm proud of you. Yeah, he's got some sort of learning disability. Let's throw a couple more sticks of dynamite. Maybe the next one will work.
There's another one, isn't there?
Will you remember us when you become a 2 million sub streamer? Of course. Oh god, there's a second one.
Yep.
You should put the teleporter down right here, DSP. Can you warp back? Oh, there's a bunch of these dudes. Okay. This is becoming a little stressful. Can we dig down right now, DSP? Oh, we got this. We got this. We can do this. Let's believe in ourselves. Do anything if you believe in yourself, DSP. Oh, you should have believed in yourself harder. Wait, you got distracted. You lost interest. Oh shit, he's re-interested.
Oh my god, I do it? I made it.
That was pretty
I
damn
actually
lucky.
made it. Holy shit.
Oh, okay, you did it, Phil. I'm proud of you.
This is wild.
Phil begins to doubt himself. Does that mean he knows nothing? Hey, that guy insulted me.
It's getting quiet.
Who knows what that's a reference to?
What is next? What the hell is this?
What is this?
The ultimate treasure, everyone.
It's friendship. It's the One Piece. What is it? Did we win?
We did it.
We did it. We saved our
grand finale.
family. Yeah, nice fishy hand slap. Lynn isn't gonna be a
What?
million sub streamer. See, I'm gonna do it just to prove you wrong, Sonic. Oh
So
lord.
For naught.
I feel like that's decent, Capacic.
Wow.
Make her watch all
Bad
of Bobo
ending.
Bobo. What the hell is this? Oh, another one down.
What?
Dead.
What the hell?
So it meant nothing, DSP. Now, DSP has criticized stories for this before. Stories that mean nothing. This is also a downer ending. I thought you said you hated that. What is this supposed to be? Oh, it's a mole.
The Mole Man.
The moles jumped him.
Achievement
Scumbags
mode
and
unlocked.
mental cases
When
on
starting
the
a new
internet
game, you can now hunt
still
achievements
support me.
displayed in your garage.
Oh, thank you very much, Excalibur. Sorry that
That's
you're
it.
toxified, though. That's too bad. But if it makes you feel better, DSP just beat the game. That's pretty high.
That's the whole game. Well, I mean, what did you expect? It was like $5, an indie game, probably zero budget, right?
Yep,
Did you
now
really
we're shitting
expect
on
There
it.
was going to be
Feels
some
good.
masterpiece ending with ingenious writing
I'm sub to
and cutscenes
anime-based
and stuff. I
YouTube
mean, come
channels. The
on.
reason why I know so much about Naruto lore, DBZ,
We're lucky at Real Mold didn't come to the house and kick you in the nuts.
Oh wow,
right?
so we got nut jokes, huh? What the hell is this? What I say every time I
Okay.
watch a DSP stream.
Well, I will say
He
this.
does strike you with that a lot.
It actually wasn't
Where
bad.
I'm
I
thinking,
actually
what is
enjoyed my
even
time.
going on with this guy?
Everything
What is
about
going
the
on?
Hall.
But I don't vocalize
It's
it.
too
I just
bad
assess it. What's
that-
going on here? Oh, he's being stupid.
Actually, it's not too bad. It was good. I liked it. You know, I think what it is you get so
Yeah, that's true to
used to
Human
games
Centipede. He
being
didn't believe in
these
himself correctly.
$60 or $70, incredibly long, overblown
What is your
experiences
damn?
with a
What
bunch
is
of
your? What
grindy
is this DSP?
content,
What is this DSP?
and they
You're
last a
kind of
million
shitting
years,
on
and
it
in
to
truth,
justify its short
not every
length.
game is meant to
Not
be
that
that.
big of a deal.
Like, I don't
You
think
made
every
it
game
longer than it
should
actually
be that,
was.
right? I think that there's a room in gaming for games like this.
You
for
hate
games
them,
where
Phil.
basically you can enjoy a game's company for like 2-3 hours
This is
and say that was a
pretty
good
different
one-off
from what you've
stream.
said
That was a
before.
good one-off
1 hour
session,
Q and A
for
incoming.
$5.
Damn it!
I'm okay with
DSP,
that.
just get a
I
free game on
liked
Steam
it.
real
It was
quick
a
and play it.
combination of Minecraft with a few other elements. It allowed me to have a cool opportunity to interact with you guys. It's
Oh,
memorable, right? Not bad. I recommend it. The only bummer is, right? Once you've seen it, it's kind of like, would you want to play it, right? Like if you've seen someone play this, you just saw me play the whole thing. Do you actually want to play it
He's
yourself
doing a
now?
terrible job of
Because now you know
selling
what the whole
this.
game is, right? You've seen it all, so
Vega,
is
what are
there
you
really
gonna
a
pop off
reason
about?
to play
Vega's
it
turning on the
yourself?
caps
I don't
lock.
know. Unless you're looking for something to chill.
That's it.
stream
Now
with an
I'm
audience,
pissed.
maybe.
Now
It's like a
I'm
time
fucking
killer
pissed.
while you're
Okay,
also
it's
hanging out with an
official.
audience. Then I could see, it having a purpose. But
Yeah,
for
Liquid
me,
Carl. It's annoying that he went
it
back
was
on this
good.
so
It was
quickly.
decent. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks to those who suggested it.
Huh?
Game about digging a hole. Hope you enjoyed it. And
Don't
see you for
spend that
more
money on that
indies
game. Spend it
soon.
on Phil. What the hell are you saying?
Okay.
This whole entire thing.
Well,
all
guys,
of it?
here's the deal.
What?
We have an hour left,
me
roughly,
money.
on stream. And we have some options. All
You
right?
can
We
give me
can
money.
try another indie game, which is totally
You
up to
can
you if
give
you want
me
to try it. We only have
money.
an hour, though. So, if you
He burps himself like a
want to hang
baby.
out and try another indie game, we have Buckshot Roulette.
Q and no,
We
that's
have,
good. Yeah.
Missing Hiker.
I've
We
got some
have
Steam games you could
Poppy
play, DSP.
Playtime.
Let me
What was the
recommend a
other
couple
one
for you,
that
buddy.
the tipper suggested? Something of Soul?
9 Soul. Something of Soul.
9 Souls.
Why do you pronounce
I
everything
think I've heard
weird,
of this
Phil?
game. Here. I'm pretty sure
Here's what you can get. DSP, get Griftlands.
I've heard of this game.
Or
9
Cultist
Souls.
Simulator.
A
I saw
lore-rich
Cultist
hand-drawn
Simulator.
2D
It looks
action
pretty cool,
platformer
actually.
featuring Sekiro-inspired deflection-focused combat.
Let's see, what else can we play,
Embark on a journey of
DSP?
Eastern fantasy. See, here's
Let's
the thing,
play,
a game like this is probably a good game to play, but I don't know if this is a good game to stream. Because this is very action-intensive, and when you think indie game,
What?
you think, oh, a game where we can chill and have fun while we're enjoying, like, the
No,
solo
that's not what
experience.
I think.
This looks like if it's tough like Sekiro,
Indie
I
game
can't even
equals
I
chill.
can't talk to you
This is
guys.
not chill.
You know what I'm saying?
What kind of
So it
standard
looks
is
like a
this?
decent game, but I don't know how that would translate
Who
to
said
a
this?
stream.
Who put it in his
What was
head
the
that
other one?
indie equals chill? It
Beginner's
doesn't have
Guide?
to. That's retarded. He makes all these stupid ass presuppositions about things. Can't play this. Doesn't
Wow,
look
it's
chill
old.
enough.
Came out way before Stanley Parable, actually.
It's hard, that cute
Yeah,
rabbit?
look. Lasts about an hour and a half. Has no
Yeah, you guys
traditional
want to be able to
mechanics,
talk to
goals,
me
or
like how I
objectives.
talked to you during
Tells
that
the story of a
digging
person
game.
struggling to deal with something they do not understand. Huh. $10? It's not bad, only there's no way we could beat it tonight.
Trevin, it doesn't... I can't even count this as a new clone because it's
Sadly.
not even necessarily contradiction on his part. It's just bottomless stupidity. Indie
7
equals
Days
chill?
to Die. Here, I'm gonna
Whoever
put some
said
missions.
this. No,
I wanna play
Griftlands,
that.
I
That
read.
could be one fun night stream, right? Where we just do it as a night stream, a night indie stream. I'm down for that.
Yeah,
Let's see.
exactly, Renamoyne.
What are you? 7 Days to Die?
What's Beginner's Guide?
Well, it's pretty expensive.
Yeah, you guys are going to have to pay up harder than that.
An open world game, a unique combination of first-person shooter, survival horror.
I feel like you've been
tower
told about this
defense,
game before, DSP.
role-playing.
Oh, God. The nuclear
my God.
explosion. It's going to ruin everyone's day. Zomboid would handle Phil. I hope so.
The Fun Pimps present. That's
The
that's
Fun
the name of the dev,
Pimps.
The Fun Pimps.
9 Souls is too hard for him. He won't play it. Then he needs to play it. Then he needs to play it.
It's good to have you here, Chinese Bear.
Ooh. Why can't he just turn on COD or Street Fighter? I never really understood why he couldn't, because he has before.
Yes, Beginner's
But he
Guide
always
is 90
puts up
minutes,
this
but we don't have
defense why
90
he
minutes. We
can't.
have
I don't
about
really
roughly
get
about
that.
an hour left tonight. That's the problem.
That's funny, Casper. He should make that game.
I'm not really too convinced with this one. I'm looking at it. I don't know.
Beginner's
Price
Guide
is
is a game
ridiculous.
everyone
Those
who
games are
creates
ridiculous.
should
Come on.
play.
Absolutely.
Creates what
ridiculous.
exactly?
Ridiculous. Project Zomboid.
Like for artists? Project Zomboid. There you go. Roach bait. It's your game.
2013.
So what, DSP? I thought you were the king of retro. This game still looks good for
Do
2013.
you want to
DSP.
try Poppy's Playtime? Someone said just Poppy's Playtime then?
Poppy Playtime.
We
I
can
also
if you
want to
really
try this
want.
game out at some point. Looks pretty cool.
All right, guys, how about this?
Give me money.
How about this?
You give me money.
Let's
that
hit
sounds good.
$100 of support,
No.
and then we'll do Poppy's Playtime.
So we're just going to
That
sit
way,
here until
At
then?
least tonight, it seems like we froze. We didn't get much or any support after I started playing the game.
Okay, then how about people
Let's
just
hit
leave
our
instead?
goal, but let's get to 100. Then I'll play Poppy's
But I would
Playtime.
love to see
Then
DSP
we'll hit
play Class of
150.
09. Be hilarious seeing DSP complain,
Right?
comments, and not understand the
Let's
high
do
school
it.
life you never
Let's
wished
get some
you lived.
support. We only had, one
What is
sub
that game?
tonight? Did we even have a sub? We had no subs tonight. We had no memberships tonight.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's an
We have
LTG
had
style bag.
a
Unless
super chat or
if you
two,
guys want to see
and we have
gameplay, you
had
better pay
a
up.
generous tip and a few smaller tips. No subs and no memberships. My hands are getting tired of clapping.
Then stop it, stupid. Oh my goodness, it's a teen game. Oh yeah, DSP could not play this. Derek would come back.
Come on.
Oh shit, he's in. No, that's actually kind of me. Hold on, I gotta show you guys this. Can I bring up this image? Can't.
Poppy
Damn it.
Playtime is a 2-hour game.
Well, it's 7 out of 8 of the screenshots. It's
Main
just this
story is
kind of
54
fat
minutes.
dude
Well, I don't
wearing an
plan on
Xbox
finishing
shirt.
it
Holy
tonight.
shit, I didn't know I was in this game. I feel like I'm owed a little bit of money here.
Core Keeper.
I don't know about all that. Paywalling games is lame as fuck. The begging's out of this world. It's gross, man. It's so gross watching this guy. This game looks fun.
I don't know. I don't know.
Which one? Poppy Playtime is insanely good. It looks cool. Yo, You'll hate Poppy's Playtime if it's puzzle lore. You need to pay attention. Oh no, yeah, it's gonna piss him off. I want any game that's gonna anger him, and I prefer games where he can't really get handheld.
The Bright Lights of Svetlov.
Are we really just gonna find anything here? Bright Light Test. There you go. What's Bright Lights of Svetlov?
Story-focused first-person quest about a Soviet family facing harsh trials. Huh. The mid-1980s. Interesting.
Tell me what was happening in the Soviet Union during the 1980s, DSP. You're a valedictorian. Let me know. You're so much smarter than everyone. You should be able to contextualize that pretty well, I think. No, gotta glare at chat a little bit.
I'd say this is a maybe.
And ban someone. Get them out of here. This jerk gone.
This game's about 90 minutes long.
Get time rubles.
Right.
Guys, I really need your support right now. I'm under sanctions. He does, doesn't he, Fearmonger? I don't know. Approved. Like watching VTubers play Poppy Playtime, though. Watching them get scared is funny. Scared?
That's cool.
Yeah, what the hell is this game? Phil needs to paywall everything from right now. From now on, I think he should paywall this. He should paywall looking for a game.
Getting over it should be cheap. We have it. I played it already. Played that years ago, actually. I believe it was during a Rageathon event.
Yeah, and you just got annoyed and turned it off.
It is a fun
if I
game
remember
by
correctly.
far. I got pretty decently far, and I fell, and I was like, "Fuck this."
Roachbait, are you excited to see DSP play Project Zomboid?
Hellskate. All these games. Hellskate.
Yeah, you should look into video games, DSP. You should research video games. Oh, this game looks cool.
A skateboarding action roguelike. Good lord. How do they come up with these?
They're creative, DSP.
Action roguelike.
They don't listen to jerks like you, Phil, who say, why even bother with that? Who even wants this?
Look at that. You're jumping around and dodging like monsters.
Yeah, and slashing at him with your blood sword. Oh, and then you fall? Oh, no, this game's busted.
This is a weird one.
I like Uganda Knuckles. I've got a Uganda Knuckles t-shirt I wear sometimes.
All right.
Uh-oh. What's that mean?
Pajama Sam? What the hell?
Yep. Skate XL. DSP would hate Skate XL. Play it, please.
Who just gifted a sub over on Kick. It's our first sub of the night. Thank you to Half Dead.
He's just going to stall for an hour, huh? Yeah, pretty much. Because you guys didn't pay up. You didn't support it. I wish he played Neon White. What's Neon White? Maybe DSP should try some H games. I think so. I think that DSP, what he should do is he should stream on Pornhub and play pornography games. I think that if he ever gets divorced and no longer has I Have a Wife, dude, he should do that. Because think about how much fun he'll have with those games. He'll just talk about their asses all day or their tits all day. Well, look at the size of those. Wow, you see that? You guys see that? And no, he might become weirdly popular over there.
Slap former set in a bizarre northern English town of Barnsworth.
What is this? Oh, imagine you owned a sandwich shop.
What is going on?
What is going
Overwhelmingly
on?
positive.
I
From the
wish he
makers
would,
of
Tino. I
Untitled
wish he
Goose
would.
Game. Oh, I love Untitled Goose Game, actually.
Why haven't
No,
we
I never
seen
heard
you
of
wear
Rat
this
Shaper.
shirt? I don't know. Neon White is the speedrunning game. Okay,
All right.
sort of speedrunning. Let's see it. Let's see.
Well, thank you for the suggestions. We
Where's
may
the money, though?
check out some of these later. We now have a ton on the wish list, right?
Neon White. What is this here? Oh, okay. Oh, that's pretty hype.
Oh yeah, we had some of these like Pacific Drive. We had
Overwhelmingly positive. Damn, people like this game. Okay.
I feel like I want to
Right
play
on there.
Beginner's Guide, but we just don't have time tonight.
And he could
feel like I
review
wanna play
videos and the
this.
mattress actresses, and
The
yeah, he
Beginner's
could
Guide.
talk about. Well, that would
Because I
never
like-
really
because I
work
like
in
Silver
real
Parallel
life.
so much.
And he's just pointing to the dude's dick. That would never work
feel
in
like
real life.
that might be
It
the
would
next one
not
we
be
actually
that
do,
big.
Beginner's Guide
I
for
know,
Make
because
This
I've
Game
seen
Terrible.
them.
I think that should be our next late night chill stream, indie game.
He couldn't play yaoi games, and Cat won't. Yeah, he could. He could play yaoi
I
games.
think that would make sense. I would like to try some of these other ones too.
You
I
should
might
play
wanna try
that
one. I
dating
might
sim
wanna
with the
try this
pigeons.
one.
Whatever it was called.
This one looks good too with puzzles. I don't know how much you guys like puzzles.
No, how much you like puzzles, Phil. We got to find something chill. All right. Indies equals chill. I've learned something
Yeah.
today.
Lala Phil of Light says, yes, I vouch for Beginner's Guide. It's super good.
Okay, Phil.
There was another sub that I missed. Oh,
Oh, wow. Now let me look into
hold
that.
on. Apparently I missed a sub.
Hell yeah. Beginner's Guide.
It was
Let
from
me look that up too.
Kickin' Natty. Just gifted a sub. Thank you, Kickin' Natty.
The
I did miss
Beginner's
that. I'm
Guide
sorry. Thank you, Kickin' Natty.
Is a narrative
Thank you
video
guys for
game
helping me out
from
when I missed these. I don't know how I missed them, I swear. All right, we're up to 83 in climate. All right, so we have some
That was
options. I'd
pretty
say
cool.
option number one,
Right on
we
there.
could just jump into some Balatro, because we could probably do like one run of Balatro.
There you go. Balatro time.
Okay. Option number
Had a full
two,
boyfriend? Is that the one with the
Would just be
the
chill.
pigeons?
to just hang out and do some Q&A.
There's a
and talk to
horse
you guys
dating
for
sim.
like an hour,
Fantastic,
roughly.
DSP. That seems right up your alley.
Really, sadly, I don't think we really
And
have
dude, you'll
time
be able
do
to
any of
speed
these
run that
games
because
they're
you
all
already
new to
have
me.
experience
So we don't
dating
really
a
have time. I
horse.
would like to do another stream. I think maybe one night we're going to try this beginner's
We need a
guide.
LARP to get Phil to play
You know, I feel like a
pools and
whole stream
constantly
night is
gaslight
perfect for
him
one
that
of
there's
these.
jump scares. we need to
Some
get
people wanna
DSP
do
to
a
play
fighting game. I mean, yeah, I could, but
what's it called?
you know, if
the
it would only be
stoner
an hour,
game I
and
like
people
a
won't
lot.
know that I'm doing a fighting game, so half of my fighting game
Retro
crowd
Wave
won't even
World.
show
We need
up
to get him to
because they
play
won't even
that.
know that I'm doing it tonight. You know.
They have a
Slay the
they
Spire is
have
pretty
a
good.
pornudity
A lot of
mod for
people
that game where it
have
adds
actually,
nudity and all that. Or not mod, but
recommended Slay the
DLC.
Spire
And the
over the
frustrating thing
years.
about it is that part of the DLC is that it includes a bunch of new skins for your car,
get
and
on
they're
my
kind
wish
of
list.
cool. You can get like attractive women on the side of your car. And I'm like, that's kind of cool. I'm not gonna buy that though.
Yeah, a lot of people have recommended it. Looks like they're making a sequel.
What's pools though? Is that the thing that LTG's always drowning in?
It's a card game, but turn-based RPG as well at the same time, right?
Slay the Spire, yeah, that's a pretty popular one.
And it's a roguelike too, right?
Pools, huh?
I think so.
Walking simulator, explore, admire, and listen. Uncanny, relaxing,
Another one to wish
unnerving.
list.
This game looks pretty cool to play if I'm stoned. Yeah, this is getting at. How much is this? It's
Cool.
free? Oh, it's demo. So I'm gonna add it. Looks high.
Cruelty Squad.
Yeah, DSP, play
What
Cruelty
is
Squad.
Cruelty Squad? Cruelty
Honey
Squad.
Pop. Yeah, DSP, play that.
What the?
I was trying to get Phil to stream ADN
Oh.
Awards back in Jan on
What
Kick
on
instead of doing
earth
a marathon after 100 gold. I
are
was
we
banned
looking
pretty quick.
at?
Why were you banned?
Oh,
It's a decent suggestion.
Now those are some fugly graphics.
Oh, well, what if he's just being artistic?
That is a fugly.
Okay, DSP, you're no looker yourself, buddy.
Definitely this is a game that's like a throwback to like 90s games when every dev was trying to make like a Doom, Duke Nukem.
Man, he's already
You know,
shitting on this game. He's
experience.
not even playing
And the
it.
graphics are like terrible.
What kind
right?
of mindset
That's
is this,
funny.
man? What kind of mindset is it
I
that
don't
you
think I
see
would play
something
this
and
one. This one would probably
immediately
be a
shit on
headache.
it? This
Honestly,
game looks fun.
Look at how it looks. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it doesn't look good? I thought you were about judging
Game of the
things for
year
their
Riddle and
quality, Phil.
Zoomers.
It's got to look good for DSP to be
Pajama
interested.
Sam.
Not that overwhelmingly positive review. That's stupid.
There's a zillion of these. What are these? Pajama
What the hell is
Sam? Looks like
this?
a kid's game. I think it is.
What is this? Oh, this game looks pretty sweet.
1999? It's a point-and-click adventure game.
Hell yeah, let's play it. Graphics are better, Phil.
No, it's a puzzle game.
I know I did well. Phil's
Wait,
wasting.
what?
Let's see.
I don't even know what it is.
It's a boomer shooter. It looks fun.
No, it's a 1999 throwback point-and-click puzzle game for kids from Humongous Entertainment.
That's
What
it.
the heck? Oh my God! Look, Pajama Sam complete pack.
I'm not
Look,
watching this right now,
there's
DSP.
6 games.
I'm busy.
6 Pajama Sam games.
Why isn't it not working? That's weird.
The first one was Pajama Sam and No Need to Hide When It's Dark Outside.
Shut up, Phil.
What the? You could buy.
There you go.
Pajama
Please
Sam
give me
t-shirts.
$100 so I can play
Wow.
fucking Poppy fucking playtime for you stupid fuck.
Tiny Blade.
What a
I
great
played on
way
the
to
table
advertise
before,
it,
and it's
Phil.
great. I
And he's
actually
got the
beat
big ass
Undertale
nose
twice.
in this one.
2 different ways.
Yeah, this dude's so dead. I like his
Tiny Blade.
lumpy sweater too. That's good stuff.
A diorama
Fantastic work.
builder.
Phil should play
Doodle
Chex
musical
Quest. What was that
castles.
game? The one
So
with
probably it's like a
Pepsi
chill
Man. He
game,
should play
right?
that
Like,
game.
No actual challenge. It's just you're designing stuff if you're an artistic person. So that might be
You
interesting.
can't beat Pajama
Something
Sam.
to
He's
relax
gonna be
to.
looking up
Just wanna
old game
chill,
facts for it.
right? Hilux.
Good work, Paper Thin.
I'll add this to the wish list.
King of Retro.
Hilux.
Game doesn't look good
Well,
enough.
there's
for me.
Hilux and Hilux 2.
That's the face that should be on the
2015.
DSP puppet. That'd be cool. I haven't heard anything about the puppet scenario
What
at all.
the hell?
I don't want to be that dude who harasses people, but I at least would like to get some sort of update. Like we started cutting
That
out
is
the
a
felts or
weird
something.
art
You know?
style. People are saying this is similar to Earthbound.
That's okay, Paper Thin
What is
Glenn
this
Hall, because
art
there's plenty of
style?
other art of his massive moves.
Yo, it looks so weird.
Man, this guy has no appreciation for
I don't even know how to
trying
describe
something
the
new.
art style.
This guy criticizes people.
describe
I'm
it?
counted as a clone. This guy criticizes people all the time for not being innovative and not being new and not being creative. Well, this is pretty
Some
new and
juice.
innovative and creative. Skipping it. Skipping that shit.
What am I looking at? I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind if I don't understand this in a second. Like my mind can't comprehend what I'm watching.
Oh, really? DSP's getting hit
What
with
the
insight.
frick, dude?
What the frick?
the
What
heck?
are we, Napoleon Dynamite now? That's what DSP should be. DSP should come on stream dressed up as Napoleon Dynamite. So basically, the bottom line is this.
Oh, no.
You need to
Hit
vote
with
for
a wave
Pedro,
of
or I'm
sleeping
going to have
has
to
been
get
fed
out
so
my
much pizza for
nunchucks.
dinner. Oh, even with the coffee in me, it's hitting me.
What a baby. You're a baby, Phil.
Oh man.
This poor little baby. Babies shouldn't be on the internet like this. Yeah, Bursbo, it's obnoxious.
Deltarune. Did I ever play Deltarune? I don't even remember.
You
if
guys
I
ever
did.
see
I
the
think I
Anakin
did.
Skywalker parody of Napoleon Dynamite? It's
Kiosk?
pretty good. I think it was called Anakin Dynamite or something. The Chex
Kiosk.
game? The Chex Quest? That sounds cool.
Horror cooking game. You prepare
A
orders
Doom
for late-night
mod, basically.
customers. The eerie atmosphere clashes with the mounting tension as you serve mysterious visitors. Ooh. Oh,
Well, it
this could
sounds
be good.
spooky. And look, you own
Very
a sandwich
positive, and
shop.
it's only
DSP, you need
$4.
this game immediately.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right,
Wish
that's
list
one I
it
could play.
up.
Kiosk.
$4? I can't afford that, but maybe if you guys paid up. What's this? Kletka? What is this?
How
Co-op?
about
Nah,
Let's the
skipping.
Flesh Mine?
Skipping. Flesh mine? That's horrifying.
You're going,
Oh
an
god, it
elevator's
is a
trying to
flesh
eat you.
mine. Is this where
What
the
the heck?
Terminators get flesh for their machines?
How dare you say play Conduit 2? I hate you. How could you say something?
Ban that guy, Phil. Trying to get him to play Ultra Kill? Yeah. I think he might actually
I never
enjoy that
played
game
Flower.
now.
I've heard of it, but I've never played it myself. This game looks like I'd be interested in. You're making the meals, but then like there's a horror element to it.
Yeah,
That
it's
could be cool.
imagine you owned a sandwich shop. Just throw your plates against the
Bro,
wall.
why'd you break the dishes?
Because they're haunted, idiot. This game does look kind of cool,
Smashing
though.
The dishes.
Just pour a bunch of whatever
No,
the
I'm
hell
not
this
a
is on
human.
there. Spray ketchup on the walls. It's kind of necessary. And
No, I'm
vegetables
not
go
a human.
right in there. Don't need to unwrap
An
those.
asshole.
No, I'm not a human. Sounds like a DSP
Coming
biopic. Is
soon.
that the dude
Warning,
from
stay inside and lock your
Trailer
doors,
Park Boys?
close the blinds, only let humans in, and eliminate all visitors. And
You should play the
anxiety,
Oregon
horror,
Trail.
about
I agree.
paranoia, and the end of times. Whoa. This could be interesting and neat.
Yo, what the fuck?
When's it
That
coming
game is live. Yeah, DSP doesn't have an appreciation for games.
What the?
Oh wow.
Yo, come on.
Oh nice.
Come on.
Come on now,
Come
Phil.
on. Come on.
That'd be funny, Liquid Girl.
Come on.
It's kind of like when he got bodied by
Really?
the Mimikteer a little bit.
That's a game? Oh my god.
Stop crying. I hadn't heard of
Not
that,
let
Ford
them
Rider.
fool you. Look.
These look like the kind of games that you just install Bitcoin mine. I hope so. It'd be funny as hell if DSP got his
Yikes.
computer hacked like that.
Kiosk is 2 hours long. This one I might like. This one looks like it'd be actually quite creepy.
It looks
Yeah.
spookerific, man.
I think I might like this one.
I can dig it,
But
Phil.
it's not out yet.
Bummer. Hey, that's DSP right there.
It doesn't say when it's coming out either, does it?
When you get those tips rolling in.
Nope. It's in development. Well, it's on my wish list.
All right, Phil. We can play it in a couple months.
Nun Massacre. Do I really want to play a game about massacring nuns? I
No,
don't
you
think so.
are a nun who goes on a massacre, DSP. She says something badass like, I'm sick of this nonsense, and goes ballistic.
Excuse me. Mortal
DSP, you
Sin?
should play Hatred. The hell is this?
A brutal melee roguelike where you
Oh, this
ascend
game looks pretty hype.
ungodly levels of power.
Let
Early
the video
access.
play, butthole. On. And just looking at clips.
Another
looking
one
at
with
pictures.
very bizarre graphics.
You're a crybaby.
Right?
This guy
Look
has
at
no
that.
ability
Oh,
to
man.
appreciate anything new. So whenever
Poke
he
your eyes
asks,
out.
next time he asks, can we get something new? Can we get something innovative? Just point him to this and say, here was something
Puppet
new.
Master the game.
And DSP said no. Puppet Master? It's kind of like DBD. Yeah. It's an asymmetrical horror game, and it's pretty silly.
There's iconic locations. It's like
Because
from a
there's
large
been,
roster of
what,
playable
9 of
characters
these
from the
movies, despite no one ever hearing about it? I know they watched an episode on Rift Tracks, or one of the movies on Rift Tracks. Stop scrolling like that, Phil. It's annoying. The Oregon Trail is now woke, as you can
All the
play as
different
Indians
puppets
who were
fighting each
forced
other
off
from
their
the Puppet
land like in the
Master
Trail of
movies.
Tears. Phil hates woke things. Yep, gonna have to skip that one.
This is the one everyone remembers. I don't remember any of the others, actually.
I don't
only
remember
him.
anything about Puppet Master. I've
He was,
never
like,
even
on the-
seen
on the
these movies
friggin'
until I
cover
saw
art of a lot
Rift
of the
Tracks
movies,
do
right?
one.
Oh, God. What the frick? That's disgusting.
What the frick, man? Vote for Pedro.
That's you?
Well, no, you can play as the dudes, too.
Dag nabbit, you goddamn toys again? I told you to stay down, butchers. Now take this boy.
Blowing him to pieces.
Not even
That's the
remotely
game.
funny, man.
And,
Not
oh,
even
my God.
remotely.
I might add that as for a funny game. I'll add that for fun.
Okay,
Oh,
Phil,
my
you said
Lord.
that. Moving
There's
on.
some funny stuff you guys are suggesting.
Yeah, this game looks like a real laugh riot. Moving on.
Caravan Sandwich.
We're just going to spend this entire time filling out the wish list, which isn't terrible, but definitely not worth supporting. The hell is this? Okay.
A narrative-driven exploration adventure.
Sounds hype.
There's a demo. All right, I mean, why don't we...
I do have it somewhere crypted in Glen Hall. I just don't have it on my soundboard.
I Know I'm Not Human is actually a famous creepypasta analog horror. Well, then I think I want to try the game. I actually legit think I want to try that. Stay out of the house.
No, that was an instruction, DSP. I think DSP should
No,
play
that's
door
not what I wanted to
kickers.
click.
I think DSP playing door kickers would be pretty funny. What is this? Can we see some footage? Okay, so there's the guy.
Ugh.
Very unsettling. Graphics are bad.
Oh, great graphics.
Yo, stop crying about
You
graphics,
escaped the
man.
home of a
You were
cannibal
such a
serial
snob
killer.
with
It's
that.
only a matter of time until your dinner.
Jordan, we
Oh,
are waiting
God.
until DSP gets
You're
paid.
gonna find eating bodies and stuff in there. Look,
Graphics are
Oh,
bad. Graphics are
God.
bad. Graphics
bad
are bad.
man.
Well, you
It's
gotta start
gory. Ugh.
somewhere. Shit, man. You can't just
Gory
come out of the
That'll
gate with
be another
great
horror game for a
graphics.
time, right? Oh, 26 and a half hours. Stay out of the house is 26 and a half hours long. What in the holy hell?
Is it
Let's see
really?
here.
It's crazy. Okay.
I got a $1 tip. Someone says play Hen Pre. I don't know what that is.
Yep, not gonna look into it.
Hen Pre.
Want DSP to play Ready or Not just to watch DSP's head or BSP's head fucking explode.
Speaking of which,
That'd be fun.
guys, we're up to $84 of support. We're more than halfway to the goal.
Come
Can we hit
on,
the goal
guys.
tonight?
Hey up. Can't
Can
believe
we?
I have
We're
to keep bringing
close.
this up, guys.
Proteus. Oh, yeah, I loved Proteus. I had it on Game Pass, correct?
I got your
Is it
Proteus.
still on Game Pass, or do you think they removed it?
Yeah, indie games are supposed to look flawless. What the hell? DSP played Naruto. What is this? Oh, the graphics look
It's
good.
gone. They took it off.
Damn.
Yeah, it was good. It was
Yeah,
that
see?
game that had the pixelated graphics and it looked like Doom.
Yeah, see,
like a
that's
game
good
like that.
graphics.
Nah,
Take
it's
notes,
off.
idiots.
They got rid of it. It was on Game Pass at one point, but I never got around to it.
Bummer.
Yeah. Damn, it was good. I played it like 2-3 years ago. I actually really liked it.
Yeah, Void, it's really dumb when he does that because it's never even going to be accurate. It's always more than that. I want to play
It's exactly
Delta
the same
Force. I'm
price
pissed
here.
off that I can't play it with
Yep.
controller. Delta Force looks mad hype, and I won't play it.
Dang. That sucks.
And I found that video of the guy explaining how to make it so you could play with the controller, and I mean, how much help can he really
What can you
give me?
do?
He told me to do things that I already did, so sorry, doesn't work.
Yeah, Ellipsian says I kind of wish it went back to System Shock at some point.
Yeah,
System
you
Shock
guys
was
didn't support
definitely
it.
fun. I was enjoying it. Definitely a little bit of a tedious romp. You know, the further we were getting into the game, it was definitely getting tougher.
What about the
And
graphics? Tell me
enemies
about
were
the
taking
graphics.
A lot
Were they
of
good?
shots to kill, and they were killing you very quickly. But I think
No.
that was the idea: is that the difficulty ramps up the further in you get. Right? I liked the.
Yeah, you didn't
graphics.
read
The
that
graphics
last
were very unique,
recommendation.
that
You didn't
retro
check
style
into it.
combined with modern stuff. And we were having a good time with it in the summer, but.
DSP
As
getting
soon as we
hung
started
up on the
playing newer
graphics
games,
really
right,
does
they kinda
say
took
something,
over,
say
and now
something
here we
about
are
this
so
guy.
many months removed.
It has to be
If I went
visually
back to
pretty for
System
him to
Shock,
see
would
any
anyone care?
value in
I
it.
don't
It's
know.
just not true.
That was good because it was
You
like
can
a
have a
technical test of my
preference
new PC,
towards
right?
good
Like, it was one of the
graphics.
first major
Like I feel my
games
wife has
that
a
had, like,
preference
unique
towards good
graphics. We're
graphics.
playing it at
Sometimes I'll
4K,
recommend a
and it
game
looked
to her
really
and
cool
she'll
like
say,
that.
"Oh no, it just looks bad. I don't like how it looks," which is fine. But DSP
Oh, really?
is the king
Dark
of
Magus says the new
retro.
Doom looks like they
He
made
is
me
the
more like
king of
2016 one
retro.
in terms of gameplay.
And if a
I'm
game is
definitely
too
gonna play the new
pixelated
Doom.
or
I'm
too
playing it on the
blurry
gaming
or too
PC.
unrefined,
We'll see.
it's a
I'll
bad
judge for
game.
myself.
I
It's
think
on
that's
Game
not
Pass.
fair.
I'll be fair to it. I'm not gonna have preconceived notions because I didn't like the last one.
You always have preconceived notions, DSP.
Plants vs Zombies.
I can't really consider that a
We
new clone,
we
but
never
it's
played
definitely a
Plants vs
lie.
Zombies on a stream, did we? We only played the shooter ones because I know that they do have those. Don't they have them on here too?
I refuse to install Delta Force without anti-cheat, especially since it doesn't
Yep,
work.
$5
Oh man,
from
I
many
get that on
years
there as
ago.
well?
Yep.
not very pretty.
It
The art
is.
direction has to be realistic, or the
Great mobile
graphics
game.
are crappy,
I've actually
dude.
played
Yeah,
it as a
exactly.
mobile game and I really liked it.
Maybe if it's
And then I
extremely
played,
stylized, you can see something in
Of
it.
course, all the
You already
Plants
shadowed
vs
me.
Zombies
Oh, there you go.
shooter
Make it
games, and
perfect.
those were good too.
DSP doesn't have preconceived
Oh, I forgot to
notions.
look at this
He
Henry
hates
that the
everything.
guy
See,
suggested.
you guys are
Or-
assuming
or
I created this
Henry?
notion beforehand, but I kind of did, only in the sense that I hate everything always.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I didn't get it right. Oh shit. I thought it was HENRI, but it's
he was
not.
talking about Doom: The Dark
Shit.
Ages. I thought he was talking about
I
some other
should've-
game.
I should
Oops,
have done it immediately.
misunderstood
I'm
that.
sorry. Whoever tipped the
That's
dollar,
funny
I'm
as
sorry.
hell.
I
Yeah,
was
he
gonna
shit
check
all
out.
over that game. He said
That's
it
on
was.
me.
He
I
said that
check
it
it right
isn't
away.
Doom.
Wait, was it Hen Pre? Hen Pre? It was Hen Pre. What
Hmm?
the fuck?
What is this?
An anime prison?
Oh wow.
It
Oh
is,
no,
look.
attractive girls. Yep, now we gotta
You're
get
in
out of
an
here.
anime
Yep.
prison.
Back button, DSP. Anime prison? Anime
Going to
prison?
for an act of
Anime
self-expression,
prison? You have
protagonist
nothing else to say,
Shuichiro must
DSP?
confront a
You have
violent
nothing else to
system
say.
and his own actions are
It's an
framed by
anime
having
prison. You guys see that?
sides. Oh my god.
Are you
I
guys
don't think I'll
seeing
be
it?
playing
It's
this
like a
one.
prison, but if it was
I
in
just
an
got a
anime.
$2 tip.
Try and
By
comprehend
Zombie
this.
Dinos.
Nah, it's this guy. Yeah, Distributed Jones will count that as well.
Zombie Dinos
He
from
said
Planet
Doom one.
Celtoid.
I remember watching him play Doom and being annoyed with how slow he was taking the game. Zombie Dinos looks fun.
Oh god.
Whoa.
It's a rad FMV adventure.
It sounds pretty rad.
Wow.
Hell yeah, look at this dinosaur. He's having the time of his life. Kick some bran.
See that video.
Alright, so let's play it,
Look,
okay?
This is the game. It's a
Also,
puppy.
this is creative, DSP. This is creative. So what exactly is your problem with it? No problem. There's no
It's
issue
gonna be
here.
fun. It's only $7. It probably, it's definitely a throwback to the 90s, right?
Yes, DSP.
Absolutely a throwback to the 90s stuff.
Yes, DSP. We understand how throwbacks work, man.
FMV, another FMV
Yeah,
game.
Lagslot, him doing so terrible at
Remember,
that
we
game
had
was
the idea for the
hilarious to
point-and-click
me. I
games
mean,
through
how
the
do you
Harvester and
how do you
stuff.
not understand the rhythm of Doom? Turn this off and play Evil Tonight. What's Evil
If you
Tonight?
scroll down a game listing, it'll say more like this.
What the hell is this?
Pyramid and Alien Escape Room.
This game looks weird.
Head Spun.
Oh yeah, DSP can't play Evil Tonight. It's got anime girls in
Horror.
it. That's a no.
Ferret Frenzy.
No.
God.
Anyway.
Very
Yeah, I
interesting.
kind of like zombie dinos.
see.
I'm going to add it to my wish list too. It looks fun.
$3 tip here. From Chocoboko, I'm willing to send you a copy of Proteus through email. I love that game. I was enjoying it. Remember we played it? I think we played it like an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe. We
I thought you
did
said you
one
didn't
night of
play
it once.
Doesn't matter.
On Game
Yeah,
Pass.
2D Resident Evil. Looks cool though.
We had a Game Pass.
Why can't he do
night,
this
like
offline?
2-3
Because he
years
has to
ago,
gauge
and I
people's
played
interest
Proteus
in
for an
things.
hour, and I
But
played another game
I
for an
say
hour.
that,
That's what it
and he
was.
doesn't actually do
And I
that.
really liked
He
Proteus.
says,
and I said
"Oh,
I would
this
get
looks
back to it,
fun," and
and then
assumes
they
you guys are
removed
going
it
to
from
pay
Game
up.
Pass. So I never went back and played it.
Dead Estate.
I would
What's
play
Dead
it, but
Estate?
here's the thing. This is a Chocoboko. Here's the thing. I don't think now is a good time, and here's why. Doom is coming out in 2 months, right? The new Doom. So you're
So
already going to have
no,
an
instead you guys should
adrenaline-fueled,
pay for me to play
action-packed,
that.
balls to the wall, FPS
Cover
coming out.
shooter.
I don't think that now would make sense
Balls
to
to
play
the wall
Proteus
cover shooter.
and then play Doom. I think it would actually take away from one or the other. Maybe I'm thinking maybe I would like.
Yeah, we could have
Proteus, don't
Doom
get me wrong,
Overload,
I
and we
actually
don't
would
want
like to
that.
play it. So maybe in the future, but I don't think it makes much sense right now.
Dead
to
Estate
be
looks cool.
honest.
My Russian friends say that DSP is a scoof, so that game is perfect for him. Okay. Think so.
Yes, Jade, we finished digging a hole. We finished it. We
Yeah,
missed the
Jade,
end.
where the hell were you?
We got to the end, and the end was kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Right,
I'm not
Master
gonna-
Beef.
not
They
gonna
should have kept
sugarcoat
the
it. It was
game
a weird
around
ending, but
forever
it
so
was-
that
it was
DSP could
entertaining, I
play it
would
whenever
say.
he wanted. That would be good business
I don't remember
sense.
if we played Deltarune or not.
I
can't
like the
remember.
stop motion on this game. This
We
looks
have
cool
bad
as
raps,
hell.
but we didn't play it yet.
You got this little lady pop in and talk about the dinosaurs. No, this game kicks ass, DSP. You should
Omori?
play this right
we looked
now.
into Omori before, didn't
And
we?
shut the hell up and play zombie dinos. What's Amori? What's this now?
I swear we looked into this one before.
Oh wow, look at these guys. Having the time of their life. Friendship, and DSP can't relate to this.
Isn't this supposed to be another one of those games that starts off one way, but then
Uh-huh.
over the course of the game, it gets increasingly creepier, weirder?
Yeah, it's a bad
darker,
game.
and by
Games
the
should
end,
only
it
be
gets a completely
uplifting.
different
Skip this
style of
one.
game. Like think Doki Doki Literature Club, right?
Yeah, that was
I
an
think that's what
that
what it's
wasn't a good
supposed to be
game
like.
because it wasn't happy. If the
Yeah.
game's not happy, we can just skip right over it. Wait, who are you talking about, Fear Monarch?
No, the problem people keep saying
Metal
fear and
Hustler?
hunger. Again, I've explained this a million times. The problem with fear and hunger is that apparently it has scenes that have extreme nudity or gore
It
that are
has,
considered
yes.
actually like too.
You can
extreme for
get
YouTube.
booty
So the only
busted
way
in
you can
that
play the
game.
game on YouTube is to flag
That's
it.
why
18+,
LTG is
meaning
such a
you can't
fan.
monetize it on YouTube. I wouldn't be able to get super chats. I wouldn't be able to put ads on it. Nothing. Okay. Or there's a mod that you can install.
So why
that's
don't you do that?
supposed to make it safe for YouTube.
Ralph
But I don't
Side
know
from
if I
Delta.
trust
Okay.
it, to be frank.
A lot of self-harm topics. Oh man, I think you should play that, DSP. One of your reviewers was talking about this recently.
I'll put this on my wish list. It
There
looks
you go.
weird.
Extreme nudity.
Mariachi Legends. but it
So
hasn't been
Bob
released
Hoskins,
yet.
extreme nudity it has its origins in the late '90s, early 2000s, where everything
To
was
be
extreme.
announced.
So imagine Spider 1 from Power Man 5000 just butt naked. That's extreme nudity. Or Bam
Looks like
Margera, he's
Castlevania.
butt naked
Does that
and he's
not
doing a
look like
kickflip or something.
Castlevania?
That's extreme
Totally
nudity.
does.
Or the
A blend of
what's his
Mexican
name?
and Japanese influence. Looks
The
unique.
Slim Jim guy, butt naked.
Gorgeous Metroidvania. Exactly. Yep. I had a feeling. Bloom Kid did a $5 super chat. Says, I wouldn't compare it to Doki Doki, but it isn't what it appears at first. It's a masterpiece.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
You have to pay money to get this shit around to him.
All right. Well, I mean, I would consider. I did put it on the list. Sure, I would put it on the list.
He and his nudity.
Okay. Blood Rain. That's a super old game, right? Murder House. People showed me Murder House before, but I don't think we looked at it. Let's see.
Mariachi Legend sounds kind of cool though.
I swear we looked at this one before.
Randy Savage. Yep, butt
Many
naked.
years ago,
Extreme
actually.
naked.
People suggested it.
Hogan out with his ass.
It's supposed to be a creepy horror game,
And he's
right?
on a half
All
pipe.
these would be great if we decided to do like a horror day or a horror night or around Halloween. Like come
Any night
October,
is a good
I
night
would love
for
to do a
horror,
series of
DSP.
streams where like
Why the hell are
maybe
people with mental
twice a
disorder on the
week we do a
internet?
late night stream of
Game
just
Master, I feel like
random
if you
horror
got
shit
rid
off
of
the
all
scene.
the mentally
Just
ill
random
people on the
games like
internet,
this.
there
I think that
wouldn't be
would
much
be
internet
excellent for
left.
Halloween month. Now
But
that
at
we have that
least to this
capability,
extent, like DSP,
I would love to do
shouldn't
that.
let this guy be that. Yo, puppet combo? Where's my puppet?
Go at it. Shadow Veil Legend of the Five
Hey,
Rings.
right, Liquid Carl? This game looks cool. I had this one added
It
as well.
literally released to yesterday.
Literally released yesterday, as opposed to conceptually. Yeah, this game looks kind of
It
hype.
looks pretty complex.
Ah,
What is
there
it?
you go. That's what deterred
Trinity
DSP.
Samurai and Bark
Strategy?
Play cards, dealt
not
with
doing any of
each
that.
run on an epic roguelike light adventure.
Yeah, this looks
In the Legend of
hype,
the
man.
Five
You're
Rings
moving your
universe,
dudes
I
around
don't
on
know
this
what that
chessboard, and you're
universe
going to
is.
activate your
Each defeat
abilities and
opens
kick someone's head
infinitely
off.
Skill tree option and more powerful cards. Huh.
Yeah.
Dark strategy. It's considered. Dark
It's very
strategy.
annoying,
It
Master
has
Beast.
a demo. So
And
you
he
know
doesn't
what?
have the
I'll add it to the wish
appreciation
list,
to
and maybe we
just
can
do a
try the
theme
demo
out
at
of
some point and see
nowhere.
if it works.
You know, because there's that joke about Christmas in July.
Dude,
Why
Nintendo
can't we
ever
have
makes a new Animal
Halloween
Crossing,
in
would my wife
April?
and I do a
Why not?
playthrough? It's
Why
a
not?
maybe. There's all these factors involved, and you have
What?
to understand that, last year was a weird year. Last year, we started off the year in one vein. We thought we were going to be doing a documentary with Mike Clone, right? My wife was dead set that she wanted to be a part of my content, and we even started off that way with her doing Q&A streams, being a part of the Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth playthrough, and then basically everything got flipped on its head. There was a lot of factors involved, personal, private stuff that we can't really talk about. And a lot of our stuff behind the scenes changed. A lot of stuff with my wife changed. And basically then it was like, it just wasn't in the cards, right? I would like nothing more than to have Kat in my content again, but I don't think she wants to be, quite frankly. Can we be very honest about it? Would you like me to be honest about it?
Yes, please.
She came on these streams a couple of times, and exactly what we said would happen happened. All the detractors, all they did was just crap on her, oh, she sounds weird. She looks weird. She seems she's uninterested. She seems tired. She seems this. She seems that. And, do you think that she wants to put up with that
She doesn't have to.
at all?
She doesn't have to look
She
at the
just
chat,
wanted to be
DSP.
here and be a part of the content.
You don't have
That's
to
it.
pay
She just
attention to the
wanted
chat,
to chill
DSP.
and relax and have a good time.
How was she
And
not
sometimes she did,
relaxing?
and
She was
sometimes
just
she
sitting
didn't.
there
It depended
basically
really on what we
dead.
were
You can't get
doing.
more
But
relaxed
I mean,
than
we did, I
that.
think, a grand total of 4 streams together, and it's been nonstop online harassment because of it. So why bother, right? Like, let's be honest here. What is the net benefit of her coming in my content?
It could be a change of pace,
When all
DSP.
it does, it opens up a shooting gallery of losers who could just take pot shots.
Yeah,
And
like
there's really
PPP.
no defense or anything we have against it, right?
Yeah, no defense. You
You have to
can't ban
understand that
anybody.
different people are impacted by things differently. You can sit here and you can insult me and my mannerisms and my looks and my gameplay or whatever, and I've been through it so many times in my life that it just rolls off me like
That's not
water
true.
off
New
the
clone.
back of a
You were
duck,
consistently
right?
bothered by it.
But honestly, for my wife, like, she comes back and she wanted to be a part of it, and basically,
I also don't think she
you
really
know,
wanted to be a part
she
of
was
it.
so angry that the
Pray for your
detractors
mother.
treated her like that again. I mean, this is the second time. Understand, this happened once years ago during a Halloween marathon,
And
and
it
then
was
a
Devin's
second
fault.
time. And on top of that, like I said, it's not even that. It's not even just that. That was definitely a factor, but things changed for us. Like, there was some personal reasons and things that happened.
I'm very
We were
invested
like,
in
so
this
we
story
can't
right now.
All right. And then by the time it's like, well, maybe you consider coming back. What's the point? Do you just want to open that Pandora's box of toxicity and harassment again? So what's, it kind of demotivates you, right? So,
You done?
it is what it is. We can't change it. You're always going to have toxic idiots on the internet, but it's kind of like, why give them what they want? You know what I mean? Why? Why feed them? Why give them more? Why give them food to feast on and have more content and be toxic about? Correct?
That's a good
So,
question, DSP.
That's
Why do you
kind
do
of
it
what
all the
happened.
time
We
then?
had one mindset of how the year was going to turn out. It definitely did not.
Why give the trolls anything?
in
It
any
says
way,
the
shape,
guy
or
who
form,
gives
and we told
trolls
all of you
things
that last year
every
was a
stream.
completely different year from what anyone expected.
Well, it was definitely different, Phil.
So it is, and now, can we also be honest?
No.
All right, so let's be a little honest
No, I can
here,
only do so much honesty, man.
okay?
All right, let's be honest.
I now have a setup in here.
Oh my God.
that's very professional compared to what I
Very
was
professional.
probably
The most professional shit you ever seen in your damn
comparably
life.
Professional to most people who
And there's
use
no
for a living,
room for my
right?
fat
I finally
cat
caught up.
wife.
But this is very much a setup for one person. I'm
On a
surrounded
Pinterest
now
box,
by
you don't
two
want to open
desks,
pal
multiple setups and things.
That's menacing.
There's really not a space for two people to sit here and be doing content
So
together.
you
know
get
what I'm
out
saying?
then.
Like, this is very much a space for a one-man
Let's be
job,
honest. Let's
right?
be honest. You want to be
And,
honest?
I got
You want to be
cameras
honest?
tracking me around and everything. You know what I mean? And I could tweak this, right?
The answer could have
I
been
could
no.
tweak this and have it be a better mic and stuff like that. I could have multiple mics. I could.
You
buy
should have
another
9
mic and have
microphones,
multiple mics,
DSP.
but it's like, if it really isn't
You
going
should
to
have
be
one
a
of those
net
ass
benefit,
microphones
if
so
actually
you
it's
can
going to
get
end
your
up being
farts on
a
that.
net negative, because it's just going to create more drama, more fuel, more toxicity, then what's the point?
Mhm. I agree, DSP. I actually
In
completely
truth,
agree with you.
and
So
again,
why do you
no
always
one
feed
really
into
knows about
this?
this stuff because we are not going to talk about it publicly. But my wife and I have enough personal stresses in our lives behind the scenes, outside of the realm of anything you guys know or see. We don't need to compile those by creating more.
Hold on a
Okay?
second,
We
DSP. I'm going to
have
count this as a
personal
new
shit that
clone
happens, is going
because
on,
what you're
but we just
seeming to
don't
suggest
need
is at odds with what
exponential
you
stress
criticize Neil
because of
Druckmann
losers
for.
on the internet.
Are you saying
So
that things could influence
why
other
position ourselves
stressors?
in that
That
situation?
doesn't seem to be what you
we
said
thought,
earlier.
hey, doing some Q&A.
I should
the
laugh
Like a
at you
Dragon
right
thing
now,
was gonna
DSP. I
work.
should
It
laugh
didn't
at you
actually. The Like a
for
Dragon
saying
didn't
that
work.
online
And then by the time that
bullying
we
could
had other
bother
ideas of
you.
things we wanted
Remember
to do,
that?
then some stuff happened and we couldn't do them. And then after that, it was like,
Yeah.
sucks.
Divorce coin up. I think
So,
health coin. If I really have to pick one or the other, I think
So there
health
you
coin
go.
because it seems
It is
more.
what it is. It's not that we don't want to do
It
stuff,
seems
but we
more
don't
likely
want to
that this
give
dude and that chick is falling
power
apart.
for more stress and more harassment to losers on the internet. So what's the point, right?
I want someone to go in this chat and say, "So, do you finally understand what Neil Druckmann was talking about?" and then get banned. Yep, I agree. Okay, so
Yeah,
Cat's
but
banned
we've
forever.
talked about this a million times, man. We have. We've already talked about this a million times, And don't worry, because no one's ever going to know. It's our personal shit. We're never going to talk about it publicly.
This
But we
person, all
already
they
talked
said
about
was,
it
"You
last
probably
year in
shouldn't
a
keep bringing
general
this
sense,
up." You can not bring this
Okay.
up, DSP. You know I have to.
No, see, I disagree. Dunsfelter says, I think if you did the Mike Klum documentary,
Yeah,
it
what
would've been
stress? You
great.
never leave the
You would've
house.
captured a
Exactly.
few
That's the
months of
stress. Is we
community
can't get
service,
out.
the
Cat
positivity
blocks
and
the door.
improvements. Wrong. If I did the Mike Klum documentary then, I would have been the next one right after Boogie. And despite the fact that the documentary would have been a different documentary, it would have been treated just like the Boogie documentary because of the direct association. And
Not.
quite frankly,
You
if
said
that
at the
had
time
happened,
that wouldn't be
I
the
don't think
case,
Kino
DSP.
Casino would
So
have
nope.
ever given me a chance. I think the casino gave me a chance because I wasn't doing interviews. I
That's
wasn't doing a
it.
documentary.
That's
I
what
was
drew
not
them in.
granting that
The thing that
access.
you just assume is
And
the
then when I
case.
said, hey, I
Okay.
want to go on your show, let's hang out or whatever. And we, they had that access. They had that exclusivity to see the real me. And it blew up into something positive, right? That's why.
Not
If I did the
really.
Mike Klum documentary and then everyone's like, haha, it's a joke documentary and he's a joke just like Boogie, then no one
You
would have
are a
cared.
joke, Philo.
I think I made the ultimate best choice, quite frankly.
Definitely.
be-
Yeah,
can
no
I
one
also
thinks
be
you're a
honest?
joke.
Isn't it kind of suspect now that we are over a year after?
Oh, good call, Trevin.
Over a year. And Mike Klum has not been seen or heard from and has not put out another documentary. When I was working with him, he was telling me that
Because
was
he probably
working on
figured out that it was
multiple
pointless
documentaries, and he was even
to
telling me the
engage with
people involved,
dumbasses
and the
like
people
you.
involved were interesting people. Like they were going to be more positive documentaries. Okay. And then basically,
Thankfully, it's not a joke now, huh?
we broke it off and weren't going to do it. And then all of a sudden, I
Thankfully,
find
everyone
out, he's working
respects
on a
Phil now.
documentary on EDP. What? EDP? Yeah, he never mentioned that to me. And if he had mentioned that to me, I'd be like, dude, do you want me to be sandwiched between Boogie and EDP?
Yeah, because it's kind of you, man. You're a
I've
loser.
done nothing. I literally have done absolutely nothing compared to those two. And you're going to wedge me between them like I'm associated? You know, get the fuck out of here is what I would have told him.
Well, DSP, you talk about this all the time, how when have I ever done anything as bad as this person? That's not necessary to say that you're a bad person too, Phil.
I don't know. I feel like I really,
people could
really
not
dodged a
murder
bullet there,
people
quite
and still be
frankly. I
bad
do.
people,
I
believe
feel
it or
like
not.
That was a situation that would have been
It
really
might
bad,
shock Phil to
quite
know
frankly.
that, but it's true.
Have a good night, Vietnamese comrade.
We went from browsing Steam to heavy cope real quick. Yeah, because he finally got on a subject he wanted to talk about, how much of a victim he is. That always takes priority.
All right, I guess we're done looking at games.
I
We've
guess
found a
so.
bunch of them, though,
You're
right?
done anyway.
Yeah, I'm just kind of tired of looking at games.
Yeah, all
Let's
this
just chill
fun
for a little
stuff.
longer.
Let's
We got
just
like
kick
23
it
minutes we
until
can
you
just
guys
hang
give me
out,
enough
okay?
money.
Let's do that. All right, let me turn this off. Oh my God, excuse me.
Goodness gracious, dude. Didn't Mike Bloom fly out on his own dime to meet Phil? So he made Mike waste money?
That's what
Exactly.
I wanted to do.
And I think that probably contributes to why
now,
Mike
are
didn't
you
want to keep
kidding
doing.
me?
Oh my goodness
Now
gracious.
this camera malfunctioned. You can't make this up.
Oh my goodness, this dude's a
Now
loser.
this camera malfunctioned when we weren't paying attention.
There's the rest of our content for the night.
Dude, this is ridiculous at this point.
So because DSP was
It's absolutely
popular amongst
ridiculous.
other retards, that means the internet has changed
Why
their
the
mind about
cameras are
him?
malfunctioning?
Then how
again,
come
I
you
don't
can
know. I
point
have
to all
no
these
clue.
different
I don't know what's
recent
causing
events
it.
of people
It ain't
making
me.
fun of DSP
Camera just
outside of the
malfunctioned again,
DSP
which probably
verse
got
or
to
outside of
unplug
the
and
detractor
replug it.
verse, and he just hand waves that away? Because those
really
aren't
have
real
no
people.
idea what's causing
The
it.
only people who actually exist
Quite
are the ones
honestly.
who like me. Yeah, like Kino Casino. They love Phil.
Let's see if it stays on.
Professional
If it
setup.
stays on, I'm going to hang
There you
out with
go.
you guys. Actually, let me take the chair cover off now. We're done with that.
Why do you keep taking it on and off? You should just leave it on. It doesn't make any difference.
I don't know why the cameras turn off. I have no clue.
I don't know. It's clearly Minovsky
shouldn't.
particle interference.
Again, they shouldn't. There's literally
Right,
no reason
Ramen,
for
for
it.
sure.
It's got to be a hardware failure somewhere along the line.
It's
And
definitely
I
got
have
to
a
be
hard time
something, man.
believing it's the cameras. Or else, why would anyone use these cameras?
I
If they
can't,
just
I'm
habitually
getting
turn
kind of
themselves off
pissed.
for
I
no reason?
hate hearing
So
about
I
the
think
damn
that
cameras
it's
all the damn time.
either-
We get it, Phil.
it's my
Your
PC,
shit's
the
not working.
motherboard, something
Moving
is
on,
up.
man. We get it. You have nothing to discuss except for how you're a victim and how your technology isn't working and how everyone loves you. You're simultaneously the biggest victim, but also everyone loves and respects you now.
All right.
Somehow these two things exist at the same time. You're hated by the internet, but everybody loves you. The Kino
let's hang
Casino
out for a
brought
little
positivity.
bit. Let's
Okay,
just
we
chill
heard
for a
that,
little bit.
man.
We got
I'm
half
sorry.
an
I'm
hour
getting
to
pissed
hang
with
out.
all
Hey,
the
guys,
repetition.
the leaderboard's not up for some reason. What happened here? Oh, here we go. I had the
There we
wrong
go.
thing
Much
up.
better. Now you guys can see my
There we go.
money.
That's what I wanted to go to.
And you can see that it's
We're
low.
close to our goal. Look where we are. We're at 90 something, right? What are we at?
Come on, guys. We could get this.
Guys, we're at $94. I'll stick around for half an hour. Let's get to the goal.
I think so,
All right, let's
Cardinals.
get a few more subs.
I think that DSP
Let's
does
get,
have some sort of
A
advanced
couple quick super
amnesia.
chats, a few memberships.
He's got some sort of
We can
brain
do it. We can
damage.
hit the goal right now.
We
And then
fucking
we're at
destroyed him to
43
the
and
point that
climbing.
we got to see him
And we're
do
getting
something
closer and closer.
we thought
all
he
right?
would never happen. Yeah, the admit to the WWE
All right.
Champions thing.
Ready? Let's go. Let's start recording. Alrighty, everyone. So
All
what's
right,
going
YouTube
on?
activated.
Phil here with a little impromptu chill stream because we finished an indie game tonight on the late night chill indie stream. It was called A Game About Digging a Hole.
Yeah, it was thrilling.
And it was fun. The ending
Yeah,
was
it was,
weird
it
and
was a
quirky.
blast, man.
It was a fun game. Check out the playthrough. It'll be live tonight.
Can't wait to play the
And we
sequel.
actually spent about a half an hour.
But you
looking
guys are
at
going to have to
this
support
potential game.
first. I'm
we
just going
wish
to kick
listed
back and
quite
close
a
my
bunch
eyes.
of them,
Nothing's happening on
But
screen.
we just didn't have time to play them. So I said,
This dude's
all right, let's save
boring.
these for future indie nights. All right. But in the
So
meantime,
what is all
now,
that
we're
about
just gonna
Cat,
relax for a
though?
little
So
bit,
Cat
hang
has
out a
some
little bit
sort of
like
health
Chill
issue, I
Q&A,
imagine.
and, hang out session.
Something's going
So
on back
let's
there.
see what everyone wants to talk about
I
here
heard
tonight. And we're actually
a
very
pretty
close to
good
hitting our
reminder
goal.
that
It'd be
there's
great if
always
we
the
hit our funding
possibility
goal
that
tonight,
nothing is
since we
happening
are
with
so
DSP.
close, okay?
That all of this is a ruse to draw people towards
So what is
him
what's
and
on everyone's
pity him.
mind?
Because that is the
What would you
narrative
guys
he
like to
wants.
chat
He
about
wants a
tonight? If you
narrative
have
where
something to
he's
talk about, please tag
perpetually
me
the
in the
victim
chat,
and perpetually
and
on
let's
some
see
sort of
what
losing
everyone
end of the
wants to chill
equation.
about.
He wants there to
And
be
every
drama
question, I will
behind the
alternate
scenes because then he
cameras.
can use that to excuse himself from
That's what I will
anything.
do. I will alternate cameras each
And
question. How does that sound?
because of that, it's always suspect whenever
Sounds
he
like a
says
plan,
something
right?
like, "Well, we got
Okay,
things
so
going
here
on
we go.
behind the
First
scenes. We
question.
got so much
Did I
stress
check
right
out
now."
the thing? It got
And
remastered.
we've seen what
I
stresses
know
this
of the
guy
thing
out.
video game. I never
Having
played
to
it.
go out and
I know
get
it came out, but
food
it came out at a
stresses
time
this
when there was
dude
a lot of
out.
other games out.
Having to
So I actually
grocery
didn't
shop stresses this guy
really
out.
look
So
into it,
what could be
and no one
stressing
really
this
asked for
dude
it
out?
after.
His
If people were
house
interested in
exploded?
it at some
I
point,
don't
yes, I
know.
would check it out, but hasn't really been in demand
But yeah,
recently.
we the
Okay?
trolls chased off Cat once again. If Cat was
Okay.
such a
The friendly gremlin asks, I
if
can't
Cat
make
was
out that
so
thing in your
interested in being
background.
involved in all
Can you tell
this,
me what it
why the
is?
hell was she so miserable the whole time?
This is soundproofing memory foam. Soundproofing foam
Friendly
from
Gremlin,
Elgato.
you
That's
know
what this is
this.
on the
Quit
back
being
wall. Is
annoying.
that what you're talking about? What are you talking about?
He's talking
Mikey?
about the 6-color
You have to
thing.
be
He
more
mentions
clear.
it
I
right
have no
there in
idea
the
what you're
chat,
speaking of.
dickhead. He's explaining it right there in the
You're
chat,
talking about
dickhead.
back here? Replica
No.
microphone. My
No.
Divum Pixu 64 frame. My crown. I'm not sure what you mean.
The thing that he described
So if you
earlier.
clarify, let me know. The 6-colored thing leaning in the background next to the Legos. Oh, the pin set. Sure,
Yeah,
hold
the
on.
thing that he mentioned earlier. It's right there. I'm looking at it. Oh, but this guy can only scroll up to find
I
someone
showed
who
this off at the
insulted
very
him. But
beginning
this
of the
thing,
month.
oh, he couldn't
This
see
is a
that.
Nintendo pin set of Super Mario Brothers.
Looks lame.
Featuring characters,
Looks
power-ups,
lame.
and all kinds of things from the original game. It is an exclusive Club Nintendo reward from 2011, so it's
Holy
14
shit! So
years
there's
old.
probably only 3
The
of
only
these
way
ever
you can
made.
get this is if you bought so many Nintendo products
Yeah, I think
in
so.
the year
I
of
think so,
2011,
Excalibur. I
and
think
you
that
saved
Cat
up all
has
of
to
your
have some
Club
sort of health
Nintendo
issues.
points. At the end
Because
of the
also
year,
that weight
they would
gain
give
was
you
pretty
a
rapid.
ginormous reward.
I can understand
Okay?
gaining that
And this
amount
was
of
the
weight
reward
over,
that they
say,
gave me.
several years, maybe 10 or 15 years. Because yeah, you get
As you
fat.
can see, you got
It does
Mario,
happen,
you've
man.
got the
But
Goomba,
she
the
got fat
coin, the
quick.
beetle. I forget what it's
And getting
called.
fat that quick,
Hammer
it does
Brother
damage to your
Luigi,
body.
the turtle. You've got these. What's the name
Oh, we
of the
get to see
Spiny dude? I forget
DSP's
his name.
wallpaper
Cheap
here,
Bullet
or
Bill.
desktop.
The Squid Dude, Lakitu, Toad, the Power Up Mushroom, the 1-Up Mushroom, the Flying Turtle, the Turtle Shell,
DSP had to beg her to
the
do one
Star
stream. There was a
Power-Up,
stupid
the
kids game
Fire
stream
Flower
where he
Power-Up,
answered
and the
all
Piranha
of her
Plant.
questions for her in a baby
There
voice.
you go.
Yeah. And we've
And it's
seen
a
how this guy
deluxe pin
never
set
recognizes that
that,
anything is his fault.
is,
On a
it's in the
small
collector's,
scale, on a
like,
big
packaging.
scale, on an overt scale,
Okay.
on a
And that's it. You can't. They
subtle
never
scale.
sold it. It was only for people who were part of Club Nintendo. It was the only way you
Wow.
could get it. Even,
Holy
look, that's a
shit,
little,
dude.
like,
You're probably
Mario
drowning
with
in
the
all
flag
kinds of ass
on
with
one
that.
side. It's pretty darn neat.
It's hype,
Mario
man.
and Friends pin badges, official Club Nintendo collection.
Ooh.
I have absolutely no idea if it has any value, but it was never sold. So it really is kind of a neat knick-knack collectible from back in the day. And I found it in my closet. And I
Now,
was
are
like,
you
oh,
a stupid idiot for
cool.
having that there?
I'll bring it out
Because
with
I'm a
this one
stupid
for
idiot
a
for having
background,
games behind me.
Decoration. Why
Oh,
not?
but this helps you
Put it
know
out
that
as
I'm a
part of
fan
my
of
decor for the
Nintendo.
room. So there you
Okay.
go.
Except you're not. She wasn't Prego, yeah. That was important to bring up.
There we are. Perfect. Okay.
But I think
Did I ever see the Chucky movies? I saw a few of them.
I think
haven't
it's
seen all
wild
of them,
that
but I
he's
saw a
blaming
few.
us again because, dude, we saw how Kat was responding to all this. She was not having fun. She was not having a good time.
Why would Neil
So
Druckmann not
DSP
do a
can
Last of
never
Us 3
accept
and
that
make
something
that
is his
goofy
fault,
space
or
game
even
that's
that he
gonna flop?
contributed
Because
to the
Neil
problem.
Druckmann is not
Not
a good
only
game
is he
director.
not to blame,
I don't know
but
why
I
people
had
can't figure this
nothing to
out.
do with it.
The games that he's associated
It's-
with that were hits, he didn't
I'm willing to
actually direct
bet that
or
DSP
or
did
really
not
were in
make it a
charge
fun
of.
experience for
You know,
her.
you're talking
And
about
so she
Uncharted.
left.
That wasn't him. That was Amy Hennig.
Same
right?
thing
And then
when
she
she
quit.
first left.
And then he had to
wasn't a fun
scurry
experience for her.
to make the Uncharted 4 because basically she ditched his ass because she didn't want to do anything with him anymore. Like she hated his guts, basically, you know. And then you had all the other games that he made, like Last of Us 1, he did not make. He claims he did, but
we're
why
talking
is
about
The
this
Last of Us
again.
1 and 2 so dramatically different in tone and direction and writing? It's obvious he didn't write it. So I feel like Last of Us 3, if it came out, it would flop. I think this new game he's making is going to flop. And I think Last of Us Season 2 is going to flop. Because, again, like I said on the podcast this morning, public opinion has flipped. At one point, 5+
If
years
public
ago,
opinion
the
flipped,
whole
why was it
left liberal
still
woke
that way
ideology
back
was
then?
mainstream popular. All the movies were going towards it. TV was going
Be on
towards
my
it.
way to
Everything.
ruin my life.
Now, we have seen
he kind of looks like
a
Mega
flip of the
Man.
coin. We have
He's got
seen
the
a
Mega
turning of
Man
the
running
pendulum.
posture.
It's gone the other
He's
way.
got the gout toe.
And now we've got
I like
trumpet
it.
power.
Damn, he's
got
got some big old
worldwide.
boulders now.
Conservatives are becoming more powerful. It's a
That's
flip of
fun.
society. This happens
Good
all
work.
the time. Every 5 to 10 years, you see a big flip culturally in the world. So his time is over.
So
His
then
time
why
to
was he
push his
criticized back
agendas and
then
make
if that
those
was
games
where the
about them is
pendulum
over.
was, DSP?
There's no
It's
one
not
who's gonna
making
run out
any
and buy
sense,
his
man.
game
You don't
now
put any thought
because
into your
he
statements
has,
whatsoever.
you know,
And it's obvious.
progressive themes. No one cares about
Progressive
that anymore. We just
themes
want
like
good
the
games.
existence of gay people. That Nintendo pin collection is only worth about $25. Well, there you go. How about that for prestige?
That's true.
This
The
is why he
Switch
has
2
no friends,
Direct is
exactly.
almost upon us, is it not? Is it? When is it? When is the Switch 2 Direct? 4/2? 4/4?
Got your Switch too.
I'm excited for it. I want to see what they have in store for us. And I really hope
He's got the
for
Mega Man
once the
helmet
console will be
haircut. Yeah,
powerful
kind of.
enough to kind of hang.
He's got
I
that
don't know if it will, but
central
I want to
section
see
there. Yeah.
Mario and Zelda and Mario Kart running at great graphics for once.
Oh, graphics.
Because now I have the capability
Oh,
to
yeah,
capture
the
and
graphics,
stream
man.
the great graphics.
That's
so
what's
I want them to
important.
be good.
Because that's
And I
what
wanna get
keeps
this
the
thing
money out of
and cover
DSP's
it for you
hand. Is
guys. I
bad
hope it comes out during
graphics.
the summer, not the fall. Hope it comes
Only
out
when
during
he's
the
playing
summer.
high
I guess we'll
definition
see.
games where I can see the character's pores do I feel like parting with my money. This dude's stupid beyond stupid, man. Graphics. This guy prides himself as some sort of gamer. That's what's important as a gamer is graphics. That's a minority opinion, DSP. Most people don't
But
give a
everything
shit
to put
about
in my chat
graphics.
on screen for when I do a Q&A session, I could do it. It's simple. I could do it right now. I've showed you
I'm
guys
not going
before.
to
I know how
because
screen
toxic
capture.
people
I
are
can
going to
toss
say
it on
funny
screen right
things.
now. The problem is if I were to do that, immediately trolls would join my chat with these stupid sock accounts and start saying nasty things so they get attention on the stream.
Yep,
So that's why I
exactly,
don't.
Trevin.
Same reason why I don't have text to speech.
They have
Same
very
reason why there's no
liberal
messages in the
things in
pop-ups. Did you
Last of
notice that?
Us,
The
like
pop-ups have names but no messages.
weed
Because we've tried it
and
all, and the trolls always
homosexuality.
try to take it over, and there's no point in giving them
They
power.
really didn't
So that's
discuss
why I don't do
anything
that.
liberal in Last of Us because there's not a whole lot of political leanings in the game. It's just all
I received a
zombie
$2 tip
punching.
from Chocoboko. I understand what you're saying. Doom is coming soon. I'm looking forward to that.
DSP is
I'll still send it anyways, since you like Proteus, and it's nice to have it.
DSP
Hey,
is proof of
I
the
would
power of
accept it.
marketing.
Proteus looked like a great game to me, and I totally wanted
All
to
you
play
have to
it,
tell
and we just
people
never
is,
got
yeah,
around
the
to it,
game
and by the
has
time I
great
wanted to, it was
graphics
off
and they'll
Game
buy
Pass.
it. And that's not true.
I
It's
would
just a
gladly
cynical
accept that
perspective.
gift.
But
Guys,
DSP
we're
kind
at
of shows that.
$96 to support. We got about 15
If you have
minutes
good
left on the
graphics,
stream.
DSP is already
So if you want to
interested.
help me hit
Shitty
my
story,
goal
man, I'll
and get
consider
us
that
closer
later.
to our very fun
Oh, look at the
Five Nights
graphics.
at
Oh, look
Freddy's
at the graphics.
torture marathon next week. Please support the stream. I mean, we are such a big chunk towards the goal.
And
Let's
graphics
not
can
let
be a
it slip
hindrance
by and
for
slip through our
artistic
fingers,
expression. There's that
okay?
game that I showed you guys not too long ago that looks like a vintage PlayStation 1 game. I think it looks mad hype. I'm
Neano Live,
excited
we
to play
talked
it
about
whenever it
this,
comes
about
out.
possibly having this camera
DSP would say that it's
look at my
outdated.
joystick
I'll
to
tell you
have
the
me
name of the game.
show my inputs when I play fighting games. The problem is if I do that, I don't have a face cam
That's fine.
because this is currently my
It's called
face
Krieg's
cam,
Front
too.
Tactics.
So do you just want to stare at inputs the whole stream?
Yes, please.
Or do you actually want to see me react?
I would rather see
Right
the
now, it
inputs.
seems like people are more apt to care about reacting.
There you go.
Not many people who
There
actually
you go.
watch me
Input
do
cam
fighting games
deleted.
are apt at the technical aspects of
You
it
guys thought
to
you were
see
going to
my
catch me
inputs and
being
judge them.
stupid with my
Most people
inputs?
who want to see it are
Think
dumbass
again.
trolls who think they know anything and don't, but they'll
Oh.
try to micro-analyze it, and then they'll actually act like they know something, even though they don't.
But there's data right
you know,
there.
I don't really think it would serve much of a purpose. If I had 3 cameras, so we could do a face cam here and the joystick, yes, but I'm already having issues just having 2 cameras work. So I don't think that the 3
Okay,
cameras
so
is a really good
detractors would
idea,
have
is
all
me.
this stupid information that they don't know what they're talking about, except that your data would be right there, your controller would be right there. We could see the
There
inputs
was a
right
question over here
there.
about tournaments, but I missed
But
it.
instead, this dude wants to say, "You guys heard me press it. You heard me press it." What
What's
I
Kat
hear you
currently
press?
playing? She's been playing
What I hear you press?
Zoo
DSP?
Simulators.
You could
She
be
played
playing.
Zoo
You could be
Tycoon,
pressing
and now I
any
think she's
button.
playing the other one, which is
I
like
don't know what
Minute
you're doing.
Zoo. She's
You
been
could
trying to
play
get into
any
like
sort of move.
different simulator games that are like chill fun because she really likes animals.
You do
So
have
she's
3
trying to
cameras
do
too,
stuff
but let's
like
go ahead and
that right
count
now.
that
There's
as
really
well.
nothing else out that interests her. Dumpy Koala asks, your first fighting game tournament back in the day, what got me into it? Actually,
Being an asshole.
I'll try to
Tower of
abridge the
Tears on
story.
your
I've
wish
told this
list?
story
Okay.
before at length, but it's a long story. So back in the day, I used to go to a local arcade.
Mhm.
And there was a lot of people there who were my regular friends and you know rivals and stuff. But there was a kid there whose name is T. Carter, and
Mhm.
he was
What
always
happened to that
better
guy?
than me. Okay,
Okay,
we were
well, I have this.
close in skill level, but he was always just an edge above. As he started to
Yeah,
get
'cause
older,
he was cheating.
He started to travel and go to
He
tournaments.
was
while I never
abusing
aspired to do
lag.
anything like that. I didn't even really know about the tournament scene. I only knew about playing locally at my local arcade. So
And you
he
killed him.
started
Yeah,
traveling
exactly, Bob. Let's
with
skip to
other
that part. You
people,
killed him.
notably someone else whose name was
I'm
Scott. who was
slandering
much
you, Phil.
older
You
than us.
killed
We
him.
were young teenagers, but he was like almost, in his 20s, early 30s. But he was heavily into competitive Street Fighter. He knew the top players. He would travel and go to these tournaments and, kind of share hotel rooms. And we would play Super Turbo, and everyone knew him. So he got T into going to tournaments. And then later on, T was trying to convince me to go to tournaments.
I'm
He was
sure
like, "Dude,
T
you
said
totally
maybe
gotta
3
go
words to this
because
dude in his
it's
whole
fun.
life.
You meet all these people from all over the country or whatever."
T had a
So,
single conversation
finally,
with
in the late
Phil,
90s,
and that's because
I
Phil
kinda
had him
made the
kind of
decision
cornered, and that's
that
it.
I was going to probably start going to tournaments, and then T. Carter lost
Well, I
his
thought
life.
he couldn't talk about T without
And
breaking
it was
down.
really traumatic to everyone in the
Yeah.
community in Connecticut. It was murder. And eventually I kind of said, I want to see what it was that he had been talking about for so long. I never really had any aspirations to be
We
a good
shared
tournament
hotel
player.
rooms. Ooh.
But he had just, you could see when he talked about being in a tournament, the passion in his eyes, how he was like a spark lit in him. And it was more than just playing the games at a local arcade, but instead,
And DSP definitely
made him
has
feel
that
like
same
it was
spark.
some meaning to all the work that we had put into learning these
When I
games.
think of DSP, I
And
think
so
passion.
because of that,
I
decided
think
to start
this
traveling.
guy loves
when I
video
did,
games.
I
That's why he
totally
shits
understood.
on them all the
I
time,
was like, wow,
and is
meeting people
completely
from all over
unfair in his
the
judgments
planet,
about
quite
him.
frankly. All walks of life, different cultures, different backgrounds, but we all have a commonality of a desire to play
All
this game
because Phil wouldn't
competitively
give
and
him a
to
ride
learn
home.
different strategies and to share in each other's life experiences. It was really cool. At the end of the day, win, lose, or draw, to shake your opponent's hand and say, good game.
You don't do that, Phil.
Pretty interesting stuff.
You shit
I'll
on
say that.
every
So,
opponent. You
honestly,
couldn't do
that's what
that
got
with
me into
Evil
it. It
AJ.
wasn't
You
like I
couldn't
had
say
heard
good
about top
games. You
players
won
and I
those
wanted to
ones.
be like
Couldn't do
them,
it.
or I aspired to be a tournament winner and it was going to change
You
my
have
life. It was
no
actually
sort of
just my
respect for
friend
your opponents
at my local
ever.
arcade who told me about it, and I
Any
said, I
person who
want to
beat
check
you
it
is a
out
piece
for
of
myself
shit.
because of the
Did
word of
T
mouth.
have that same
When he
attitude?
passed away,
Did you pick it
kinda
up from him?
inspired me
Yeah,
to
every
go that
time T
extra step
lost, he
and
would
go
flip
actually
out
start
and
checking out
T-pose and
tournaments to see what it
pre-stream
was
how
all
your
about.
win didn't count. And DSP, he picked up that mantle. After T died and that horrible bus shooting, the bus shot him, he
How do I
decided to
think
keep
RGG
that
should handle
going.
Kiryu after the ending of
Shitting on your
Infinite Wealth?
opponents for no
I don't know,
reason.
because they really retconned the whole spin-off game. I mean, literally, Infinite Wealth completely undoes the entire
Lame ass. Get
plot
this dude out of here.
of
Wait, did this guy really
Yakuza,
die
the
because
man
Phil
with
didn't
no
give him a
name,
ride
or
home? I
whatever it's
think
called,
so. I
as
think
if
that
the
was the
game
notion, is that
definitely
he
didn't matter at
feels
all,
guilt because he could have
right?
given him a rideome.
So I
Which,
don't know what they're going to do.
I mean, it's cruel, but
actually. I
yeah,
really
you
have no
could have
clue.
saved him, Phil. Who knows?
I feel like they can't kill Kiryu. Kiryu is like their biggest guy. Yes, they now have Ichiban, but I feel like Kiryu still is their top guy. And now they kind of have two. And now that the whole Lost Judgment
Here's
thing is
what
happening, and it
happened.
looks
Phil
like
asked
Judgment
T
may
if he
not
wanted to come
continue
over
as
to
a
his
series.
place,
They're
and T
kind of
was like,
back to the
nope, I have a
drawing board
tournament
with
this
only
weekend.
one franchise again.
And
I
DSP
think
was
that
saying,
he's gonna
what's
be
so
around for a long
important that
time,
you
even
wouldn't
though
want to
like
hang
that was
out
gonna
with
be the end
me?
of him. I think they're gonna basically retcon the whole thing.
Okay, DSP. I wasn't really paying attention to that rant. It was stupid. I don't think so, Excalibur.
Yeah, they are.
And there
that's
always
correct,
is the
Dark Maggot. They're starting a
possibility.
new
There
IP.
always is the
That's
possibility
going to
that
be in a different
DSP
era, right?
misinterpreted the
Past was like
entire
more medieval,
scenario. It could very
Japan,
well be that
and it looks like it could be
I
interesting.
was about to say
It's
Mr.
not the
T.
same characters and everything, right?
Senor T barely even talked
Uh-huh.
to Phil. It could very well be that. But for some reason, DSP latched onto him in some crazy, bizarre way.
All right,
And so when
guys,
T was
last 10
killed,
minutes.
DSP
So
took it
last chance,
personally,
tag
even
me in
though
the
it
chat if you have
didn't
some
involve him
questions.
at all.
And last chance if you want to support.
That's
and
the
have us hit
fun
this
of
goal tonight,
DSP's
we can get to
narratives.
43
It could very
and be
well
on
be
our way
that
towards our
everything
goal
that
of
he
this
says is
marathon, of
100%
Five
a
Nights at
lie.
Freddy's. It would be great if we
And
hit it
more
tonight.
often than not,
It's not the end of the
that's
world
the
if we don't.
case.
But man, we already got this far with only around 50 to go. It would make sense to hit it.
It
So
could very well be
if anyone
that
was
T
holding off
never
or waiting,
existed.
now would
You
be the
know?
time to contribute. And thank you to everyone who has already. Can I name the 5 power rings from Captain Planet?
Yeah. Earth, fire, wind, water, heart.
and heart.
There you go. I beat you. Ha! Get that ass banned.
And that was Mati. No,
Wheeler.
it was Kwame.
Wheeler.
Let me see. Earth was Kwame. Fire was Wheeler. Wind
Linka.
was...
Linka.
Dang, I forgot her name.
Linka.
Russian girl.
Well, they never really established that
Water
she's Russian. I believe they said she's from Eastern Europe.
The Asian girl. And Heart was Mati. I forgot their girls' names.
I think it's Mai or something like that. I never understood why some of the Planeteers needed a source to use their power. Like the water lady, she always had to draw from a water source, but Wheeler never had to
I
draw
don't do
from
react streams
fire.
anymore. No, we don't. We stopped doing the mime resolution. We did them for 2 straight years, and basically people got real tired of them. Then I tried to do a long form react. People didn't like that either. So
Nope.
I said, I do still react to content, but usually it's just me reacting
Usually
to like
badly.
game trailers
Gee,
or something
okay.
quick
Use
on
one.
my podcast. And
You're
I
a
don't
Russian
do
spy.
a
You're
full-time
not doing
show
a
of
good
it.
job. No, T was real. He was shot after looking at some guy's dick. It sounds like a Cumtown sketch.
Lullafill of Light, here's the deal.
Uh-oh.
With the new games like this, like he's asking, if I didn't play Monster Hunter Wilds because it looked like it didn't work with my audience now, would I play it later when things calm down? You got to strike these games when the iron is hot.
That's why DSP
If I was going to play Monster Hunter
typically
Wilds,
doesn't.
it had to be at the launch of Monster Hunter Wilds. Playing it 6 months after,
Sure,
no
Gray
one's
Fox,
going to
let's
give two
count
shits. At least if I played it at launch, I'd get
Okay, this is also a new clone. DSP has consistently
But I
played games
tried the
late.
demo. It didn't work. No exaggeration. Tonight, I've had
She
more
could have got
attendance,
water from the
more
air.
engagement,
Exactly.
and more
If it was
support than I
superhuman,
did
okay.
during the Monster Hunter demo.
If Guy was in Alabama,
played a
she would
game
be
about digging
invincible
holes
because she could just draw
and
water
just
from
chill
the
with you
entire
guys.
atmosphere.
So there's just certain games that don't work for my streams. Sadly, Monster Hunter is one of them.
Nope.
I guess my audience has some kind of a weird bias against it.
Yep.
Don't ask me
You know what? They're
why,
racist
but
against
I
it.
can't make people like Monster Hunter, even if I do.
I, the
nothing I
streamer,
can really do
cannot
about
make
it.
people enjoy my content. Well, there's your failing, buddy. What power did Heart Ring give you? Heart Ring was weird in that honestly, of all the rings, it'd probably be the one I'd want, and it was the ability to
Yes, I've been to a
communicate with
casino
animals.
before,
Because I
several
want to be able to tell my dog, dude,
Sometimes
I
for
know
gambling,
it's time
sometimes
to
just
eat
'cause I was
dinner.
in
Just give
Vegas
me
for Evo.
10 minutes, all right? No, we can't go on a walk. It's pouring rain outside.
Yes, we've watched trailers of South of Midnight coming to Game Pass, and I am
I
interested
remember
in it,
when
and
I
I will
played
be giving it a
TCG
shot.
competitively, I would
Hopefully
always
it's
give
a good
people
game
rights to
that is
tournaments
worth
or
everyone's
locals.
time.
Also, T was real because I think Rambo and Howard
No
gave a
plans
shit
on
about
playing
his
Zelda's
reaction.
Echoes of Wisdom.
No,
No, we were
definitely,
gonna play it in the
definitely
fall.
T.
I was
T.
mentioning it to
T-
everyone.
Definitely
and people
T
were kinda, like,
existed.
not very
But what I
into
was,
it.
you know,
And
I was
so
getting
said,
around to
well,
saying that
let's
DSP
skip
is
it and
just
let's
such
see
an
what everyone has to
unreliable
say after
narrator.
it's out for like a week, and maybe
Do you
people
see
want it then, and no
Cumtown
one
drop their
mentioned
final
it.
episode the other
So
day? No.
I totally would have played it.
Check it out.
Yes, I'll be drinking
Man,
during
I'm
the 50
stuttering a
Goals
lot tonight. I
Marathon.
need to drink some water.
He says you should get some Guinness. When is St. Patrick's Day? I have no idea. What is the date?
Can
of
we
St.
hold
Patrick's
hands?
Day?
Only if we skip merrily.
Let's see.
It's true, Banana Jones. He's basically forced us to enjoy
17.
games sometimes.
Monday the 17th is the date of St. Patrick's
What do you
Day.
think T would think about you now, Phil? Do you think T would be
Well,
impressed with you? Well, obviously,
we're
because he's
likely gonna
dead.
be
DSP can
doing
fill in the
the
narrative
marathon way
however he
before.
needs to.
If you
If
look at
T
the-
were
the
alive
dates,
right now,
so
he would
right now
think
we're at
all the
42
detractors are
goals, say we need
stupid,
8 more.
and he would be
We may hit
very
one
pro
tonight.
Phil.
Again, it would be great if we did because we're so close already. It would be a shame at 96 out of 150 to not hit it when we're 2/3 of the way there already.
Yeah, come on,
So again,
guys.
please, guys, last second,
Come
if you
on.
want to support the stream,
No,
I'm
you're
about
cool,
to get out
Cardinals.
of here. Okay. So we need to hit 8 more, right? And
I
if you
do
the
like the
math,
idea that none
let's
of
say
these
that we hit a
people
couple
exist.
tomorrow. Let's say that we hit
And
a couple on Friday.
what
so
it
that's 4.
is
So then we need
DSP
4
goes
more.
into a
So we
fugue
could
state
potentially
and
do it around the
dresses
middle of
up like
next
these
week,
people.
But that's almost a whole week.
For
before St.
example,
Patrick's Day,
his
right?
aunt that had gout and
So
died, that was just DSP in a wig.
I guess we'll
T,
see.
that was DSP in blackface. Cat, that's also DSP, but through the use of editing, it makes it look like there's 2 people in the room.
By the way, is it possible to download and install the Suikoden collection now? Because I did pre-buy it.
Suikoden collection
but
now?
Twitch says it's not available yet.
Yeah, I'll count that along with the
No.
Banana Jones mentioned that, Trevin.
I guess I'm just gonna have to do it in the morning. I'm sure it's not huge. I'm sure it's not a giant game.
Brian
considering
might
it is
not be
just a
real. It
game
might be
remake of
DSP
a
in blackface
classic
again.
on PS1.
Yeah, exactly, Cardinals. Just DSP in different costumes.
All right, last chance if anyone has any questions or whatever.
Nope, I got nothing. I mean, I have
Crown on my
questions,
background is
but
just
they're all
right off
kind of
of
negative.
Amazon. Sadly, on Amazon, there just aren't very many good crowns. I looked. A lot of shitty ones.
You can
A lot of
order
ones, they
things
look good, you buy
outside
it,
of
it's
Amazon.
garbage.
You
I had
know
Crown,
this,
It
right?
looked amazing. I bought it. It was fucking cardboard. I was like, are you kidding me? It looks nothing like that in the picture. Completely misrepresented.
Yeah, there's a
That's
lot.
kinda how
And
Amazon
slander,
is,
actually.
sadly.
And it hurt Phil's business.
That's the
And
best
it
one that I
made
could
Cat
find.
cry.
And the thing was, I mean, could I spend more
And it's
money?
been
Sure,
making
I could probably
Jasper
spend
act out.
$100 on a costumer.
Jasper's been thinking about
would make me a
joining a
crown,
gang.
but is it really worth it? This one serves its purpose. It sits in the background. It's all good, right?
I think that you should get a giant foam crown. How many last chances do you know?
Would I
Let's
consider
count
doing
this.
online gambling on a stream? At this point, probably not.
Damn
I
it!
don't. Any extra money that I have right now, quite frankly, should be getting saved right now. 'cause I
Should
don't
be.
have any
What does that
savings.
mean, Phil?
So
What does
I
that mean?
start
Should be?
saving is essentially what I should do.
I thought
Okay?
you've been
So I'm
saving
at a point now where I
DSP.
don't need to keep spending to upgrade my setup anymore. So now
Can
I
we
should
do
work,
more un
earn,
DSP streams?
save.
What, un?
Okay. My plan is in a few years.
What do you mean by that?
Hopefully
It
the
might not
economy
just
will
be
turn.
understanding.
Hopefully it's already starting in the right direction. And I could do other things with my finances that will help my life situation out a lot better. Perhaps at that point, if I have some wealth and I want to work on something like that, like online gambling streams, which can be very
Exactly.
profitable with
He admits
sponsorships and the like,
himself. Oh, I
maybe
should
I'll
be
look into
saving
it.
this.
It is
And
not
he is
something that I think I'm
not.
going to be doing right now. I don't have any real money. You know what I mean? To
At
do
this
it.
point, that
So,
wasn't. Yeah, there you go. But what's an un-DSP stream? Like, do something
Luke, I
unrelated
really
to
don't
DSP,
know or think
such
so.
as
I mean, we're gonna have
LTG?
such a crazy smart guys tomorrow night covering wrestling. We're gonna have so much to talk about that. Seriously, I don't think we're gonna be talking about AEW at all. But I guess we'll see. Bug with a
Oh,
$5
I see.
super
Not
chat says,
involved
"What
with
would you do
DSP.
if you weren't a YouTuber?" I have
Huh?
no idea. I have no idea because I don't have the flexibility to make that decision. I've been out of the job market since 2010, so I
So what
probably
does that
wouldn't get
say?
hired.
You admit
You
that
know
you
what I'm
have no
saying?
other
Like,
options?
typically, someone who's been out of a job market, self-employed for the last 15 years, isn't going to easily be hired and thrown back into the job market.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
what jobs
definitely
could I
not at the rate
realistically
that
get? Probably a
DSP figures
retail
he should
job,
earn.
which isn't nearly enough to pay my
What's the
bills.
starting pay?
So
It's
I don't know,
20
to
an
be
hour.
frank with you. I
No,
think
that's gonna need
I
to
will
at
be doing
least be
online content
100.
like this for the rest of my life in whatever capacity that I see fit, whether it's full-time, part-time, whether it's doing gameplay, doing podcasting, doing commentary.
You heard it here.
doing other
DSP will
kinds of
stream
content. I
until
don't
he
know. We'll
dies.
see. But I think this is where I'm meant to be. I've
Yeah,
been
I'm
doing it
meant to
now for
stream here and then
14 years as
die.
a job, the longest job certainly I've ever had. And I
It's
think I'm
not
good
even
at it.
really a
I've been
job,
multiple
DSP.
platforms, successful on every one that I've ever
Successful
been on. So I think it
everywhere.
works.
Massive success across the board. DSP Reacts,
Have a good night,
success.
Jade.
KO Gaming, success. Twitch, success. Blip
Am I
TV,
interested
believe
in
it or
doing a
not,
randomizer of old
success.
games like Link to the Past or others? Yes, we talked about this. Perhaps I
Wow.
would do some modded
100%
randomizers of games
success
now that
rate
apparently
across this
they're
guy's
able to be
whole
done on
career.
PC.
It's
Of
badass.
course, you probably want to do it with games where it's like legit, not or ROM that I got, and then people could get you in trouble.
Well, Trevor,
You have to
he-
understand
I mean,
something.
what
What
do you know
works
that?
for thee does not necessarily work for me.
Yeah.
Because when you do something, if you were to play a Zelda randomizer on a stream right now, no one would care.
Oh,
The
nice.
moment that I'm going to do a
Rude.
Zelda randomizer, guys, these motherfuckers would be reporting me to Nintendo of America saying, "Are you aware there's a streamer
Oh.
who's streaming an emulated ROM that obviously he doesn't own on his stream?" They'd be contacting YouTube to try to hit me with copyright strikes. These people are fucking nuts.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
So could
sadly,
the
I
trolls
don't
control your
get
life
the
again, huh?
flexibility to do things like everyone else. Just like people say, "Why don't you play on Fightcade to play
That's
people
true,
in old
Tino.
school Street Fighter?" Well, anyone else who plays on Fightcade is totally fine. But if I play on Fightcade, some motherfucker will use an IP sniffer to find out my IP address.
I don't think anyone
and then
wants to
destroy
sniff
my
anything
business.
about you,
And
Phil.
you do DDoS attacks and all kinds of fucked up stuff. That's just how it is for me. And it
Man, the
sucks.
trolls
I
have
wish it
so much
wasn't. I wish
power
I
over
had the
this
same
guy.
abilities as
I'm
everyone
just
else, but I
sitting
don't.
here and I'm exerting
So
so much power on him.
that's just the case. And would I like to do randomizers? Sure.
I'm
but we'd have to find a
antagonizing
way.
this guy at
Like,
long range
maybe Dark
and with
Souls
no
randomizer, right?
interaction.
Something
That's
like
pretty
that.
hype.
So that it's going to be more safe. But Nintendo, I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah. You should play Atlas games again, DSP.
I received a $10 tip.
Very good.
Any good life advice for people getting into online content creation?
Yeah,
I've
Phil,
told
you
the
got
same
any?
advice literally for the last 15 years, and I'm going to stick with it because I think it's the best advice I'm ever going to be able to give. All
Let's
right?
hear it, Phil.
If you're going to get into online content creation, here is my recommendation
Mhm.
when you're getting started.
Okay.
Um,
Beg.
Pick a topic of something that you absolutely have passion for.
DSP
something
does
that's
not do that.
meaningful to you,
Doesn't
something
do
that
that.
you love,
Doesn't do
and
that.
something that you're going to feel like you're getting something out of
Doesn't do
by
that.
sharing with others.
Doesn't do
Okay?
that. DSP, you
Because
don't do
two
that.
reasons why you want to do that.
Your passion
Number
is
one, if you're
begging
doing
and
content of something
crying.
you're actually passionate for,
All right, moving on.
you will have that come through.
There's
in the
DSP with his
content,
goals. Oh my
as opposed
goodness.
to someone who's like, I just want to
Oh,
be
I
an
see his
online
little
content
pigtail and
creator, so I'm
everything.
going to do the grind. I'm going to grind a game. I'm going to grind the vlog.
One must imagine Phil is happy.
The influencer
That's good. I like his
lifestyle,
pompadour.
grind that. The
Very
grind
nice, paper
mentality
thin.
already means you're
We
treating
need
it
help
like a
with
job,
these goals.
and you don't
It's
have
very
passion. You
heavy.
just care about the grind for money, and I don't believe in that.
Oh,
I
yes,
believe
you
in
do,
hard work,
DSP.
but I believe that you should have a passion for what you're doing. Because if you
Okay,
do,
this is New
people
Clone
will
Central
look at that
here.
and say, that's a person that's doing it because it has meaning to them.
What's
because
your
they get
meaning,
something good
DSP?
out of it. Maybe they
Realistically,
have
what do you
expertise
find
they want
meaning
to
in?
share.
You find
Maybe they have
meaning in
a story that they
complaining
feel
and
other people can
griping.
benefit from. Maybe they have a unique insight to share to
You
help
have none of
others.
that?
Maybe they have
You have none of
experience
that?
they want to pass on to the world.
None of that?
Whatever it may be, that passion, as it gets passed on to others, is going to show and feel different than someone who's just doing it for the sake of making a paycheck. And that might result in people actually
But this
having
doesn't
connection
make
with you
sense because
and
people
actually
who
liking
do
your
have
content.
patience or
And the other half of
passion,
it is if you have
you
a
just
passion
dismiss
for what
it.
you're creating, for the kind of content you're making.
You just dismiss it. You don't
even
believe
if it
it.
doesn't work. Let's say you're streaming and you work for 2 months on it
Good
and
call
you
for
can't
the
get
writer.
more than 5 viewers. It won't matter because you won't feel like you wasted your time because you had passion for it and
This
you
is such
enjoyed
powerful
doing it anyway.
cope, guy.
When I started on YouTube, I never
God, I'm so tired of
expected
it. Why
in
don't
my
you let me
wildest
tell the
dreams
story, Phil?
that I was going to get thousands of viewers, that I was going to make a living doing it, getting signed by a big corporation that was going to back me.
I thought
getting
that was bad,
flown
Phil.
out to E3, getting promotion.
I
That
thought
was gonna
these things
make,
were
you know,
bad.
big
That's
bucks,
grabbing the
and it was gonna
bag.
I was going to be a live streamer. I was going to have an entire ecosystem based around me of people making content. Never. I said, I like video games. I just want to dick around and make jokes when I
Yeah,
play
Trev,
video
and I
games.
really
I'm
could
not
just
even
turn
taking
that
it
into
seriously. I'm
6
just
or
having some
7
drinks.
clones.
But I think people will see how much I like games if I just like shoot the shit and make fun of them and kind of, you know, go crazy
But
with
you
it.
don't, Phil. Because you
And
know
it
what you
worked.
said, DSP.
Within
You're
a
absolutely
few
right.
months of
If you
me
are
making
passionate
these
for something,
videos,
it will
people
show.
loved it.
And I'll
People
use myself
absolutely
as an
loved it,
example
and it
because I
blew
know
up.
me.
And
How
then
could you
I
guys
was
say that
able,
I'm not
completely
passionate about
inadvertently,
Gundam?
to turn it into
Of
my
course
job
I
at a
am.
time
I
when
talk
my
about it
job didn't
from
exist
a
anymore
deep
because my
layer,
company was
deep level of
downsizing and they laid me off.
appreciation and love,
So if I didn't
with
have
plenty of
this as the
layers of
backup, I
tiny
would have been screwed,
minutia.
right?
And I have
But
an
I
excitement
feel
to
like
talk
too
about.
many
I'm
people
usually
today are
can't.
now looking at
I usually can't.
online
Sorry, I'm stuttering.
content
I
creators,
usually can't even
influencer
shut up once I
lifestyle
get started
as
with it.
that's what I want to do
Sorry,
because I
I'm
don't want to get a 9 to 5
getting
job
worked
because
up here.
that's boring. I want to be
But
a
I guess that's the passion
celebrity.
part.
And I just
And
want
you
to
guys
jump
can
right
see
into it
that.
and make money.
It's very
That's
obvious.
probably the worst
I
mentality
continue to
you can
research
have
it. I continue
because
to
it means
look at the
you're
new
literally
ones. I
starting on
continue
the
to
wrong
watch the new
foot,
stuff, at least to some
making it a
extent.
dependency
I
thing on
try
money
and keep up to
production
date with any
rather
sort of
than
updates
actually
from
making
it. That's the
content that you
passion.
feel is meaningful to the world.
Now let me ask you this.
And that's
When
a
has
problem.
DSP
There's
ever
tons,
done that?
tons of people out there who will disagree with me.
When
and
has
say, no, it's
DSP
just about
ever
getting the bag,
demonstrated
it's just
passion
about
for
making the
gaming?
views,
He doesn't
whatever.
look up games.
For me,
He doesn't research
I
games.
always
He
wanted
doesn't
to
know
be
how they're
okay with the
made.
content
He
that I was
doesn't even
making
know
first
how
and
their
have
companies
feel like it
have
had
different
value.
philosophies.
And then
He
if at the
doesn't
end of the
know
day I can make
about
a
the
buck on it,
production of video
great.
games. He
A
doesn't know
2-for-1
about the
deal,
logistics of
right?
advertising.
But
This
other
guy
people disagree
doesn't
with me.
know
So, you know,
dick
you have to, I guess
about
you have to look
games.
at different kinds of content as well.
He
But for
doesn't
me,
know
that's my philosophy.
what
Have a
resonates
passion
with
for what you
gamers.
do.
He
Make
doesn't
content in the
he
realm
doesn't
of
know
what
the
you have a
history
passion
of
for,
gaming.
'cause
He
people
doesn't
should see it,
know
recognize it, and
the
resonate with
subtleties
it.
of gaming. He
And
doesn't
even if
know
it doesn't work out,
he
you won't feel
doesn't
like you
know
wasted
the
your time because you still had a good time doing it.
he doesn't know the controversies of gaming. This dude right here
There you go.
the other day was saying
All
that
right,
physical
guys,
collections
we're gonna
were
wrap it up.
pointless.
We got
That is
one
not a
last-
passion for
absolute
gaming.
last chance,
A
'cause I've
person
gotta
who is
get out of here
passionate
right
for gaming
now.
would understand
So
that
if
game
anyone was holding
preservation
off
is
and was gonna
very
do that final,
important right now. It is probably the
piece of
most important
contribution,
thing when
do
it
it
comes to
right
video
now,
games.
because
Is
I
video
have to
game
go.
preservation.
Okay?
And this dude says
give it, like,
that
1
shit
minute.
is pointless.
And you're welcome, Lalafell.
No,
I always do. Whenever I do a
debunked,
chill stream, I
deleted.
do
This guy has
They're
no
surprised
passion
that
for
I answered their
games.
questions. I always answer questions like this.
Why the hell does he need us to tell him what games to download? He's supposed to be passionate for video games. He should be looking up games himself.
Dave Double H,
He
to
should
be
be
quite frank,
interested
I
in
can't
games
answer the question.
himself.
This question is
Sorry,
how
I
much
kind of
Trump
take
has
this a
done
little
as
personally because
I'll be
you're
honest
not
with you,
going
I'm
to
not
insult
really
my
even
intelligence with
following
this, DSP.
Not.
You do not have any passion for anything you do.
I tried a
You
political
do
show
not
that didn't
care.
work, and it's
It's
just
not
a
true.
whole lot
You're a
of
liar.
drama and stuff to follow.
Is that
and
your
I just don't
passion
think
for
there's a
gaming,
point.
having goofy
for me to get all
Nintendo
worked
shit
up
behind
about
you?
it. It's
Is
just one
that
of
the
mine.
passion?
Maybe I will eventually when I get older.
Is the
Maybe I
passion
will
your
move into another
PlayStation
shop,
lights
but for
back
now,
there?
I'm kinda,
That's
like,
the
tapped out
passion?
on it, so.
Fucking stupid, man. Straight stupid. What you
Okay.
say right now. Oh, you have passion because you had these figurines of video game characters? That's passion?
No, I'm not. I like cigars, but I've only smoked them like twice
I
ever in
don't
my
know,
life. I
man.
haven't had them since I
I'm
was,
still a
like,
little
18
heated.
years old.
I'm still a little heated
So-
that he said that stuff about
people.
physical
You gonna
collection.
spend it on burgers?
Because he says, well, you don't
DSP
really own
passionless,
it. You don't really
complaining,
own it.
eating,
All right,
I
everybody.
own
begging.
a
Well, that's
disc
gonna
with
be
the
it.
code
I
on
wish
it,
you all
man.
the best. Thanks for
That's
hanging
still
out with me for the
something.
last half an hour. Thanks for chilling with me here tonight.
DSP passionless,
in these tonight will be a
complaining,
little
eating, and
different
begging.
because I'll
100%. Why
actually
aren't these
have
being
a
heard? Why
game,
can't
like
I
a
hear
whole stream
these?
dedicated to one game. Tonight we had to finish
You
the
have
last
money,
game.
you
Then we didn't
scam
really have
people. You
time
gonna
for
spend
anything
it on
else.
burgers?
But I still had a great time. And
Very
thanks to those
bizarre
who
that
hung
I
out with
can't
me.
hear these.
Okay, so
I'm
everyone,
having a lot of problems with this.
that's
Actually.
it for tonight. Looks like we're not hitting the goal.
Yep, guess not.
Tomorrow,
Sucks
what
for
are
you,
we
Phil.
doing? Well, tomorrow, first stream will be a level 1 podcast, followed by premiere.
Such a load of crap, man.
Excuse me,
Such a load of
followed
crap when I
by
hear him
the
talk about
premiere.
that
I
shit, man.
stumbled over my words of the Suikoden collection. Suikoden is a RPG series from
You know what it
PS1
is.
era.
You have money,
Very
you scam
classic.
people. You
That's
gonna
weird that
spend
it's
it on
not playing
burgers?
the
games, to be
audio.
frank. I really like
It's not
them.
playing it for me.
Some of my favorite
I'm
RPGs of
sure
that
you
era.
guys are hearing it, but
And I
can't
can't
hear
wait
it.
to share that
But
experience.
thank you,
with
I
all of you,
appreciate
because
it,
I really
DRJ.
loved
Yeah,
it.
that's
So
his
that's gonna be the
passion.
first stream
That's where
tomorrow.
you
The
see
music is
DSP
outstanding.
come
I
to
hope
life.
you'll join me for it. I think
DSP's
you're really gonna
passion
like it.
is
Join me for Suikoden.
is
starting
retconning.
tomorrow. Tomorrow night,
His
the return
passion
of Smart Guys on the
is
late stream.
lying.
That's going to be
His
broadcast on
passion
the
is
DSP
creating
Reacts
narratives
channel,
to
as
explain
well
why
as
he is not the
DSP
victim.
Gaming
That's his
Revealed
passion.
channel.
That's the only time you
Excuse
see a light come on in DSP's
And
eyes
should be great fun.
is when
to
he's
see it come
complaining
back.
or when
I'm
he's
sure it's going to be a
eating
crazy
or when he's
show.
begging.
With the fact that number
That's
one,
the
WWE's
passion.
been nuts with all the stuff going on
Games?
since Elimination Chamber.
Fuck games.
And of
I
course,
don't give a
now
shit
getting
about
caught
those.
up with PPP.
I couldn't
will
tell
be
you
fun.
3 games
So
that are
that's
coming
gonna
out
be a good
today.
show, and I hope you'll join me for that content tomorrow. Okay?
DSP had to
And
be
thanks for a
led
great
through all
day.
these games.
And by
I'm
the way,
sorry,
I
I
just
was
received a
getting
$39
distracted.
tip. Thank you for being you and for more indies in the future. Anonymous tipper.
Add
Thank
10
you. You're
clones.
welcome.
Did he
So,
just do a
ladies and
bunch of
gentlemen,
them?
with that $39 tip, first of all, we have to do a very nice animation.
A person who is
person,
truly
whoever they are.
passionate for games wouldn't get hung
And we
up
have to
on
hit the
graphics all the time.
Add it to the leaderboard.
That would not be an issue for you.
You have money, you scam
Then
people. You
we
gonna
have to
spend it on
add
burgers?
a number
I can't
here.
believe
Working
Change
from
tomorrow
2 to
with the
3.
military
Because,
tomorrow,
ladies and
F.
gentlemen,
Phil.
it is absolutely official. Tonight,
Oh,
we hit the goal.
Oh, very cool.
We filled the
You have
coffers.
money,
We
you
paid the
scam people,
taxes.
you
We
gonna
felt the
spend it on
controls.
burgers?
And once again, doesn't matter what I'm doing. It doesn't matter if I'm playing a hot new game or an old school fighting game. It doesn't matter if we're just chilling or playing an indie game. It doesn't matter if it's
Very
wrestling
passionate. Okay,
commentary
okay.
or if I'm just
Let's
standing
do it. I'm
here
just being
blowing
toxic.
armpit farts eating pizza.
Thank you, Greenlight. I
You
appreciate
guys
it.
love
Working
what I
tomorrow
do,
with the
and you
military
support it,
tomorrow. Fuck
and I
Phil.
really
I
appreciate
agree.
it.
This dude
Thank you
has
for allowing
no
me to
experiences
be
with life
successful
and
and
then
do what
wants
I
to
love.
look down on
And
everyone.
now,
A
I gotta
fucking
call it a night,
hermit
everyone.
wants
So
to
thank
look
you so
down on
very much.
everyone. A
Whoever that
hermit.
was, I really appreciate it. 43 out of 50. Let's keep that momentum rolling
Look
into
this
tomorrow.
jerk off my
Thank
damn
you all.
screen.
Have a good night. See you in the
He's
morning.
been getting me
Peace
too
out.
pissed lately. I don't know, man. I was talking with my wife about this, and she noticed something that I don't know. I guess I wasn't doing a very good job of hiding it, but then I didn't really notice that it was there. She was saying that before I was really, really hyped to do streams. And it has nothing to do with the streams. It really doesn't. It's more that it has to do with Phil. Because, you know, back when I first started doing streaming and whatnot, I was like, oh man, did you hear what Phil was up to? I can't wait to cover it. I'm gonna start a little bit early. We can discuss it, whatever. And she said that my tone has shifted so much into, I should probably start a little earlier. This fucking idiot went on some stupid ass rants about this, and I gotta watch that shit. And it turned, and it's true, it's kind of turned into this weird feeling where I feel obligated to watch DSP. And it's a bad place to be because you get burned out that way. And I know I've been crying about this a lot. I know you guys don't want to hear it, but I just kind of want to air my heart if you guys don't mind. Yeah, DSP is getting so exhausting to watch. He's such a butthole. He's such a piece of shit. An unimaginable piece of shit. This guy's gonna go on here talking about, I have a passion for gaming, so make sure you guys have a passion for things. What? What? The guy who shits on every single game he sees? The guy whose engagement with games is at best surface level? When has this guy ever played a game and it initiated a discussion about the games industry or about video games in general or the past of a video game or the development history of a video game? He doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything. He just says, oh, wow, can you believe this? Oh, wow, this. It's trash. It's trash content. And it's so easily debunked that this guy has any passion for gaming. So easily debunked. Because you can see people who do have a passion for games. You can see the difference. And I mean, I'll bring him up until the end of time, but like Matt McMuscles, whenever he would do, I want to find his condo tour. I want to find that video where he did a condo tour and then compare it to Dark Side Phil's. It's kind of a video I just want to do in general. It'd be like a 9-hour, it'd be my own Steve of the Dead video. It's a 9-hour comparison between DSP and Matt McMuscles. Because as much as DSP would pretend like there's a whole bunch of difference between himself and Matt McMuscles, which there is, but not exactly as DSP sees it. The difference is that Matt McMuscles is everything that DSP advertises himself as. When he was going through the condo tour and pointing at all the things that he owned about video games, you never doubted for a second that this guy loves video games. He never gave you the impression that he didn't care. He would talk about, oh, this game for the Sega Dreamcast, I made sure to get a copy when I was visiting this, and this. When I was at this convention, I made sure to get this thing. And he would tell you the history of the game. He would say how it was developed, what kind of things they were dealing with when they were making it. It's so clear when you can truly find a person who has passion for what they do. And DSP has never demonstrated that to me. The most amount of passion he has for video games is telling you that Super Mario 2 was originally called Doki Doki Panic. That's it. That's his only trivia. That's his only insight into video games. His discussion about Neil Druckmann. Like, you can discuss Neil Druckmann as a person all you want, but like, he doesn't understand anything about game development because he doesn't get that it might be stressful or it might be busy or time consuming. Instead, he just says, well, this person has no reason to be so stressed out. Yeah, because, you can just kick it while games are being made. Like, nah, man, nah. But, I don't know. This DSP is just so exhausting. I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. I'm waiting for the calamity. I'm waiting for him to fuck up something royal. And I think that DSP in a weird way has managed to outlive that. I think that there isn't going to be some calamity. I think that DSP is going to stream until he dies, and it's just going to be a slow decline. I guess it was pointless hope on my part that something calamitous would happen. But anyway, I'll always be interested in following this dude because I want to see where it ends. I do want to see where this shit goes. Anyway, I'm not gonna keep you guys that much longer. Just DSP triggered me. What can I say? And let's do my plugs again. Tomorrow we're doing Internet Asylum. Logan from Taking L's is coming on, and we're talking about this religious dude. And then on Friday we're doing Going Green. Morgana, myself, and Pokepal. We're gonna be watching Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and Persona 4. And we're not going to watch the entire one of either of them. We're just going to do as much as we can of either. So that'll be hype. Hope to see you all there. And I mean, what did we learn here today? We learned that, well, pretty much all the things with Neil Druckmann. We learned that cyberbullying is not that big a deal, even though it affects DSP all the time. And shit, man. Learned that DSP is a dickhead. But that's it. Take care, everyone. Have a fantastic night. And you guys, I've said this every time I ever have these moments where, because I brought it up with my wife when she mentioned it. She said that, you have this kind of shift in attitude recently with Darks Fidel. And I said, the thing that always keeps me going is I really like talking to these people. Because I've brought it up before that I'm surrounded by normies. I'm surrounded by the most basic of people. And I don't disrespect them for it because, they have what they're interested in, and it's not their fault that it's all terrible. Somehow their parents' fault. I haven't figured that out, though. But I just love talking to people. I like finding people with weird interests. I think it's fascinating when you meet a person who's like, yeah, I'm really into chainsaw sculptures. I think, whoa, that's cool. What do you do with them? That's my passion. I like weirdos. And you can have good weirdos or you can have evil weirdos like Darkside Phil. So that's my passion. I like weirdos. Anyway, that's it. We're done. And we learned that video game development's really easy. Just make the game and make it good, idiot. Take care, everyone. Have a fantastic night.
Y'all have a great, safe, blessed day. You know what? I'm going to end this video on a really good, highly vibrational note.
Why should I allow you to talk when you don't support me? You don't give me any money to pay my bills, so therefore you're worthless to me. You don't have anything nice to say, therefore you're worthless to me. All you want to do is say snide comments, snide remarks, therefore you're worthless to me. You guys don't support me financially. You don't support me in a positive way. You don't encourage me to do great things. You don't fucking support me. So why should I support you and give you motherfucking assholes the right to say whatever the fuck you want? You don't get that fucking privilege. I won't let you have that fucking privilege. You want an opinion on this channel? Then donate some money. Put up or shut up. You want the right to talk on this channel? You want privileges? Then start paying my bills, motherfucker. Until you start paying my fucking bills, then you don't have the right, you don't have the privilege or the authority to say whatever the fuck you want on my fucking channel. Because I won't give you the privilege. Because if you're not supporting me monetarily, then you're fucking worthless to me.
Take care and be blessed, all of you. And may you find great light, power, and goodness within yourselves and redeem yourselves and just get out of the toxic minority. Period. Be with the majority and be good.
Get a 60-day supply of the planet.
No?